All right, today, hello, what's going on, everyone? It is Worlds time. So today we're going to be reacting to all of the main stage stream battles from the first day of Worlds, which is going on right now. I actually have a few questions for anyone that is in the know of the VGC stuff. But first off, hello, welcome in, everyone. We're going to be reacting to all of the first rounds because I love competitive. I love watching the competitive. I think it's so fun. I think it's great. I am super excited to see what happens on day 2. It's gonna be great. No spoilers, please, for any of the matches in the chat, because obviously I have seen, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I have seen the first 2 matches. But we're gonna react to them again on stream. After that, I haven't seen any of them, so please, no spoilers in the chat. But how you guys all doing? Welcome into the stream. Now, the good thing about the Worlds being yesterday is that we can just skip to the matches right away. We don't have to listen to all of the in-between. We can skip right to the matches. But how you guys doing? Hello, Wiggly. Hello, Bryden. Wiggly, thank you so much for the 32 months. Yo, Monster. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Kristen. Hello, Tadashi. Hello, Muhammad. Hello, Sly. Hello, Vivek. Hello, Spectre, who is on a world tour right now. How are you doing? How is your world tour been going? Hello, Ewan. Hello, Boxy. Hello, Random Name. Hello, Just Default. We're also live on Twitch. Hello, Sweet Sylveon. Hello, Felix. Hello, guys. So basically, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be reacting to the streamed matches on the VGC stream yesterday. And we can save so much time. We don't have to watch all the in-betweens. It doesn't have to be a 10-hour stream, because we can just go right to the matches over and over and over again. We just go right to the next match, right to the next match, right to the next match. There's no in-between. It's going to be very, very nice. Very quick, very slick. And I think we're going to have some fun with this. I think it's going to be a good time. How are you guys all doing? Yes, so you guys know I went to Japan. That's why I haven't been streaming much recently. I went to Japan for a couple of weeks, and then when I came back, obviously jet lag, and I started recording other videos because I need to catch up on videos. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the tournament video that we uploaded, because that was something that was going to take in a little bit of a different direction, and I was hoping that everyone would like it, and I think it's something that I would like to continue doing if there's enough support for like bigger videos with more people. But yeah, Obi, thank you so much for the 16 months of being a super noodle. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was so fun. I hope we will get more. I have already recorded the next one. It will not go up for a while, but you will get more. Guaranteed, you will get one more, probably at least 2 more, and depending on how many people watch it, because those videos cost a lot more to make in terms of like editing, and also there's $500 prize pool in those videos because I have to pay the people to come to the video in the first place. So they're not cheap. So really, I could really only afford to keep making them if there is like a lot of support and a lot of people want to watch them. That's really the only way I can continue to make those, because there's a lot of money dropped on those, because I pay for the thumbnail, I pay for the editing, and I pay for the $500 prize pool. So hopefully you guys like that. It was the most recent video to go up. I think I'm going to change the thumbnail on it to, I don't know, maybe it'll help kind of differentiate it from a regular Then We Fight video. But also, if that one just does better, then that one just does better. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of how that works. But anyway, thank you to all the gifters and thank you to all the members, because I would not be able to make videos like that cost a lot of money if it wasn't for the people supporting the channel. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And hey, just know, if you're a member to the channel, then it literally goes towards making videos, bigger videos like those ones. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I hope that you liked it a lot. Am I in focus right now? Am I focused? I think I'm focused. I think we should up the prize pool to 1K. With whose money? With whose money? Okay, you know what? $500 super chat. The next one after this one, because I already recorded the next one. The next one will be 1K. $500 super chats right now. Let's see who's paying for this. Are you really focused? I think I'm in focus. I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. I'm pretty sure I'm in focus. What does VG stand for? VG stands for video game. Yeah, good. No haircut? No, but thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Which tournament is this one? This is the World Championships. That's what this is. This is the World Championships. But how have you guys all been? I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been having a good old time recently. I hope you've been. I had a great time. I went to Tokyo, and I want to go back immediately. Oh, it was such a good trip. It really was. I had such a good time there. It was wonderful. A Japanese guy told me his dick was small. Like, it was just the best trip of the. That maybe I've ever been on. Maybe the best trip I've ever been on. It was so good. So good. Believe me, folks. But yeah, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be, dude, this has 471,000 views already. That's, I mean, it is a stream. That's still insane. Insane. No, you don't get context. You don't need context. What do you need context for? All right, so shall we get into it? Or do you guys want to chat a little bit more? And 10K on Wolfie? 10K? It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. I had to change the chat as well. But I hope you've all had a good couple of weeks. I've had a very good couple of weeks. It's been making some memories, making a lot of really great memories. It was fantastic. I went to a dog cafe and a cat cafe in the same day. Like, isn't that crazy? There's a dog cafe and a cat cafe in Akihabara, and I went to both right after each other. It was the best morning maybe of my life ever, and I'm definitely gonna go back. I want to go back right now, but I can't obviously because going to Japan is very expensive, and I'm also dropping $500. Just trying to record a video, drop $500, and then pay editing afterwards. So yeah, we'll see how long it is before the next trip. Probably not anytime soon, but I am going to be going to America in October for Dylan's 30th, so that'll be fun too. Tadashi, thank you so much for the 50 months. Why this chat on the challenge screen doesn't match, I feel confused. Because you are seeing the YouTube chat down there. So I stream on both at the same time, and that's why. Yeah, no, Japan was... dude, Japan is... People say Japan is like the white people Wakanda. I don't know really what that means, but it was really good. Have I ever been to any of the World Championships? No. The only one I've been to is I've been to an internationals, which is I went to the EUIC, which is the London Internationals for the EU area. Am I going for Thanksgiving? No. We're going to like kind of like a resort thing for his birthday. So it's not, I don't think we're gonna have like Thanksgiving. I assume that it's gonna have like that kind of stuff though. I'm gonna get fat. You know what's funny? I went to Japan and I lost a kilogram by the time I got home. I lost a kilogram. Which I guess makes sense because Japanese food isn't like super calorific, but that's just so interesting. Oh, also, I ate raw chicken, which was really cool. We went into this dark underground bar area. And it seemed like it was pretty underground. They served me raw fried chicken. Like, it was not supposed to be raw. It was raw fried chicken. They just didn't cook it. And when I turned around after I had, like, bitten into it, I was like, oh, that's a rat. I saw a rat scurry past, and it made, like, little beep, beep. It made, like, noises as it ran past. So I'm pretty upset that Remy didn't cook my fried chicken, but it happens, I guess. First time on a stream. Hey, David, what's going on? The battles are still hours long without the intervals. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, okay, we can get into it. All right, so let's begin the first round, which is...
For our very first match of the 2024 Pokemon World Championship. Really fantastic about the Urshi foods.
Cool.
The fact that they are...
Can I skip? Why did it go back? I hate how YouTube does that.
See the sparks fly.
All right, here we go. So
championships between Adam Shirafui and Shohei Kimura.
So we have a Japanese player versus a French player.
On that battlefield as we kick off
okay, Rillaboom and Calyrex leading off here with an Amoonguss and then Incineroar. Nice, okay, cool. Oh, I love the music too. I love the music. Yo, Sadashi, thank you so much for the 49 months.
There's a lot of fake out potential in the field right now. There is. We got the Rillaboom and the Incineroar that are both...
Dude, Calyrex has been running rampant. Running rampant.
Rillaboom that's going to be taking...
Can we watch this at 2 times speed? 2 times? No, but we can watch it at like 1.25. Oh god, what happens?
A lot of options on the table to just kind of bully through these Pokemon on Shohei side.
Is that too fast?
And I think as well, you want to try and remove that Amoonguss from play before it...
The Japanese player is the current world champion. What? Shohei is the current world champion? Oh shit.
Slowing down the Pokemon in your team. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that being the target here. Something like
Shohei is the world champ. So do we root for the underdog then? Like, what do we think? Do we place our guesses on who we think is gonna win? I assume like some of you guys also haven't seen the matches yet. Any bingo board? No, I haven't got a bingo board. This is the first match, yeah.
The Tera Fairy is going to be so nice because Shohei's...
I always watch stuff at 1.25 times speed, but I feel like it'll annoy a lot of people, so I'm going to go back to normal.
It does have knockoff. It's not going to be carrying a fire type attack like we normally see with something like a Flare Blitz, and so this Terra Fairy is going to be.
I think it's the first matches of the day as well.
Adam starts to get set up here with those Calm Mind boosts. Knows that the end game right now could be Shadow Rider Calyrex versus.
You was up until you woke up at 2. You woke up at 2. That's crazy. Oh, we had a parting shot going to the Calyrex. So Incineroar skedaddles, gets on out of there. I've never reacted to another VGC event from what I remember. Also, I have a question. I have a quick question. Is day 2 the last day? Like, is today the last day? Will the finals be today, or will the finals be tomorrow? Why is it French? Because the player's French.
That would be nice if there weren't for that.
Or is there like a day 3 for finals?
To have a little bit more of a defensive
no.
Rather than
Sunday's the last day.
It's definitely a good trick to have up your
sleeve. Wait. Oh, finals is tomorrow. Day 3 is finals. Wait, for VGC, is day 3 the last day?
So, no fake out on the field.
Or am I going to have to stay up till like midnight or like 1 a.m. to react to it?
There's no fake out though. It's just going to go for some type of attack as we see the Astral Barrage hit into both of these Pokemon. But
I don't really remember what time, because it started. It's in Hawaiian time.
That parting shot actually did help this Rillaboom survive up until the point that it got.
No, I saw Wolfie did amazing.
Anything's better than revenge, but it got intimidated, so it's like I'm going to do a critical hit here with.
Liam said it ends at 4 a.m. Wait, finale is at 4 a.m.
Bringing Pokemon in like the Roaring Moon, that's going to have the potential to,
Oh, no one's taken any damage yet.
As well as a powerhouse like that Urshifu.
4 a.m. Jesus.
Yes, I mean,
how often do I stream? I used to stream every day. Now I just stream when I want to.
Side of something like that Shadow Rider Calyrex, just to know that you're not going to end up wasting a booster energy as well. We don't know what.
Hey, Spectre, thank you so much for the 85 months. Spore goes into Urshifu, sending it to sleep. Okay, not bad. 4 a.m. UK time. That's nightmarish. I mean, I'll do what I have to be streaming that finale though. I would love to stream the final match. I think that'd be really cool. If possible. Ooh, an Astral Barrage would KO that thing immediately. A live that we fight? I've been trying to. It's hard when people, People generally don't want to do live Lemmy fights. They rather do recorded ones. Doesn't hang out every day like he used to. No, but I think I'm happier for it. And that's not to say that I hate you guys. I just think that pressuring myself to stream every day is very bad for my mental health. I love chat. But I don't think that streaming every day is a good idea. Am I excited for the new regulation? I'm not really sure what the new regulation is. Can you mute her and do your own commentary? I mean, this would... I feel like this would not be like as good.
Always go for your boosted acrobatics now that you've lost your item and try and remove this Amoonguss from play. The Dark Terrestrialization, though, very interesting onto that opposing.
Protect from the Calyrex.
That's something that the Draining Kiss is going to be lining up. It would absolutely do that, but I think it's going to be a great call because know that you.
Damn, that's a crazy nasty plot there. That's a crazy nasty plot. The Spore into the Calyrex doesn't work though. Brian, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Brian. Always make sure to pay your gifters. Always make sure to thank your gifters. Thank you so much, Brian, for the 5 gifted memberships. Much appreciated.
Enough for the Roaring Moon. It can always try and get a tailwind up and kind of
always thank you, gifters. Thank you so much. Sabotage? It's so funny. The names of the moves are so funny.
You can see why this Dark Terror is so good just to go for it regardless, because you know that this Roaring Moon also has a super effective Dark type attack with that.
Bro, is this the rebroadcast? Yeah, this is yesterday's matches.
In a defensive way to also make sure that you can
withstand today's matches will start in about 6 or 7 hours. Sabotage is knockoff. Oh. No, there's no sleep clause. That's a Smogon thing. Nice Intimidate coming out into Roaring Moon. That's going to be useful.
No, but that is going to help with this knockoff as you go into
that knockoff's nice.
It should be doing
doesn't. Oh, wait, the Rocky Helmet's going to come off?
It's actually holding.
Yep, Rocky Helmet comes off.
And that is such a little amount of damage. So the Incineroar able to tank that, also provide that attack drop.
Or maybe not the Rocky Helmet, actually. It might be holding a life orb.
Side to go. That is an Astral Barrage into both targets. Not necessarily.
Astral Barrage comes out, wait, into the Calyrex. Oh, no, it's a Dark Calyrex. That's not going to do anything. That did nothing. Oh, my days, that did nothing.
Yes, the defensive Terra type really working out there for Shohei.
That did nothing.
Going first in that match. Very interesting to see the speed come through. But as you've mentioned as well, a little damage from that knockoff thanks to the Intimidate. And now that you also do not have
What's Vampirizer? Is that Terrorblast? Or is that... No, it's Draining Kiss. It must be Draining Kiss. It's Vampire. Like Vampirism.
Let's use it for some support. Get a Tailwind up. Ensure that my Calyrex is going to be able to outspeed and try.
I can't read Japanese. I think this is Japanese.
Underwhelming in the pressure it's giving out.
This is not Japanese.
You really want to try to get these Calm Mind boosts up. At the very least, you know that your special defense is going to be a little bit bolstered. But because of that parting shot earlier, you're still at a neutral special attack.
Oh, true. You can actually see all of the items on screen. That is true.
It means that you aren't able to get that engine up and running to snowball that special attack.
Is it Korean? No. Well, I mean, the other Shohei's is Korean.
In this particular turn, a defensive play by the Roaring Moon as the Amoonguss joined the field here, so the Protect coming through as the Protect.
A lot of Protects coming out this turn. A lot of Protects.
Yeah, you saw Shohei actually go for a little bit of a pop-off.
A Class Spectral is so funny.
That he'd be able to get some type of attack off onto the Shadow Rider Calyrex.
Protect is big.
Unfortunately, not going to be able to do the job just yet. This Amoonguss still being on the field is so problematic.
I forgot that Roaring Moon was actually grounded.
For Adam to remove it at the moment. Maybe the acrobatics from this Roaring Moon could help out just to be able to deal that super effective damage, knowing that the Terra has already been used on Shohei's side, but...
Oh, Draining Kiss into Calyrex and Terra Dark would be good.
You're going to need another critical hit, I think, to be able to get through that Amoonguss.
Acrobatics would be huge if you get it off, but he's going to go for the Tailwind, actually. Tailwind's good. Make sure the outspeeds.
What it does best, be providing a little bit of protection, going for that Rage Powder and drawing in all of these attacks. But
yeah,
no,
nice.
I'm not targeting you, I'm going for the Tailwind. Let's get the speed on my side. And
yeah, that's huge. That Terra Fairy Draining Kiss is huge. Oh, into the Amoonguss.
Heading into the Amoonguss, so the Rage Powder able to redirect it away.
Oh, because the Rage Powder. Yeah, because the Rage Powder. That would have been a really good turn if he didn't Rage Powder.
All out on the offense at a +2 special attack.
Damn! Oh, the double knockout!
Sharp special attack increase. That's a +4 for this Shadow Rider Calyrex on Shohei's side.
This Calyrex is
no, Roaring Moon does not have levitate. Damn, that is huge for Shohei. That is huge.
But whether it's going to be enough.
Well, I don't think it can be. You've got the Urshifu.
How do you stop it?
It hasn't been able to take one of its mandatory turns.
Oh, and yeah, this Urshifu is asleep, and he's just got the Rillaboom. That might be it for this round, actually.
You do have the fake out here from this Rillaboom that could help, and you do have the Assault.
The Grimnate is going insano style. Yeah, I think that might be a wrap for this one.
To try to withstand some of these Barrage, but you're +4.
The Assault Vest, I think, is going to be null and void at this point. The thing as well is you've got the Urshifu. You might love to be able to go for a close combat.
Shohei is running rampant.
You can't even taunt it because you have to taunt it twice to be able to shut down its redirectional support with Rage Power.
Guys, there's nothing to do. He's negative on attack as well. He's not going to wake up. Yeah, he's still asleep. It's Jova.
Wake up, it's Worlds.
Wake up, it is Worlds. That would
okay, you got a little bit of damage off.
Those to be able to actually get the damage down onto the Shadow Rider Calyrex, knock it out.
This is so boosted.
Able to do that, it's gonna have to take this.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous. I mean, I know it's like boost up the wazoo, but that is insane.
But now this Incineroar is fresh.
Was it like +5 now? Jesus Christ. Okay, that is definitely the end of round 1 here. Okay, all right, moving on to wait, it's not done yet. Hold on. What if he wakes up? Well, they're really thinking about this. Oh yeah, he forfeit. Okay, yeah, onto battle number 2. Oh, the good thing is I can just skip until the second battle starts.
My question, however, yes.
So Shohei is nice and up 1 game right now. Nice.
Rather than later, so it can apply
Is this it? All right, we are into round 2, starting with Calyrex, starting with the shiny Incineroar. Calyrex on the mirror match on both sides.
On the field for both these trainers.
It is looking like looking in a mirror.
Oh yeah, quite literally. They're even like matched across the field here. But you start to see the abilities coming through as well.
Calyrex is a better Mewtwo. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone use Mewtwo.
And I wonder now if these Calyrexes are going to want to stay unterrestrialized.
I think it's really important to note the order of which
I didn't know that. Zaria, I didn't know that. I've seen the next battle. I had to watch. So the next battle is Aaron Cybertron Zhang and Sajin Park, who is the person that won Worlds in 2014 with the Patterrz versus our beloved YouTuber Aaron Cybertron Zhang. So I did watch that one before I slept last night, before I had the idea that I was going to react to it today. Anything after that, I haven't seen though.
Does want to terrestrialize, because if it goes into that Dark Terror,
Mewtwo have
then
better
really you can
stats?
see a lot
No,
that
Calyrex Shadow Rider has
on the
better
field
stats than
right now
Mewtwo.
can do to deal damage, other than the Draining Kiss.
Yeah,
The
Mewtwo
Draining Kiss
sucks.
is nice too, because that secondary effect is that you restore some of the HP from the damage that you're dealt out. So maybe you are able to, after one Calm Mind or something, be able to try to outpace the
I've been watching
damage
Wolfie
from
for a year and I
Showcase.
still don't know what's going on. I
Exactly,
feel
we're
you.
gonna
I
see
really do.
the
That's why I don't play
beautiful
this.
Amber
That's
Jewel.
why I do not
Calyrex
play.
Shadow Rider on the field once again, going for that Dark Terror, making sure that it's not going to be taking super effective damage from an Astral Barrage here, wanting to make sure it's got its defensive capabilities in play to maybe go for one of those nasty plots. But it's
Okay,
gonna
they both
sparkle
Terra
around,
first
bro.
turn, which
It
makes
is,
sense.
because that's going to be yet another terrestrialization.
No one uses Mewtwo because it's restricted. There's better options.
We can also
Wait, this is a restricted format. Oh yeah, because it's restricted and there's better options. Yeah, of course, that's why. David, thank you so much for the 4 months, and Mathfield, thank you for the 28 months. Is that a double nasty plot?
Not only does it look faster, but it looks pretty ferocious to me. It's set up.
Oh,
on
it's a
both
Calm
sides here.
Minds.
The Calm Mind coming through on Adams.
Okay,
here,
that could
making
be-
sure
that could be
special
big, that could be
defense and
big.
special attack are boosted up. Really, really interesting to see if the.
I feel like the
Incineroars,
Dark
they
type
are gonna be
Calyrex
able
has
to
a
come
has an
in
advantage just because of the fact that
shot comes through on Adam's side.
the
Oh, there's gonna be a
Fairy
punishment on
Terra
Pokemon's side as well.
doesn't make it resist the Astral Barrage.
Choice for Shohei to have made.
Yeah.
I expect that you're going to be doing some type of setup that maybe you are predicting.
If
that
someone
Adam is
sponsored
trying
you to
go
attend
for
and fight on the
something,
tournament, would you
and
do it?
would
At
allow
Worlds?
you
I don't have any
to make
Pokemon.
sure that you're keeping that opposing Shadow Rider Calyrex's stats in check.
If they let me gen my Pokemon, or if someone makes my team for me, then sure.
Exactly, and it's interesting to see.
I would
you know,
be
which
so
Pokemon are gonna
bad.
come through here,
We'll be
because
watching
that
Wolfie's
Roaring
matches.
Moon is trying
None of his
to
matches were on
come out
stream.
and set that tailwind up so that your Calyrex Shadow Rider is able to gain that
But
speed advantage
he
here
did
in
go
his
completely
Mirror.
undefeated,
You don't
which has
currently have
never
to worry
happened
about
in
it,
Worlds
but Amoonguss
before.
on the field, so you're gonna be able
In day
to,
one,
you know,
he did
just
not
focus
lose
in
a
on
single
supporting the Calyrex
battle.
rather than
Never mind
having to deal out
match,
the damage.
he didn't
And
lose a
that's
single
what
battle. He went
we
16-0 in battles and
It is
8-0
gonna be a
in
mirrored
matches.
shot, so mirrored turn sort of on the
I
same
think
side,
that is
so
the
what
only
the
time
Shohei
it's
actually
ever
tried to
happened.
bring out
He truly
to
is the
Incineroar's
GOAT.
place.
I don't know how to
But
describe it in
Adams
other
first,
terms.
you
He's
now
just
get a good
he
idea
is
of, like,
him.
Okay, well I know there's a roaring move.
Yes.
So how am I going to be able to counter that? I ended up bringing.
Yeah, the teams are
Room
public.
in the last,
I think Wolfie's using a Calyrex team.
I want to say that does have the fake out. Oh no,
He's using the Shadow Rider
It
team.
was a grass type. I just had the wrong
They were
one.
both there. They were both there.
Yeah.
But I think the Amoonguss could be the really pivotal Pokemon here, being able to go for something like the redirection.
Day one, every
draw
world
in,
champ lost on
protect
stream.
Draining Kiss, but it
Really?
is gonna be that
Okay, we got Rillaboom coming out. Rillaboom has the
here makes a
clear
lot of
amulets.
sense. Now you have the opportunity to actually fake something out. You think that this Roaring Moon is going to be more of the problem, you could go for that, but you have to keep in mind that both of Adam's Pokemon on the field right now do have the opportunity and option to go for protect.
Ray Rizzo. Ray Rizzo
Yes, be
did
able to
win
go for
3
defensive
back-to-back
play.
world
Adam
championships.
isn't afraid of doing that. It's where the
So
Shohei
he
wants
is
to read
he
his
is
standing
li-
up
he is the
really
current
well
him.
and go for something like
But I
another
think
nasty
right
play.
now,
He's
Wolfie is
got
the best player in the
momentum
world.
right now. You could always just try and get some damage on the board with something
Like,
like the
as of
Astral
right now,
Barrage.
he's the best player.
Just try and get these Pokemon into a prime position to be KO'd. Maybe even
Ray
with a
Rizzo's
good
like the
drop,
legacy,
Grenade
like he is
boost,
him.
But you can also allow your Rillaboom to shine. There's no fake out coming
Ooh,
through.
that's
The
a big
acrobatics come through, not
acrobatics.
enough to be able to get the knockout, however, as the Astral Barrage from Shohei's
Astral Barrage
is
comes
gonna
through.
come
It's
through
gonna
to the
hurt.
opposing Pokemon. No KO though.
Calyrex hangs on nicely, though.
Shadow Rider is not going to be able to take another one of those in the next turn.
No, but I mean the fact that we do see.
I did see a lot of scalpers were taking stuff at the Pokemon Center and stuff, which is really that's really frustrating. It's really annoying to have someone just go in and just grab as much as they want to like sell on eBay. It's really dumb.
It's actually going to give over a Grenade boost to Adams, so we're kind of back up on par here. +1 for both of these Shadow Rider Calyx's special attack.
In both games 1 and 2, Adam is very kind of.
I don't think it's the best. I can't. I mean, I'm not super into the VGC scene, and I'm sure there's so many good players, but I can't think of anyone that's like consistently done as well as he has. Because being the best is all about consistency. If you can consistently win on all levels of competitive play, that's what makes you great, right? I don't know of anyone else that is consistent as Wolfie is, but also I don't really know a huge amount about like the VGC players in general, so there could be a few.
That was a lot of damage that came there from the Astral Barrage, just about half. So it could
Why does Calyrex seem weak? Calyrex is the best.
I don't even think you're particularly
There's a reason why
worried
everyone's
about,
running Calyrex.
I think actually, if you're showing, you're not particularly worried about the amount of HP that this Shadow Rider Calyrex has. Despite the fact you might not actually be able to flinch the target, you're still
Oh yeah, there's going to be
faster.
news
You could end up
after
going for
the
something like a
Worlds
fake out
is
into
finished
the
as well.
Shadow Rider Calyrex. If you predict that maybe this Roaring Moon is not going to actually try to go for Tailwind.
You know what I like is the
For a little bit
Incineroar on
of damage.
Shohei's side is running Helping Hand. That could potentially
protect from the
be what
Calyrex.
The Calyrex needs to be able to get the knockout on the opposing side, but not today.
Get the knockoff
on the
into.
Calyrex
That's not
on
going to do
Adam's
any
side. Has
damage.
gone for the protect. The fake out actually going down into the Roaring Moon, allowing the Calyrex.
It is a little bit harder to
try and go for another one of
to
these
understand
Astral
what's going
Barrages.
on when there's no not an English player.
Prior does not have any additional boost on Shohei's side.
Oh, the Roaring Moon's hanging on. It is so interesting to see a Roaring Moon being used as well.
Is going to be very beneficial for the Shadow Rider Calyrex to get a little bit of extra terrain healing. So maybe you're a little bit more confident for Adam that you would survive another Astral Barrage.
I think if it's a regular Astral Barrage, fine. Yes, Adam's Calyrex.
I'd rather they add a 7th Pokemon slot or a 5th move slot.
That's where the
I don't want either.
Really swing in Shohei's favor, particularly as we know that Calyrex
I don't want either.
is currently the faster at the moment. It all depends if Roaring Moon wants to go for that Tailwind and try and even the score.
If I have to, I guess move slot.
Here, though. Do you try to go for another Combine to see if you can actually try to withstand this Astral Barrage with the Helping Hand with something like
Yeah, Roaring Moon is such an interesting pick.
Oh, there's actually opportunity here.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity here for Adam. Whether he's going to be able to capitalize on it, let's see the Tailwind.
There's the Tailwind going up. Okay, nice Tailwinds, nice Tailwinds.
And the special attack boost out with the
Calm Mind comes out as well. It's such an interesting pick for Calm Mind. It's not very like defensive as a Pokemon in general. Will be my restricted? I don't know anything about VGC really, so I really couldn't tell you. I'm just saying. Listen, if everyone's using Calyrex Shadow Rider, I'd probably use Calyrex Shadow Rider too.
It is going to be faster than you. That Roaring Moon also going to be faster. And there's no additional option here for fake out that Shohei can switch in.
That Tailwind is huge, though. I wonder if Adam can make a turnaround here.
Pokemon for Shohei in this game too.
Going to be good information for Adam, so he can pivot the Pokemon around to see which formidable threat is there. It's got to be something to support this Shadow Rider Calyrex, and it's going to be that Amoonguss.
Oh, the Rage Powder's going to come through here. You can already tell.
Obviously, we know the Roaring Moon's been intimidated, and it's kind of on its last legs. Another Astral Barrage will be able to KO it. But the Calyrex Shadow Rider on Adam's side, if he goes for the Astral Barrage, that's going to deal some decent damage, but I don't think it's getting the knockout into the opposing Calyrex here.
I think he's got Rage Powder, right?
It's gonna be really close, right? Maybe this Amoonguss is able to hang on through something.
What did he go? Oh, he went for the Protect!
Protect from the Amoonguss.
Oh, that's huge.
And because it's slower, there's actually not going
That's
to
a
be
big read.
coming through from this Shadow Rider Calyrex.
Oh my god, the Fairy. He could have Draining Kissed. He could have Draining Kissed. Oh my god, he could have so easily just Draining Kissed and killed.
+1 is not going to be enough.
Damn, I can't believe that is such a big read.
Should not be able to knock out this Shadow Rider Calyrex with those +2 Calm Mind boosts, but it's enough to get this.
So that's a Grim Neigh for Calyrex as well.
With that Grim Neigh.
This is the thing, Roaring Moon did its job in terms of setting up the Tailwind, but by going down, you give the Grim Neigh boost to the opposing Calyrex.
I can't believe that. That was such a risky play, but you know, it worked out perfectly.
It's still going to hurt coming through with the boosts. And
the other Calyrex is still on the field, though, so you have to...
Amoonguss is sitting on the field.
He can't double protect, so he has to... I think the Fairy Calyrex has to Astral Barrage. Because the only thing the Amoonguss can really do is Rage Powder now.
In the back for Shohei as well, that can apply Intimidate and make it more difficult for the Incineroar on Adam's side.
Yeah, it's also important to note, though,
What's a playstyle you prefer more? I like hitting things really hard.
Have kind of like a
anything more than that is
from Adam. He ended
goes over my dumb head, my stupid dumb brain. I just like hitting things really hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little too early for that Urshifu at the moment.
Does the other Calyrex go down to an Astral Barrage now? The switch. Oh, the Astral Barrage is going to be huge now. What's coming in? Incineroar, probably? Yeah.
Adjustments on the field, actually, getting rid of those boosts and going, I need to intimidate.
The Astral Barrage from Fairy Rex is going to be big, though. Yeah, that's going to be big. It's still +1.
Can come back and be formidable. But here we go, the Astral Barrage.
Ooh, that's a 2-hit into the Amoonguss.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right?
And there goes the Amoonguss, so no Grim Neigh. Oh, that was smart. Damn, this Shohei guy knows what he's doing.
Your own Shadow Rider is not going to be able to withstand that. So instead, you get.
I will say I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to VGC. So everyone in the stream is better than not only myself, but like everybody else watching the stream. These players are better than us. I think that's something that we need to establish immediately. Is these guys are better than us.
To come back into the field, and it has had to forgo its boosts here at this point as well.
And Calyrex comes back in. Is the Tailwind done now? I feel like it's. I think it is.
And it is still kind
yeah, Calyrex is gonna get slapped up now.
Worried a little bit about this.
Fairy Rex.
Maybe you're still able to survive.
Oh no, he has. Wait, I think he still has a Tailwind actually. No, he has one more turn.
predictable.
But the fake out's going to come through anyway, so
that he might have
doesn't
to
matter.
go for something like a protect on this Patterrz, try to get the speed back in his favor. But the Incineroar here still is able to try to get a little bit of stuff done. Shohei's Incineroar does have a knockoff. It has the Helping Hand again, like you mentioned. So Helping Hand at the end of the day might still be beneficial, but Shohei being on his last two Pokemon here.
I do have an idea for double battles, Andy.
As you take a look at the
Okay, so
Rillaboom
Rillaboom comes in.
Yeah, bringing that
Assault Vest Rillaboom
as well to help out the Calyrex and apply something like the fake out pressure going into the next turn, because I think Shohei might protect it. Exactly stall out the last turn of Tailwind and allow your Calyrex to be faster, but then the fake out in the next turn is going to be able to stop it in its tracks. Here comes through another Astral Barrage.
Grassy Glide, though.
Be able to target down into that opposing Incineroar.
Rillaboom also gets fake out, if I remember correctly.
Is a lot at this point, because another one of those paired up
Are they speed tied? Oh, he lives. Are they speed tied?
It all adds up. Even just a little bit of chip damage coming through from the knockoff.
Oh, wait, does Covert Cloak stop fake out flinch?
Not really a big deal anymore in this matchup because you don't have fake out available anymore or any other.
How about open team sheet, then we fight VGC style? Open team sheet.
Right?
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Looking at this right now, yes, it kind of looks telegraphed. You can put the fake out down into that opposing Calyrex Shadow Rider, go for another Astral Barrage.
They should be speed tied. It might come down to a coin flip here.
Side doesn't have protect either, so it's going to have to take the full brunt force of one of these attacks. Looks like the double protect failed there on the opposing side.
Oh, that's a fake out.
Through, connects and stops it in its
the Astral Barrage comes through. Oh, that's going to knock them both out.
On both Pokemon, going to be able to get
oh, no, the Incineroar hangs on.
Just a matter of time for the little kitty cat.
It's not going to be
Damn, I thought he was going to go down there.
There's no Flare Blitz on Shohei's Incineroar, so no way to hit this Rillaboom for super effective damage. And even if you are able to go for a knockoff here...
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think they could have killed the Calyrex there. I don't think it would have killed the knockoff.
1-1. We're going into a game number 3 here for our very first match of the 2024 Pokemon.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's all she wrote for this one.
Mastery caliber of play from these trainers, particularly the way
going into game number 3. All right. I love how we can just skip ahead. That's awesome. All right, game number 3 for the first match. Here we go. GG's, claps in chat, GG's, claps in chat.
Amoonguss now on the field instead. Adam trying to go back through with that game 2.
Didn't someone get banned from VGC because they use Gen Pokemon? A lot of people get disqualified if they are found to be using generate Pokemon.
Up to some shenanigans. You could try and go for some redirection here. You can just try and support your opposing Calyrex. But the Incineroar, a really nice play coming in here for Adam. It's almost forcing Shohei to have to go for the Terra Dark or a Protect.
Leading Amoonguss this time is interesting.
Calyrex on Adam's side going for a free Astral Barrage here.
But do you continue?
I put $50 on you, Frenchie. Every time someone says Frenchie, I always think of the boys now. Is he going for the Draining Kiss, immediately predicting the Terra?
Rage Powder away from that.
Oh no, he's not. He's gone back. He's gone back. How long does it take to make one of his competitive Pokemon? I imagine like once you have everything set up and you're like, you finished everything in the game, you've like grinded everything you need to grind. Probably not long, but to get to that point, it takes a while. It's probably one of the reasons why I've never tried to compete before. Is I'm too lazy. I'm just too lazy. It's my own fault. I'm just too lazy.
Again, going to be weakening the offensive pressure on the opposing Incineroar, but also allowing Amoonguss to have a little bit more flexibility. And it's also able to resist.
It's way easier than it used to be. I still think that Nintendo or Pokemon should just make a program or a free-to-use like Showdown Team Builder where you can just make your team and have it be legally usable within the game. I still think that would bring a lot more people into competitive. If you just like lower the bar of entry, it makes it a lot more accessible for people.
As the Calm Mind does go up, this is risky. The Amoonguss has the potential to go for a Spore and just kind of shut down this opposing Pokemon.
And if it does, that would be absolutely.
They just make a team builder and then you, oh, the Calyrex is asleep.
And even though you're able to get that Calm Mind boost up, it's immediately put to sleep.
At least it's going to be able to get its turns in early.
If I use Sword Showdown, dude, I've been around for like, I've been around this community for like 13 years.
Knockoff coming through, we saw what negligible damage that was able to deal before. But then if you do lose your Covert Cloak, that's where Fake Out can kind of roll into the match as it goes through.
Make it so you can't use it during the actual game. Honestly, fuck it. I don't care. If you want to use it during the actual game, I mean, maybe not for like Battle Tower stuff, I suppose, but that's their own game. They can do whatever they want. If you want to sit down and grind your Pokemon to level 100 and sweep the game, you can. There's no difference apart from the time you put in, right?
the Rillaboom okay in that position? When you
What's the
see
prize
that
money for
bait,
winning
the Shadow
championship?
Rider
I actually
Patterrz
don't know.
waiting
I
in the
don't
wings to
know.
just peek its head back out
Thanks for the
before Shadow
raid,
Rider can wake up on
Mellings.
Adam's side, but it is going
Thank
to be the
you.
Rillaboom. You don't want to
Winners get
let
30K.
another Pokemon go
Ooh,
to bed.
nice.
It is too early for that.
I
In
mean,
this
Pokemon
World
has deep
Championship,
pockets. They could
you've
honestly,
got
they
to
could
make
shell
sure
out
the Shadow
more.
Rider wakes
To be
up.
fair,
There's
they could shell out more. Not I'm arguing against 30K. 30K is a lot. 30K is so much money.
Also,
But Pokemon has deep pockets. They, you know, they're not feeling bad about that whatsoever.
Injury here as the Incineroar able to get off the field. It's not running Flare Blitz, so it's not something that could really apply pressure to that opposing Rillaboom. So it's nice here for Shohei.
You talk about matches that weren't on stream. As long as you're not spoiling ones that were on stream, then yes.
Opposing Calyrex hasn't been allowed its
I don't want any spoilers for the
position
matches
where you
coming
can
up.
Start dealing out some big damage. Particularly if it keeps sleeping, you could go for another nasty plot here.
You could, but this Calyrex is just going
Oh,
to
Spore doesn't affect the Rillaboom.
Once again here for Shohei is the adjustment that we saw in game
There we go,
2.
nice.
But this time around, when you take a look at the Rillaboom, you know that it has U-turn. You can actually just try to get some super effective damage down into the Rillaboom on the other side. Unfortunately, it is just going to be the fake out into that slot, so we don't get a chance to see it.
Calyrex
The
finally
wake
wakes up.
here from the Shadow Rider on Adams. He's going to get the
Oh, that's
double
huge. That's a
damage
lot
down
of
into both
damage.
of
It's
these
not quite enough, but it's
Pokemon.
a
There's no
lot.
assault vest here on Shohei's Rillaboom. Try to withstand that, but the Sludge
Oh,
Bomb
that does
just
nothing.
whittle away at
That
this
does
very
noughts.
type Shadow Rider.
Why is your voice so fun to listen to? I don't know, but thank you, though.
It's not dealing a monumental bit of damage, particularly with the grass.
Oh yeah, fake out is like the best move in the game for VGC. It's just like straight up the best move. Next to protect, it's the straight up the best move.
Do anything before the opposing Amoonguss is able to put it back to sleep here.
Or if you win
Yes,
Worlds, you
the
straight up
advantage
just get an
is that it's
invitation to the
so
next
far,
Worlds. That's
not
really sick.
necessarily, so protect
Honestly, as you should. You should always have the
Overlook
world
is a great
champion
way
be
to
allowed to
able
be in the
protect
next Worlds.
yourself From that, Rillaboom just leaves the field though.
I think
I did, Banana. Thank you so much for the $5. I did see that Wolfie's absolutely popping off, locking it in, and killing some folk in the Hawaii. 16-0 is ridiculous. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Now, though, because yes, the Rillaboom's going to get off the field. It's intimidated, so the U-turn really doesn't do too much, and you have to protect.
Total prize pool of 2 million. Okay, my videos have a prize pool of $500, but like we're pretty close.
Come through once you knock it off as well with the knockoff, obviously on the Incineroar, just removing that covert cloak from play. The Rillaboom on Shohei's side, sitting in a very vulnerable spot. You've already mentioned a lot about how the Assault Vest isn't in play, so it makes it very difficult.
Spores protected. Nice.
Spore coming through, Amoonguss doing what it does best, just trying to shut down this opposing Calyrex. And this is what I like from Adam here. You brought the Incineroar.
I just know this is going to be a banger Wolfie VGC
Hey
video.
guys, sorry I'm late. Did you see Wolfie went undefeated on day 1? Not just in
Undefeated.
sets, but in total games.
Undefeated. How's your rich? You think I can drop? Dude, if I could drop 2 million on a prize pool, that'd be sick.
Opting to try to get in a bit more of that special defense capability for that Shadow Rider.
That would be
It's
nice.
a full HP. There's also no Terra yet. used
Any
on
sippers?
Shohei's side. I think that's a very important distinction.
Honestly, if it wasn't for the people using code Patterrz at Gamer Subs where you can get delicious beverages, either caffeine or caffeine free, less than $1 per serving. Hold on, my darlings. It's less than $1 per serving. If it wasn't for the people using code Patterrz at Gamer Subs to get wonderful merchandise or drinks or even gamer tea, all of the wonderful things that you need this. You need Gamer Subs. You should use code Patterrz. I'm just saying, throw it out there. You should use code Patterrz.
This boost is going to be in play going into the
If it wasn't for those fantastic folk, then maybe I wouldn't be able to make those videos.
Could really put a threat on the potential of that Amoonguss.
It's such a tough call, though, right? Shohei is considering maybe I can just go for the fake out. I think that would at least be doing a little bit. If I'm lucky, I'm able to get.
I think some of the
fake
French
out
names are
into
really
the
funny for this, like
Incineroar, but
Bluff.
There was also the play that you could have parting shot. in
How was
that
Japan?
turn.
Japan was wonderful.
Very, very tough call to make.
Yes, you can use Gamer
Gamer
Subs if you're not a true gamer. You're still allowed to.
For Shohei, as you look at the Amoonguss and Incineroar.
Yes, I think the Incineroar on Shohei's side is in a very interesting spot here because you could always potentially.
Oh, going for the Astral Barrage here. Here comes the Protect. Okay, makes sense.
Bring and Intimidate back in later on. But it's all about this Calyrex right now. Being able to go for this Astral Barrage, not going to be able to get any damage down onto the opposing Amoonguss.
That's not going to be
as
doing
you're
much
able
to
get down onto the
Incineroar.
Incineroar.
I mean, it's still useful damage, but this Incineroar's hard for Adam to kill here, isn't it?
To, you know, make a little bit of a switch, pivot things around.
The parting shot is really
I'm
nice,
not gonna
though.
lie, I would not be surprised to see that leave the field.
Is this going to go into Urshifu? It's got to be Urshifu, right?
And rejoin a little bit later on, but it's what you're going to do in its place.
Oh, he didn't bring Urshifu. Never mind.
No fourth Pokemon revealed to Shohei yet from Adam. We can see what is in the back here, but you're always looking for.
Parting shot's going to be super annoying for Calyrex.
In at the right moment. A parting shot here from Shohei's Incineroar is going to allow it to pivot.
What's the
off
rules of this
field.
format? There's a ton of
Also
rules, but you can
dropping
use
that
one
special
restricted mon.
attacks out here from this Shadow Rider. There's a couple.
You're allowed to use
like,
one
as you
restricted
said,
mon,
you could bring in the
which is most people are using Calyrex. A lot of people are using Miraidon. A lot of people are using Zamazenta.
Shadow Rider.
So it's still the restricted mon format.
Actually going to be something on the other side that's going to do super effective damage or something like this.
Some people are using Kyogre. Some people are using Groudon. Less people, I think. I think less people.
If you're Shohei, you're going to be pretty confident that your Calyrex is going to be in a prime position to start getting some damage on the board, particularly when you've got the Amoonguss there. You can always.
I love Zamazenta just being around though. It's sick. Will people play on stream? Maybe today you will. If you guys like this stream, then maybe we can do a stream tomorrow reacting to day 2, and then I'm not sure when the finals will happen, but I could try and live stream the finale, or I might record my reaction separately so there's no spoilers, because I really don't want there to be spoilers. I really don't want to get spoiled on that. I'd love to just like watch it myself.
You want to know that you're able to kind of withstand this oncoming damage in your own right. The only problem is if you do see something.
Calyrex overused because it's the best, man. It's the best.
You are a bit vulnerable to that. You have no Rage Powder to try to redirect that away, but it's just going to have to be a nasty play. You want to try to outpace.
I wonder if there's going to be less battles overall in day 2 because there'll be a lot less competitors.
Barrage, though, coming through, connecting on both the opposing Pokemon.
I might put member only mode on for a final stream if I do it, just so I'm like more secure in the fact that I think that people won't spoil it.
The damage potential that can come back across the field at you right
that may be a good idea.
This has been a bit of a slower
Members
game.
only
We're really
chat.
Waiting for this kind of like this opening. Both of these players are looking for the right opportunity to try to just put the pressure on the gas.
If I was going to stream it, it would have to be members only. Because as soon as some random comes in and says XY wins, it's like it ruins it for me. It just ruins it immediately.
Fake out on.
But you can always become a member.
Actually, try to stop this Shadow Rider in its tracks. Shohei's worked so hard to try to get these.
Because if it gets spoiled for you, that kind of ruins the entire stream.
It could actually start to get itself into this race.
Banana, thank you so much for the $10. Appreciate that, LeBron. Read that out.
The critical thing is the special defense boost.
Yes.
Because you're against such a formidable special attacker in the form of the Calyrex, you need to make sure that even as the fairy type, you're going to be able to hang on to these astral barrages and make sure that you can deal to
this has been a relatively slow battle as it's gone so far.
And get rid of the threat on the opposing side. Speaking of threats, Amoonguss is back.
If someone becomes a member just to spoil it, and then at least I got $5, you know.
Smart, you're going to be able to bypass that fake out. Yep. That way, you're not
$5 is $5, you know.
The Amoonguss gets a chance to switch back in.
I'm kidding. I don't want $5. Please don't spoil it for me.
Too much damage. Calm mind, though. Oh, it's starting to get a little bit out of hand here.
Oh, I didn't think about doing a members-only stream. I thought about doing a members-only chat.
Did anyone else put in a team for the official Pokemon World's Fantasy League?
What,
My
no?
team is
Oh.
Zamazenta, Fluttermane, Ursaluna, Incineroar, Amoonguss, and Ogerpon.
Wait, what's the Fantasy League? I never heard of that before. What is that?
The momentum is going to be key. Something like the Astral Barrage coming through on Adam's side, follow up by a potential Flare Blitz into that Amoonguss could be a key to
Doubles is slower? Oh, no, Doubles is way faster battles. There's only 4 Pokemon. There's 4 attacks happening per turn. It's way faster. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
No KOs just yet, but it looks like it could be very close onto something like that Incineroar, as the Astral Barrage in return.
Astral Barrage going into Calyrex. Can do nothing. Oh, no, it did a decent amount, actually. Oh, is it doing enough damage, though? It's... Oh, there goes the Calyrex. That's huge. It's big, baby. It's big. Maybe move to Twitch? I'm already on Twitch. Oh, you mean like... Alright, I mean, I probably just not look at Twitch chat. I probably just like close it entirely.
Of course, it's not going to be able to get
to make sure that there's no spoilers.
Sitting very vulnerable now to a very similar play.
But Twitch chat is relatively safe because no one types in it anyway.
Same boat here because it is not running that assault.
How come they don't do 6v6 games and only VGC? Oh, 6v6 singles would be boring as fuck, and it would take way too long. Like these matches, these VGC matches, like 10 minutes max. They're usually a lot lower than that. A VGC, like a 6v6 single battle could be is at least like 20-25 minutes at least.
and that is with
It could even go up to, like,
damage that this
an
Ryan
hour.
might be able to dish out.
And honestly, I love that Flare Blitz play going down into the Calyrex, because if Amoonguss redirects it, it redirects it, but if you protect it, then you're not going to be dealing damage. Fantastic play. Incineroar taking a little bit of a break as the Calyrex also goes for the protect. The grassy terrain has come back onto the field as well. Going to be able to get that recovery up, give the Calyrex a little bit more longevity.
Is Frenchie going to clutch it?
As the spore comes through,
the
of
spore
course,
comes,
it's going down into
but
a
it doesn't
Rillaboom.
work
It's
on
cross
the
type, it's not gonna do
Rillaboom.
any connecting here.
It's still something, though. You have to hope that it's going to be anything on the other side. The Incineroar.
Anything
Looks like Frenchie's on the offense here. Shohei does not have a lot of attack power left. It's Incineroar, the Rillaboom, and then the Amoonguss. Going up against Roaring Moon and Calyrex. That is relatively healthy still, so got over half health.
Make sure that you've got the Shadow Rider Calyrex able to pin and finish up the game.
Yes, and again, if you're Adam, you have all 4 Pokemon remaining, so you have a little bit of flexibility, particularly when you have utility with something like the U-turn and the parting shots on your kind of Rillaboom and Incineroar pivot Pokemon. So you can keep applying pressure with these Intimidates to the opposing Rillaboom, or just completely shutting them down here as well with the Fake Out.
Astral Barrage.
Okay, the Astral Barrage comes out. That's going to do a lot. Oh, yeah, you're going to get a nice little Grimnay there now as well.
A little bit of breathing room, but as that Astral Barrage is enough to knock out Shohei's.
He's going to go to sleep, though. He's going to go to sleep, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to go to sleep. 2 Mons left and you're asleep. I think that's fine. I don't think he's too worried about that.
You know what? This gets very dicey here. The Incineroar on Shohei's side doesn't have Flare Blitz. Its only kind of attacking move, other than Fake Out, is Knockoff. And that's going down into a fairy
Oh no, the Incineroar for Shohei doesn't have Flare Blitz, they just said.
It's going to be doing like no damage. The Rillaboom as well, not going to be worried.
It can't do anything.
When there is such low HP on that Incineroar,
I mean, there's always the Sludge Bomb from the Amoonguss, but the Incineroar is just like sitting there. It's going to be like a... It's going to be a little dummy just to be hit.
Would hammer damage into the Incineroar, or even just the U-turn yourself. But there's the forfeit. Shohei can see.
There's the forfeit, and there it is. The first match. GG's, claps in chat. The winner is Adam. Frenchman has beaten Shohei, who is the current world champion.
Coming through from the Shadow Rider Calyrex to get those Calm Mind boosts up and ready.
Frenchie has clutched it up. All right.
For Shohei to try to get through.
Going on to game number 2, which is Aaron versus Sagen Park. One of the world champions, Sagen Park, who won in 2014, bringing in the Patterrz to destroy the Garchomp, as is the meme. Whenever someone talks about Patterrz, they always talk about how it's a world champ. And Aaron Cybertron Zhang, who is, of course, our beloved VGC YouTuber. So we got some big folk going up against each other today. Big folk, big battle going on right now. So let's get into it here.
Restricted next to Chi-Yu, as we get to see the restricted from Aaron coming out as well. The Zamazenta next to
Miraidon and Chi-Yu versus a Zamazenta team.
Because right away you're gonna get
Aaron's team is very interesting because he's running an Entei, and I've never seen an Entei run before.
Nice play here from Aaron, having that Fake Out here to disrupt either of these Pokemon.
And they're both 1-1. So they both won a match.
The argument is, which one do you choose to Fake Out, and do you commit to that? Because is there a Farigiraf in the back? If you go for that Fake Out, then the Farigiraf switching in, it's going to be a wasted turn, and you kind of want to avoid that. The other thing is...
Once again, please do not post spoilers about the current battle in the chat. Or any of the battles that happen on stream today. Do not post any spoilers.
A Heat Wave, an Overheat, onto these 2 Fire Weak Pokemon. So lots for Aaron to consider here. And it's really
Aaron
one of
rode
those
the
turns
Entei.
where Sagen feels like with these choice
No Shadow Rider
Pokemon out in the
Calyrex.
field,
I know, it's
he's
big,
got a
right?
lot
It's
more
big. No
offensive
Shadow Rider
pressure going
Calyrex.
into this
Huge.
turn.
right away. Rillaboom
I love
might be
Zamazenta
sticking
getting
around
used,
for a
though.
Fake
I think
Out.
it's so fun
We're
that
gonna see
Zamazenta
the
gets
swap
used.
and a little bit of what Aaron has in the back here for the team, and it's going
I
to be
love this combo as
Entei.
well. Both of
Terrasalization's gonna be
the
the way to
dogs.
kick
It's so
off this
sick.
match. Right from the get-go, and we're going to be eyeing up the Chi-Yu. So instead of that Terra Fairy on the Miraidon, making sure that, hey, if there is a Fake Out that was coming
Terra
this way,
Ghost and Chi-Yu
would
to
be
avoid the Fake Out.
absolutely
Nice.
Nothing.
Yeah, the one thing that you could say that Sagen could
Oh,
do is
Sagen's
maybe
Iron
go
Hands
for
is
that Heat
insane.
Wave
I
and
don't know
then
if he's going to show it in this match, but it's
into the
ridiculous.
Zamazenta. It covers a Terastallization, but we just see a Protect come out from that side of the field, and a big
I don't feel bad for
overheat here
Zacian.
into the Entei.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
They're doing massive
That's a big
damage
hit there,
for
folks.
resist
That's
attack as well.
Big hits. Ball switch into the Zamazenta does not work. The terrain is being reset, so there's no electric terrain on the field right now, which means that Miraidon is a lot weeker.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think getting it off the field as soon as possible, but you might want to keep it out now just to try and get some additional damage onto that Zamazenta that's on our side of the field. Nice protect.
Oh yeah, that overheat does a lot. I think it's Specs. Is it Specs? No, it's Scarfed. It's Scarfed. It's Scarfed.
Pretty awkward position as well now, because if the Volt Switch comes out from the Miraidon, you've got to think that that's probably in range of going down. So do you switch back into the Rillaboom to kind of soak that up, have that fake out once again to support the Zamazenta? But if you're doing that,
Nihon Heno Ryoko wa Tanoshikate katta desu ka? Yes. Yes, Lazy Pete. Yeah, I did enjoy my trip to Japan. Thank you for asking.
Body slam damage into that Miraidon.
It got deleted by Tadashi because
from his side of the field.
Yeah, I guess we all need. I like a little bit of Japanese in chat sometimes, because I'm learning to read it. I did enjoy my Japan trip though. Thank you.
Such a cool defensive terrestrialization, considering against this fire, water, grass core, it's going to be resisted. Does mean that later on you could be
big extreme speed, nice.
But for now, you know you are good, and this overheat targeted into is going to be doing negligible damage.
Yeah, it's a really nice.
Yeah, Dragon for Zamazenta is interesting. It does work decently well because it makes you resistant to like a lot of the elemental types, like water, electric, fire, grass.
Switch into the NT, does take it down, doing enough damage, and then that Miraidon going to be in the back for later on. Sejin can utilize that once this Chi-Yu has done the work that he needs to. Not really getting much use out of it now, and the Zamazenta has to take a turn. Where does it go? Probably that body slam into what was that Miraidon slot.
Yeah, this will be our first opportunity to see what else Sejin has brought to this match.
Does he bring the Iron Hands? His Iron Hands is so funny. It only has low kick as an attacking move. It's so silly.
Patchy, but there is still a lot of really strong Pokemon that he can have. Even something like this Iron Hand could be great. Time to see what it is, though. It will be that
Farigiraf.
So
okay, nice. Body. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of damage there.
Wow.
Because normally with the electric terrain set up,
am I going to stream Pokerog? No.
Activate, you'd probably take that attack a lot better, but fortunately for Aaron, he's just positioning.
Chimpow and Rillaboom as well. This is a lot of a different. This is way different, dude. If there's no Incineroar on this, I'm going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy.
Just to get rid of that electric terrain whenever he chooses to. I think if you're Sejin, you've got to try and get that Miraidon back onto the field.
Actually, Terra Dragon Zamazenta is very good into Incineroar too. And it's such a common Pokemon.
Because really it's not very effective at all. It's launched 2 attacks out. It's going to be -4 special attack now, so you want to remove that off the field. This could be an opening for Aaron to maybe
is it Swords Dance Attack, low kick and fake out? That's insane. That's insane. Wolfie brought a Calyrex Shadow Rider team.
The Chi-Yu, expecting maybe something like the Miraidon to come back onto the field.
I definitely wouldn't hate getting rid of the Farigiraf. Having that helping hand to be able to enable your partner Pokemon is not fun. Or even the foul plays, considering Aaron really only has Pokemon that are like attack heavy, that's something that can do a decent little amount of damage. And if you get rid of that Farigiraf, you do unlock that ability for your own priority. And when you have this Chien-Pao with this Sucker Punch,
Farigiraf's Japanese name is
that Grassy Glide, is something that
Rikiki-ri.
a little bit later on, especially too.
That's really cute.
Comes in fresh later, having already terrestrialized Ghost type, it would not appreciate a Sucker Punch.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's a really good note there to make, especially when that Chi-Yu comes back in. You remove that Iron Tail, you're freed up with that Sucker Punch to deal with that way more effectively. But here it is.
Oh, there it is! There it is, folks! It's him! It's Patterrz!
That is going to be the focus.
It's him, folks! It's him!
On that swap in, Farigiraf, it's going to be going
Oh, I didn't see the gender, actually. I didn't see the gender. Sorry.
Something else. And now this could be an opportunity to bring that Chi-Yu back in, since you do have that redirection, and you would still have that full special attack back, or you can eye up the Miraidon and just go for some heavy damage, especially
Patterrz, the chosen one. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, we were talking about the Farigiraf going off the field, that Armor Tail going away, and then the Sucker Punch being an option.
Oh, the Surge is back. That is scary.
So you can't really utilize that attack anymore. Miraidon coming back onto the field.
Okay, it is him. Here comes the ball.
And it does pose a big threat to that Zamazenta now with that Draco Meteor because of the Dragon Terra typing.
Ooh, I didn't think about Draco. I totally forgot that Miraidon was a dragon type, I'm going to be honest. Folks, I forgot he was a dragon.
Some big damage onto both of these targets.
I completely forget.
Yeah, and this Miraidon, notably, since we are seeing the swap over.
Yeah, that Draco's going to go crazy.
We don't have this possibility.
And Patterrz, who's actually useful because it has Follow Me and Rocky Helmet, so it can break sashes as well. Very good.
Instead, but you would have to be watching out for the potential of a wide guard.
Do you think it's the same Patterrz suit? Oh, I hope so.
Into both. And you
That
would
would be
make sure
sick.
the Zamazenta is then not threatening damage on this turn, but that's still a big call to make.
Yeah, and did you just commit with the Chen Pao to try and remove the Patterrz? You try and remove that follow me, so then it frees up your options where you're attacking into. You don't have to worry about any of those redirection. Gonna see that electric terrain going away once again. The Rillaboom hitting the field and taking away a little bit of the power from that Miraidon as the Chen Pao just protects here. And gonna see what the Miraidon locks into.
There's the follow me.
Most important thing. Little Patchy going for that follow me, pulling any attacks. None coming out this time, and it is that.
There's the Draco, but you should be able to tank it. Ooh, that still does so much.
Rillaboom taking a little bit of
-2
damage
special attack now though.
one.
Yeah, bringing in the Assault Vest Pokemon. Now at -2, the Miraidon would have to just manually swap to be able to get that back. And that's where Aaron can find advantage into this. With that critical hit on the swap, and the Patterrz who has taken a lot of damage, and even if you protect and swap, you can just kind of double into the other slot, and you'd have to make so much headway with that Miraidon back going on forward. So a little bit of a dangerous spot.
The grassy terrain, does the grassy terrain help him?
Since it is a choice lock Miraidon.
It didn't help him survive, but it does give him health back.
Has to tread really carefully here.
Yeah, and depending on how both trainers have trained their Pokemon, there could be a speed tie here between the Chen Pao and the Miraidon. Chen Pao outspeeds it.
Rillaboom is a nerd. Be nice.
With something like an Icicle Crash, Sensation has to be very careful here. You haven't got the freedom to switch something in to kind of.
Yeah, Miraidon is very weak now.
You really probably want to utilize later on this game.
Fake out comes out. Nice. Does a decent chunk.
All right. So
Follow me comes out afterwards.
So the
Then Chen Pao
won't be able to act, but it won't get KO'd at this
goes to the throat
moment.
chop, and there it goes.
Is going to eliminate
Rest in peace. Salutes.
Once and for all. A little bit more Rocky Helmet recoil, and Station Park now down to
Rest
his
in
final
peace.
2 Pokemon. The little round of applause for the Patterrz.
That was a good turn for Aaron, though. Very good turn. He removed a massive threat in the field.
A lot of control of this match.
Well, does everyone have Rillaboom? It's just super good. It's very tanky. It has Fake Out. It has Grassy Glide. It sets a Surge, which is good against like Miraidon, getting rid of the Electric Surge. Heals your Pokemon. Like it's just good. Who do I think can win Worlds this time? I'm not saying anything, but Wolfie went undefeated day 1. Undefeated. Didn't drop a single match. 16-0. Just saying.
Probably not going to get the Rillaboom, so you're pretty safe going for something like a U-turn into that slot to allow a free switch into the Zamazenta the next turn. Once you've dealt with the Chi-Yu, you've got a pretty easy route to being able to deal with that Miraidon, which would be...
Sucker Punch comes out. Oh, that is a dead Chi-Yu! Damn! I mean, it scoffed. It couldn't really do anything but attack. That was a guaranteed kill.
Trainers all down this -2 special attack Miraidon. Grassy Glide is just going to be that little bit of chip, not very effective, but slowly but surely. And as well, the Draco Meteor miss. If it wasn't completely.
Is it just one left? Is it just the Miraidon? I think Aaron's got game 1.
Seals the deal, I think, for Aaron. But so well played, Aaron has just.
Yeah, there you go. All right, that seals the deal for game 1. That is going to be game 1 to Aaron.
Making it very difficult decision to
there you go. All right, GG's. Claps in chat. Claps in chat. Game 1 to Aaron. Let's go into...
onto the field, throw chop and
oh, this is still a recap. There we go, game 2, game 2, game 2.
So maybe we do see something different as we get into this game 2.
All right,
is he going to Terra this Zamazenta again?
So no potential priority
Hadron Engine coming out. Farigiraf is on the field to prevent any Sucker Punch with Armor Tail.
Now it's going to be Chen Pao next to that Zamazenta. Of course, the Zamazenta can start huge damage here and does get that defense raise for later on in the match when we see Seijan kind of swap Pokemon around. Maybe a swap could be a great thing to overwrite some terrain.
Throat Chop into Farigiraf is huge, though. It'll stop it from going for Hyper Voice and Psychic Noise if he has it.
It gives you that flexibility now where you have got the choice to just preserve that Focus Sash on the Chen Pao if you'd like to. Switch that out, get the Rillaboom on the field, weaken that Miraidon, and then go after that Farigiraf, which could be a real problem. The longer it sticks around, it really would limit what you're able to do with some of
oh, Farigiraf is super good in competitive because its ability is Armor Tail, which is so good. It can also Trick Room, which is really useful too.
That Pokemon is probably the first point of call for Aaron, so maybe going after it now would be very useful. The one thing you would say different about that game 1 is that it has had that psychic, the electric.
Are you able to react to the events live? Yeah, I'm allowed to react to the events live. They just start at like 8 p.m. and go for 10 hours, so it's just not realistic. So the Terry Fairy, the Terry Fairy on the Miraidon, Terry Fairies. Throat shot into Farigiraf does a lot of damage.
Making that electric seed look not that great. Taking it down.
Full switch just. Oh my god! That is a Specs electric terrain boosted.
And I love the Volt Switch.
What's it called? His ability boosted, stab boosted Volt Switch. And that almost one-shotted one of the most defensive Pokemon in the game. That is ridiculous.
Later, trying to get some utility out of this Farigiraf here. You've got the Armor Tail active, so preventing that Sucker Punch. But I like the play from Aaron. I think it's very brave. He's not really worried
no stab.
about
No, there's stab.
either of these Pokemon on the field.
No stab with Terra. No, you still get stab with Terra.
He's got the Zamazenta there. It's a pretty well defensive Pokemon. And
you don't lose stab.
To remove that big threat where you would imagine, yeah, body press into that slot, removing it, taking it off the table.
Even if Farigiraf is going down on this turn, the Miraidon.
That's what makes Terra so good, is that you now have 3 stabs.
If you bring the Miraidon back in at this point,
you just gain a stab.
We just talked about the Sword of Ruin. Well, let's talk
Hadron
about
energy. Hadron Collider? Hadron energy? Hadron something?
Those 2 Pokemon are going to be dealing a lot of damage, and with that Choice Scarf on that Chi-Yu,
yeah. If you lose stab, Terra would genuinely be a lot worse.
That's where Aaron then has to play that game of, do I commit to this wide guard or not? But that could be a lot of damage. It won't even be the Miraidon this turn. The Patterrz has returned.
Yeah, coming on to the
hard on engine. Ah, yes, hard on engine.
Follow me. Just giving that protection that the Chi-Yu needs, because then it means that you don't need to commit to that terrestrialization. You keep that Dark and Fire typing, because the Chien-Pao is not really threatening you too much. There's no Sacred Sword on that side of the field. And the big threat from that body press, you can pull into the Patterrz, so you can get some good damage and fire back with a Heat Wave, which is going to do super effective damage. Probably pick up the Zamazenta.
What's he
gonna
do?
Down to its Sash. Also makes it difficult to bring the Rillaboom onto the field in this situation. So really nice play from Sajin, kind of putting that pressure a little bit further onto Aaron to make some sort of decision.
Protect comes out.
What's at least nice from Aaron.
Zamazenta. Also protect. Double protect. Okay. Double protect.
Pokemon on this turn and scout out what this Chi-Yu wants to do and what it locks into. If it was a Heat Wave, you could have clicked Wide Guard the next time around, but instead, now you got that confirmation.
Just to see what's going on. Super Fang, very good.
Very good. Super Fang hitting into the Protect. Now that your choice locked, play around that a little bit, but at the same time, an Overheat can do a lot, and the Zamazenta would surely fall.
Yeah,
Shady used to do commentary for VGC many years ago, but he doesn't do it anymore. It's very hard to maintain a relationship with the Pokemon Company when you do randomizers. And by very hard, I mean you can't really. I mean, maybe you can like a little bit, but I don't think you can be a commentator.
Onto the Patterrz, onto that Chi-Yu. Problem doing that, if you go into the Patterrz,
I would love to have Shady commentating. I would absolutely love that.
Helmet, so it does make it a little bit awkward. The way that Sejun's kind of positioning his Pokemon right now, making it very difficult for Aaron to kind of get that momentum swing or that control that he had in that game 1. So really,
dude, it makes me anxious how close they get to the end of the timer on almost every single turn. It makes me freaking anxious.
Attention as if it wasn't already, as Overheat from Chi-Yu hitting into the Chien-Pao.
Okay, that's a ton, bringing us down to Sash.
Now this
if I tried to end a VGC, no, I'm too lazy to make the Pokemon.
From both of these Pokemon, starting off with this Icicle Crash.
Icicle Crash does about half. Body Press comes in to finish it off. Dude, the double into the Patterrz is crazy. Really assessing the threat here. The double in there would be amazing. The double in there is crazy.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the Icicle Crash there, not a contact move, so the Chien-Pao keeping that Focus Sash, although taking a overheat for its troubles. But the Chi-Yu,
oh, did it follow me? Sorry, my bad.
Not hitting as hard for the things that are in the back for Aaron. Aaron really looking.
You know what? I'm just going to assume that he clicked into it anyway. I'm going to assume that he knew that and he was assessing the threat. He's like, I need to do this. I need to do this right now. One discharge goes rampant on that Chien-Pao and Zamazenta, though.
You're not going to be able to get much use out of the Zamazenta just because of the speed jump that Chi-Yu has.
This Miraidon has the opportunity to just do something incredible.
We do have the possibility, since you know it is Choice Out on the other end.
Chat, remind me, which ability is Chi-Yu's? Is it the reducing special defense one?
since we do have the Dazzling Gleam, it can go for these spread damage attacks as well, and you definitely don't want to be disrespectful of that. Qian Pao is going to be the one protecting on this turn as Aaron.
That's why it's paired with Miraidon. That makes a lot of sense.
Good call with the Chiyu first attempting to hit into
paired with Miraidon with hard-on engine. Oh, the Electro Drift!
These Amazenta already brought so low.
Jeez.
The other restricted.
Yeah, really
obviously
nice
doesn't want to
play.
discharge because of the
Big
protect
knockout
opportunity
taking
and
the
doesn't want to like
restricted down
hurt his own
Aaron's side of
Mon.
the field, locking in with that Electro Drift. A nice play as well. I think the one thing that we would say about Aaron is he's
I
really
think Sage and
managing this
Park
game
might
well
have this one.
in the fact that he's protecting at the right times, like you've mentioned.
But I don't know, the Rillaboom is still so good against Miraidon. I'm not sure.
Locked into it makes a decision about
there's still a
switching,
potential
about
for a
what you bring in
comeback
at the same
here.
time and what move you lock into a lot easier. So we are going to see the NT come onto the field now, and it is going to threaten with extreme speed into both of these.
Ooh,
Pokemon.
Terra normal
Whether or not
extreme
Aaron decides
speed.
to
That's
go for
fun.
the terrestrialization here, he has
Oh,
got it
he
as an
doubled
option,
into the
though.
Chi-Yu to take it out.
What I
Okay.
really like too about protecting
That
the
makes
Qian Pao
sense.
and that preservation
Pretty sure he went
is
for,
since we are
Sucker
on
Punch.
the attack heavy end for Aaron, it
To
is
cover
something
for
that
both
he can do
options.
more and more damage.
Either he Terras
So you
into Ghost and
back
gets
off
killed
your
by
Zamazenta, you get
Dark
this
type move,
fresh
or he
NT
gets hit
in.
with the Terra normal
Terra
extreme speed. That
normal,
makes
this
sense.
extreme
That's a good
speed's
idea.
gonna do a lot of damage combined there with that sort of ruin and the extreme speed coming on out. Since the rationalization already spent for Sajin, you know
Oh,
that
that's a
gonna be
one
safe,
hit?
and That's going to be a clean one hit.
I know it's
KO.
banded,
That is
but
a
damn,
huge
that's
knockout
impressive.
onto the Chi-Yu here, and like you say, that sort of ruin intact is so useful here. The Sucker Punch coming
And
out
then the
from
Sucker Punch
Qian
goes
Pao.
into Miraidon doing a
They do
little bit of
respectable
chippies.
damage, not super effective though, more
Ooh, this is
resistant,
gonna
and the
hurt.
Electro Drift
Actually,
coming
since the
out in
Chi-Yu is
return
gone,
from
it's gonna hurt a little bit
Miraidon
less.
into the NT.
Jesus Christ, it doesn't even fucking matter!
I
Oh
think
my
we might
days.
be a little out of steam.
It doesn't even
when we're
matter.
looking at Asian's end, but the Miraidon
Good
definitely
gracious
putting
me.
as much of a fight as possible. It's going to be finally time for your electricity.
Back-to-back
to disappear,
Okos are
but
crazy.
once in a
Rillaboom is
already,
really
and
good against
Rillaboom,
Miraidon, though.
The fourth final Pokemon for Aaron will finally be
Miraidon
joining
is
the Assault
ridiculous,
Vest,
but at
getting that
least it's a
grassy
lot weaker
surge.
now
Got
due to the
angle
grassy
pressure
surge.
on this turn.
Removing
We can
the
just
electric
get
terrain.
whatever we want with this Qian Mao. We should be able
Oh,
to
I think
this
he
up.
might have
Yeah,
it.
You've got the fake out here, which is going to be really useful in preventing you from
Oh, yeah, I
attacking
think he's
this
got
turn.
it.
Gives the Qian Pao
Goes for the
free
throat
turn.
chop.
Going for the throat chop here, not the most effective attack.
Now he follows
Good
up with
luck
what
into the
Grassy...
track, but
I think he just
Aaron
Woodhammers and he wins
doesn't
now.
want to take the risk
Sucker
of
Punch and
actually
Woodhammer wins.
missing and allowing maybe Sajin back into this game. The Electro Drift is still a big threatening attack. It hasn't got the boost from the electric terrain anymore, but you still need to close
Oh,
this
Grassy
as
glide
quickly
in.
as possible, and exactly
Sure,
what
yeah.
Aaron's done throughout this match.
Did he go for the throat
With
chop?
the Rillaboom
Or did he go
without
for
that
Sucker
assault,
Punch?
That's going to be in a really great place.
Grassy
to
glides.
do that.
Yep,
Grassy
that's it.
glides
That's going to wrap it up
almost
there. There you
but
go,
the
throat chop.
chop's
All
gonna be the one to
right,
seal the
nice.
deal.
Good job.
Aaron Zhang, the return to the biggest
Good
stage, is gonna be
job.
clean this set in a 2-0.
2-0's the
Absolutely
current rating world
incredible play
champion.
from Aaron.
That is incredible
Said
stuff.
The top of the game, hasn't played since 2017. Coming back.
Hasn't played since
in full fashion here in the
2017?
World
That's
Champion.
incredible.
Is for Aaron.
I want to see the interview with him.
Just kind of scope it
Well, when he's on
Tell me they had an interview with him.
and see there's a water problem. It have if so into
That's Sierra. Sierra Dawn. I know Sierra.
I'm back.
You
He's
are
back!
baby, for sure.
Boys, he's
The
back!
crowd know it as well as our spectators at home.
He's so back. Oh my god, he's so back.
Because the last time we saw you on the competitive stage was 2017.
He's so back.
Yeah, you know, I played a couple regionals here and there, a couple of internationals.
Okay, while
but
we do this
haven't played
interview,
at
I'm
Worlds
gonna go.
since 2017.
I'm gonna have a
We've
quick
been lucky
bathroom
enough
break,
to
and I'll be back in a
together.
second.
I love
I'll be
Patterrz
back.
so much, but you know, I've come so close to winning Worlds, and it's still a dream of mine. And it gets harder than ever, but I was like, I have to give myself another shot at least, right? And at the end of the day, competing at the highest level is just so exciting. You know, playing Sajin here, I was gonna say win or lose, it's just such an honor to be able to go against, you know, the greatest of all time in this game. And so just taking it one round at a time, but I came back because I felt like, you know, I feel reinvigorated. There's a hunger, there's a fire in me again. So I'm just so happy to be here.
And not only were you against Sajin, but you were also against the legendary Patterrz on that team, a decade on from its victory. Tell us a little bit about kind of the history you've had with Sajin in the competitive field.
Yeah, Sajin and I obviously go way back. He is probably my favorite player of all time. I looked up to so much of his team building back in the day, drew a lot of inspiration from his ideas. For example, Choice Specs Cresselia back in 2012, Leopard Breloom back in 2013. And I've had a lot of success, especially thanks to his creative team building. And so it was such an honor to fight against him. We actually almost fought in the semis of Worlds in 2013, but Sejong lost to Ryosuke that year. And I've looked up to him for so long. I was really hoping we'd actually play at Worlds in 2014, the year he won. And so I was scared of Patterrz, no lie, because I played so much against Miraidon, but I've never seen Miraidon with Patterrz. I didn't know my damage calc super well. The Rocky Helmet was actually a little bit scary because it could break Chimp House Focus Sash, which is really important in that matchup as well. But I think I just had so much offense and managed to bait out some Terras early on, which gave me a huge advantage in both games.
And you had a lot of offense with priority as well, which seemed to be kind of key for you in that match. You know, Chienpao and Entei with a lot of priority, but there was the Farigiraf on the other side. Was that maybe something that you saw in team preview and be like, I've got to play around this?
Yeah, I think it's why, for example, didn't go for Fake Out in Game 1, Turn 1. It's just a little bit scary if Farigiraf switches in and you lose Rillaboom immediately. That's a really bad trade. He had the Ghost Terror on Chiyu as well, which was scary. But Game 2, as soon as Farigiraf went down, I knew I'd already had a huge advantage because not only did I bait the Terra out from the Miraidon, I also now just had access to all my priorities. So I knew going into that game, like, if I could eliminate Farigiraf quicker, then it just allowed for me to have more options. But even if Farigiraf stuck on the field, it wasn't like the end of the world. It just means that I can't just click Extreme Speed. And one of the things I was thinking about is like, yeah, Patterrz can follow me, but I can still just Extreme Speed away from that. And so, Turn 1.
All right, Aaron's interview, obviously fantastic. We need to get onto the second round or the next battle. So we got next up.
If Flavio lets Calyrex Shadow Rider take a
Let's
little
see
bit of
what's
a slower
next.
ride into this battle and trying to scope out to see if we're going to get that.
All right, we have
Tropico's
Eric
lead
versus
from Eric.
Flavio, an Italian versus a Spanish person. No way. No way. Terapagos? Okay, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. I love that. Terapagos and Grimmsnarl is interesting.
This Grimmsnarl will not be able to be flinched by Incineroar thanks to its covert cloak held item.
Dude, I love
this
seeing
Grimmsnarl
Terapagos. That's so
will have the
fun.
opportunity now to either go
That's
straight
awesome.
for a foul play into that Calyrex Shadow Rider, maybe try and get some paralysis on that Pokemon as well, or any
Foul play,
Pokemon
reflect,
that
and
Flavio
taunt.
decides to pivot into that
No
spot
light screen
if it's not
on the
favorable for that
Grimmsnarl.
Pokemon. Terapagos will have to protect, unfortunately, this turn, but Eric is in a great position here to really threaten that Calyrex right off the bat and ensure that when the next turn happens, Terapagos can start sneaking in those.
The thing about using
farm lines that
Terapagos
it's
is you
gonna
have to
wanna seek out.
terrestrialize it, basically, right? So you kind of know what's going to get terrestrialized if a Terapagos is on the field.
If Flavio is prepared for potential protect on the other side, you can definitely
Terra
try
Dark
to
from the
punish
Calyrex and the protect immediately.
defensive
Okay, first time
decisions.
protect.
There is
Interesting.
the protect, so Terapagos is not going to take any damage this turn.
To protect them, the fake out.
Not,
Nice.
And that's going to be important as we do see the fake out try to go into that spot.
The T-Wave go.
And
Oh!
this is a unique thing about Dark-type Pokemon.
Oh, that's
and
right.
a great opportunity for
So
this
what I
Calyrex
learned is you can still set up screens in front of a Dark type if you have Prankster, but you can't target that Pokemon specifically. I wonder if you can Thunder Wave into the Incineroar if it would be blocked.
Alola, you could say. That was an Alola change to make the Dark types no longer.
I literally had a Prankster battle versus Dylan yesterday for his channel, and I learned that you can use screens. I thought it would block all Prankster moves entirely, but it doesn't.
Either of Flavio's now two Dark types on the field.
Exactly.
It's
This
blocked into the
Grimmsnarl
Incineroar
has
is so
been
interesting, though.
rendered, honestly, a little bit useless in this board position as it can no longer use Thunder Wave. It can't use
Because you're not
Reflect to
targeting the
necessarily
Dark type.
negate
Oh
the
wait,
damage
sorry,
that will be happening
Incineroar's
this turn.
Dark
So I
type.
think it's great that Eric Rios
Stupid
has
idiot,
swapped it
Daniel,
out.
stupid
I'm
moron.
just curious, how much damage is he going to take as a response?
I was
on
thinking
this
about like what if you had a
Pokemon
partner
he
that
came out
wasn't a
on the
Dark
field
type. Sorry,
instead?
that's what I meant.
Calyrex is just going to protect here on this turn for Flavio. So
Say protect.
Terrestrialization used on turn 1.
Terra Starstorm does nothing. Ooh, that's a good
Terra
protect from
Starstorm
Flavio.
for Eric on this turn to maybe keep his opponent.
Parting
waiting,
shot goes
wondering
into
which Pokemon
yeah, it's
will
gonna
terrestrialize.
really bring down
And
that
there's the
Terapagos a
parting
lot.
shot from Flavio's end, lowering Terapagos' special attack, really crucial because
Is this a summary video of day one? I'm reacting to the streamed matches of day one.
Yet, so it's going to be doing even less damage.
It is, and that is something that fell out of favor for Terrapagos if we want to sort of look at the type of team that Eric's built here. Going into the North American International Championships, we saw every single Incineroar.
Oh, he's really
and
thinking
their
about
best
this.
friend, the other Incineroar, running party.
No, Wolfie's matches were not streamed. He did win every single one of them without dropping a game, though.
Matchup,
which is insane.
It's going to take Terrapagos so much time to get those calm minds in, so much time.
I do
to
wish
start
one of
getting
them was
that
streamed,
damage
but
on
it's
the field,
unfortunate.
that Flavio should be easily able to pivot with this Incineroar in and out of the field a couple of times, and thanks to that parting shot, drop the special attack of that Terrapagos. So he's going to be taking a bit
Bo! Thank you so much for becoming a sub noodle, Bo. Appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed for becoming a member of the channel. Much appreciated. Sub noodles in chat. Sub noodles in chat, please. I want to see those little heads. Those little panda-like heads.
It's still going to be whittling down the damage overall and starting to put that pressure on Eric and slowly progress this game forward.
And really, whatever target goes into the attacks go into the Terrapagos slot is in danger.
The finals is a best of 5, isn't it?
Attacks,
Astral Barrage.
The potential
Sheena Ari, thank you so much for becoming a sub noodle as well. Again, sub noodles in chat. Sub noodles in chat. No, what? I thought it's no. It's got to be a best of 5.
Ghost does not hit normal Pokemon there, so that's a.
It has to be. I thought last year's was best of 3. All games are best of 3. Dude, that's not enough, man. That's not enough.
At all. So that just shows how.
That's not enough time. I guess winning 3 games in a row is like way too much, though. I guess it makes sense for it to be best of 3, but I kind of wish it was best of 5. Just so you can build up the hype more. Terrapagos still not terrestrializing is like surprising to me.
Into range of a close combat after another turn of surging.
Oh, there it is.
To change that attack
folks,
at this point in time.
there it is,
folks. Close combat on Urshifu, you immediately take defensive drops in return for using that attack. So what a lot of trainers do in this board position, especially with Focus Sash Urshifu, so you know it can't get KO'd in a single hit, you go a couple of turns with the surging strikes until you feel more confident about going for the big damage.
This is actually the first time that we've seen Ogerpon be used as well, and Ogerpon is very, very, very common in these this regulation. Very common Pokemon. There it is. I remember terrestrializing a Terrapagos in a Then We Fight video, and it took like a minute and a half for the terrestrialization to go through because it kept lagging.
And
we thought we killed the game and we froze it.
Opposing Calyrex Shadow Rider when it gets the opportunity to attack.
Okay, Astral Barrage doesn't do anything against the Terrapagos.
Same interactions as before with Terrapagos and
Terrapagos seems to have a good matchup against Calyrex, actually.
So really smart switching.
Terra Starstorm coming out.
Here's the Stellar Starstorm into both.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is that's a crit.
Wouldn't have been a knockout anyway.
Oh, he tanked this. Oh, big live.
The red close combat doesn't pick up the KO.
And if you look at how much health is left on that Terrapagos, it was thanks to one turn of leftovers recovery that allowed it to hold.
I did Telestera. You're not supposed to do Telestera? Stella? Yeah, you're supposed to do it. That's the one you're supposed to do. That's one he has.
Than the Urshifu on the opposing side of the field. So Eric
I did Stella
cannot simply protect here
in the video.
And let Grimmsnarl take the KO there. And honestly, Flavio is still in a very strong board position because of that
I did Terra Normal? Oh.
To just stay on the offense. So I think Eric has to think which Pokemon is he okay with getting knocked out here. I don't think you let your opponent go for a double KO because if they do, that's going to give 2 more boosts to that Calyrex.
Right, and
but it still works, which is funny.
More flexibility where you're stuck with 2 Pokemon, they can swap Incineroar in whenever they feel like it. Get rid of the defense drops on Urshifu as well. So Eric is in a really tough position right now. Has to swap this Terrapagos out for safety. Ogerpon Hearthflame coming onto the field in that position.
Flex goes up, super useful.
That's not going to help.
Not for the Calyrex, but for the Urshifu.
Calyrex Shadow Rider, but it will help.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Flavio has on his field.
Oh my god! The one-hit KO is crazy.
Surviving that.
Oh, that might be a wrap.
I love that play from Flavio because
he has one more hit left on that Calyrex because of the Life Orb. Oh, that might be a wrap there. Yeah, Grimmsnarl's going to go down too. Even with the Reflect, goes right through Reflect. Reflect seems kind of useless against Surging Strikes.
0 damage. But as soon as that Grimmsnarl came out on the field, If Terrapagos stays on the field, you can target it down with the Psychic, get the KO.
Oh, but wait, Thunderclap does exist. That is true. Thunderclap does exist.
It's just a very great way to ensure
How fast
that even
is
if there is a switch,
Terrapagos when it's terrestrialized?
It's a one-hit KO, and now Eric is down to his final 2 Pokemon with the Raging Bolt. You do have to wonder why the Raging Bolt was kept a secret in the back for so long on Eric's side of the field. And it is a
trying to look up its speed.
Pokemon here. It does
85.
Assault Vest item. It has the ability to pick up an easy knockout
It's just for bulk, really. It's just for bulk.
Pokemon with a Thunderclap, or even potentially Electro Web, a spread move to deal some damage. But I think Eric was trying to prioritize having that Thunderclap access for this board state.
Yeah, now I'm thinking of it. The Reflect doesn't really do anything.
Either Pokemon, it's just did you pick the one
the
that's
switch
going
coming
to
out
attack
though.
this turn?
That's one way around Thunderclap. Just like Sucker Punch, your opponent has to attack this
What did he
turn
Thunderclap
in order
into?
for Thunderclap to connect. So Flavio will swap that Urshifu out into Incineroar here.
Protect. Smart. Very smart.
Again from a potential Thunderclap on this turn. What did he go for? That's going to be a
the Calm Mind is such a read.
To get a boost with special defense and special attack. Defense not mattering since it's such low HP, but that special attack could matter. No! He goes for the
Thunderbolt into the Incineroar. He's trying his best to come back. It's just, I don't think it's going to do much.
It doesn't. Unfortunately,
I just don't think it matters at this point. I think he's still... I don't think there's any way to claw back from this point. It was a good read, but it doesn't... Honestly, it doesn't really do anything.
You also have the flexibility to swap between an Electro Web, maybe a Dragon Pulse over a Draco Meteor.
It's just not fast enough to outpace the Calyrex. Calyrex can Psychic into Terrapagos and call it a day.
Pivot for Eric, preparing for a tournament like the World Championships, where that bulk and that
But I don't know, maybe the Raging Bolt can bring it back.
Give you the opportunity to play it out such like this.
The fake out from
Scribbles! Thank you so much for becoming a Super Noodle. Much appreciated. The Psychic goes into Raging Bolt, and it lives!
Thanks to that held item.
Dude, the Urshifu's got to clean up, though. The Urshifu has to clean up now. Thank you so much for becoming a Super Noodle, Scribbles! Get your claim in, thank you!
A single target attack from the Terrapagos with the Terra Starstorm.
I mean, that's going to kill now.
Incineroar on the other end with the special attack boost as well. That means
that's 100% killing.
Pokemon on this turn.
A great prediction.
That's crazy. So this but no, Flavio still has 2 Pokemon left. I thought he only had Urshifu left, but no, he has 2. I still don't know how you come back from this.
For Flavio, with the fake out, with the Psychic, because
I think he's just getting Raging Bolt in range of being able to take him down by like an attack. I'm pretty sure there's no way he can come back now. Actually, with Thunderclap,
it's a bit of a risky play. You could have been flinched there, which could have led
I don't
to
know.
a
Let's
very
wait and see
easy
how this
KO
plays out.
Turn. But taking the risk to go for that Calm Mind to ensure that Eric is still in
there's
the
a
game.
fake out now. There's a fake out.
For Eric, we do get confirmation of Flavio's final Pokemon in that Rillaboom,
he can't even protect.
Who is going to have access to fake out this turn.
Yeah,
so
that fake out's going to be a problem.
Very, very
I think that
but if you're Raging
that might be a wrap.
Try and get a knockout here against the Urshifu. Maybe your opponent just thinks you're going to be taking a big prediction like you did in that previous turn. That would then open it up for
I think he just fake outs into the Raging Bolt to kill it, right?
It still is very much in Flavio's favor. Eric is just playing to as many
and with the Raging Bolt
on,
there's nothing to stop the Urshifu from taking out the Terrapagos.
Where his opponent maybe slips up.
Right, no need to forfeit here in game 1 just to see what your opponent's tendencies are, see how they're playing this matchup. For now, Urshifu will detect
no fake out.
Terrapagos is actually faster than the Rillaboom on this turn. That's +1 damage. It is spread, so that will be doing a little bit less than it did to that Incineroar last time.
That does
and the Rillaboom just
nothing.
takes that like an
Holy shit, that does nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Yeah, and now
nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Knocked out here.
Nah, it's still a wrap. I don't think he'd come back from this now.
To pick up the KO on this Urshifu pretty quickly again with something like Thunderclap. I do think
that was with a Calm Mind as well. That's insane. Yeah, Terrapagos just doesn't have the. It just doesn't have the. It doesn't have the juice required.
To the Assault Vest Rillaboom on the opposing side of the field, it's possible.
And now this is an easy cleanup.
Recovery, it might be able to hold on.
The issue, Raging Bolt doesn't have Protect to try to stall up some health recovery from the grassy terrain, and it can only
Mock that did nothing on the bingo board. True.
So if you
You're so right.
The Urshifu slot, then that leaves Rillaboom to.
Yeah, Assault Vest Rillaboom is insanely tanky. So Urshifu goes down, the Woodhammer knocks out Raging Bolt, and that is it for the first match. Now, going into the second match, let's see. All right, we're starting off with Terapagos again. It's the same leads as last time, and this wasn't a great lead for Eric, so we're going to see how he changes up his play this time as well. Yeah, they're lucky I didn't pull up on this tournament. I'm saying, I would be so bad. I would give so many free wins. It would be so imbalanced because everyone would be getting free wins from me. It wouldn't even have to try. They just have to turn up and they'd be like, all right, I guess I lost then.
One where you go for the Thunder Wave, you go for the Calm Mind and hope for the best. And then if your opponent doesn't terrestrialize,
did he switch immediately?
You are able to connect that
this is not a good situation for Eric to be in again. Like right off the bat, not great.
Having Grimmsnarl as a Pokemon on the board is a fantastic position in this matchup in particular. I'm just wondering if Eric is going to be able to utilize it a bit better this game.
Right, you think this time around, one, you only have Reflect, you don't have Light Screen, so that's really hindering you in this matchup against Flavio's Shadow Rider as a special attacker, that you can't mitigate that damage. You're not necessarily worried about Incineroar's physical damage.
Urshifu comes out, okay.
So this Grimmsnarl deciding, Eric decides,
Chat, what would you call Urshifu if you had one for real? What would you call him? What kind of name would you give Urshifu for real? Come on, Reginald. You didn't Kaizo Emerald? Like Emerald Kaizo? I think so. I mean, Emerald Kaizo Aramon? Then basically. Panda? That's very good, Calm. It's a very good name. Damn! Is that Nasty Plot and a Calm Mind on the same turn? Oh, goodness gracious. Golly gosh. The Parting Shot goes into the Urshifu. I don't think that Calyrex is going to die to close combat now, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
The entire turn with its Focus Sash intact.
Keep your eyes peeled, chat. We gotta keep an eye. We gotta keep an eye out.
Switch that Pokemon onto the field, knowing that
almost setting up help. What is this, bingo? Is this bingo?
But Eric made a fantastic read there, anticipating the Parting Shot over the fake out on that Incineroar, maybe thinking that there would be a protect from his own Terapagos in the process. So that
Urshifu comes in. These are surging. These are both surging strikes, Urshifu.
Down one stage, but it's
I wonder what Dark Pulse is there for. Photograph?
Or any of those stat changes.
Right, and now that
I guess it's for Calyrex because it's quad weak, right?
Onto Calyrex yet again. If Eric does terrestrialize his Terapagos, that would be doing super effective stellar damage into the other slot. So Flavio is set up with his offense, but how do you handle these two Pokemon defensively?
It's a very tough position to be in defensively because it comes down to who can hit harder and who can hit faster. And unfortunately for Flavio,
who's the hardest and fastest of the lot?
Number one, where the Terapagos is faster than that opposing Urshifu. I don't think you necessarily are going to be able to take it out here.
All right.
We didn't see Eric double into that Pokemon to break the sash.
Terra Star Storm, okay.
But still, this is going to be
that goes into the Urshifu. Oh, so much damage! Bring them down to sash. Not bad.
1 HP remaining on Flavio's end there.
CC goes onto the Urshifu though, not bringing it down to sash. Did he double into the Urshifu?
Remember, it was hit with the Parting Shot on the last turn, so it's not going to do a lot of damage.
Holy shit. One Terra Star Storm is going to clean that side of the field up. That's a huge play. Is he going to do that? Is he going to Stella? Is he going to Stella?
As well than that Terapagos. So both these trainers, I think, taking a interesting
This is a big match. He did not terrestrialize. The Aqua Jet could finish off this Urshifu though.
But a great play there by Eric Rios.
It didn't kill because he's -1 attack from the Parting Shot. If it wasn't, it would have killed.
And Calyrex didn't opt to attack.
Yeah, I understand that he has multi-scale. That's why the Terapagos isn't stellaring immediately. It makes sense. I'm just like, at what point do you just say, all right, fuck it, whatever, let's just ball, you know? I guess Terapagos is like one of the most bulky Pokemon you can use in the format, right? Because it has multi-scale and then it has like ridiculous HP and defense.
Slowly racking up that momentum to get back into this game.
Rillaboom will swap into the field, into that Urshifu slot. So Flavio has revealed all 4 of his Pokemon here in Game 2, but wants to preserve
this Rillaboom just shuts it down. The jet into the Calyrex is a read, and he got it.
Game 2 is off to a much better start for Eric.
It is, and now that Terapagos able to connect a Terra Star Storm.
That's not going to do much, but it's... Oh, never mind. There was good damage.
It's not going to do...
It's just because it's not split damage. That was really good.
Knockout that we've been seeing so far in these games, but still a very awesome board position for Eric to find himself in.
And honestly, now the Urshifu's kind of done his job, got the Aqua Jet KO on Calyrex, let the Urshifu get any amount of damage that it can, but really, Incineroar, Urshifu, Rillaboom, sounds like a perfect reflect angle to me.
I think Wolfie will be in the game too, the day 2 streams.
A lot of times Grimmsnarl players will try and preserve Reflect, as Urshifu with those critical hits is able to just hit right through them. But still, if your final Pokemon on the opposing side of the field are the combination of Incineroar and Rillaboom, your opponent's going to be looking to Wood Hammers over like Grassy Glide to deal that bigger damage, to try and make up that.
Oh, Terra Shell reduces damage from all hits and multi-hit moves? That's really cool. That's a nice little difference. It's not really much of a difference, but it works in this scenario with the Urshifu with Surging Strikes and stuff.
So, Flavio does have a couple of options he can try and pursue here, but unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be seeing a fake out to break.
Okay, that doesn't do much.
Which means there's probably an attack coming in next.
That was a crit. The Urshifu goes down. Damn, Eric is pulling it back here. Eric's doing a good job pulling things back here. Like, Calyrex is gone, Urshifu is gone, the main damage dealers are gone, Terrapago still hasn't even terrestrialized. It can potentially get its... Can you get your Terra Shell back? Does he have his Terra Shell back now? Can he just, like, sit here with it?
He's
having a great time. He did. Yeah, the commentators just said.
Lefties and grassy terrain recovery. So yeah, a fantastic game played here by Eric. Very, very well played. Well, there may still be a
really well played game. I think he's going to clean it up now. Attack falls, but it doesn't really matter. Again, you can just like CC into Incineroar or switch.
Get those knockouts and bring us into game 3.
Yeah, I mean, Terra Shell, it's one of those, it's you know, you think about some other Pokemon like
Terra Shell is a great ability.
Or even Lunala with its special ability.
Shadow Shield.
At full HP, taking less damage. The Terra Shell is even better because it doesn't just take less damage, it takes resisted damage while at full HP.
Oh, he forfeited. Oh, he forfeited. Okay. The battle was forfeited. I like how he has like the generic character card as well. Like someone at World, he just Flavio just seems like he seems so chill. He's just like, yeah, I'm here. Like, what about it? It's fine. It's whatever. I don't care. I'm just here, man. I'm just here. All right, into game number 3 for this set. The same lead again. I just feel like Grimmsnarl doesn't do much here, you know? But I mean, hold on. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm usually wrong. I'm almost always wrong, actually. Almost always wrong. When are you gonna do a dummy battle stream? When I can get one set up. People prefer to record them. People don't really want to stream them as much as record them.
I don't think that's necessarily a play you go for on turn number 1 here, unless you're feeling very confident in your predictions. I have a feeling that this Ogerpon is there more so to protect the Calyrex Shadow Rider without forcing it to terrestrialize in front of this Grimmsnarl.
I guess it does force it to terrestrialize the Calyrex, right? Because otherwise you get like foul played and killed immediately.
To that Pokemon in particular.
Yes, Callum, we should do one.
Nasty
You're so smart.
Turn 2, then you can go on the offense.
I'm so glad you have a new PC now as well. I hope it's been working well for you.
That Thunder Wave naturally went in to Ogerpon slot there.
Oh, doesn't terrestrialize. Damn. Calm Mind immediately. Frame 1 makes sense.
Getting rewarded for it. No terrestrialization. Still gets the boost to his special attack. Terrapagos will be able to get the Calm Mind.
Desrali, thank you so much for the month. Appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that, Calm. Damn, that does a lot of damage. That was a crit.
Very different game.
Ooh, that hurts.
For Eric, as
that hurts.
Is within KO range
that
from
sucks.
A Psychic, and the only Dark type Pokemon that Eric has access to is
he has to Terra now, doesn't he?
Next to it.
He's got the Calm Mind up, or protects. Protect and foul play into the Calyrex. Do it. Do it. Foul play the Calyrex. Do it. He's not going to Terra. He's not going to Terra. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You have to think, if he is going to protect that Terrapagos, then what's the opening he can set up for himself this turn? I think his best opportunity here is to try to
he did it. He did it. Oh, he did it. He wants to kill the Calyrex. Did her protects now? I'm going to feel so bad because I told him to do that.
So
The power on the Ogerpon's really good, though. Because now the Ogerpon gets outsped by Terrapagos.
Side of the field, and we'll have to see if it's going to pay off.
Yeah, this is a really crucial turn for Eric. As
wait,
so many
he didn't Terrasilize the Calyrex. Oh, shit. He didn't Terrasilize the Calyrex, dude. That thing's going to get fought. Oh, no, he's going to get protected. He's going to protect it. He's going to protect it. He has to protect it, surely. Goes the Astral Barrage.
Goes here in game 3. Astral Barrage does not affect Terrapagos, but this is +2 special attack into the Grimstone.
+2 into Grimstone doesn't even, it barely does over half. Oh, that Calyrex is gone, man. That thing is gone. No wide guard, no follow me, doesn't really matter. Oh, what? That did not do as much as I thought it would. But it's gone. Yes! I was right! I was right! I was right! I knew it. I freaking knew it, man. I freaking knew it. I was right.
Something else in game 3.
That's so sick.
Very great play there from Eric. Again,
but the Grimstall's gone. Dude, trading a Grimstall for a Calyrex is such a good trade for Eric, though. He's going to be so happy about that. He's going to be pumping his fist. Pumping his fist, so excited.
And no Reflect anymore.
And no Reflect anymore. But you
and still some leftovers to Terrapagos, too, which is super good because it has so much HP, so it's regaining a lot.
Than any of the other Pokemon you may bring to this game. And you know that if you're looking at...
And he has the Urshifu and the Ogerpon in the back. Oh, it's looking good for Eric right now. Very good.
Pokemon are going to be that Rillaboom and Incineroar once again. And I think
you know, Stellar Terrapagos is 700 base stat. Isn't that ridiculous? All right, I think we go. I think we see a Protect here from Terrapagos. I'll kill myself then, I guess. Jesus Christ, right? Never mind. He immediately went for the Terra Starstorm. Doesn't the Urshifu like CC into the Terrapagos now?
Remember, we saw last time around. If it comes to low HP, only Eric has Aqua Jet.
Only Eric has Aqua Jet. I think as well, though, Flavio's...
Oh, Flavio doesn't have Aqua Jet.
Urshifu has the Stellar Terra type, and that could be a very interesting option for him here to try and regain some of the offense he lost.
I wonder what
Shadow Rider was
his other Terras are that he wants to use. I guess Ogerpons? Well, not Ogerpons because it's paralyzed.
It's going to boost up the power of your Surging Strikes once.
Oh, Urshifu's ability is Unseen Fist. Of course. Sorry about that. The Follow Me comes out.
How he approaches these turns.
Ogerpon breaks through paralysis, so it does
Ooh, here it comes. The Terra Starstorm, +1 Terra Starstorm.
Spread attack from Terrapagos, obviously.
That's a lot of damage. It's not a kill, though. It's not a kill. Terrapagos goes down.
Eric's Terrapagos gladly taking those defense drops to get rid of Eric's most important Pokemon. Now,
I find it interesting that Wolfie is running Stellar Terra Urshifu.
The Urshifu targeting down this low HP. Ogerpon, on the other hand,
yeah, Ogerpon goes down. That's actually big. That's big. Ogerpon is a big lift for that. Terrapagos just doesn't have the firepower with Starstorm hitting both. It just doesn't have a lot of firepower. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage. Let's be honest. It's been doing a lot of damage still. Rillaboom versus Fire Ogerpon. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So you just got to make sure you're targeting down the right side of the field. We get final confirmation.
Urshifu on Eric's side still has the Focus Sash, but it's likely going to get faked out. It's like, what, Detect? But then the other Urshifu can just go straight through it. This is hard to think about, isn't it? Like, what do you do? I guess you can follow me. No, you don't want to follow me, though. Dude, this is hard.
About the Urshifu for this next turn, but given that it's at such low health, I think all you have to do here is target it down with 2 attacks, and you're guaranteed to pick up the KO there. The big question is, can Ogerpon hold on through a Surging Strikes from the opposing Urshifu? Probably Stellar Terra as well. And a lot of these Ogerpon Hearth flames...
Stellar Terra Urshifu is so interesting.
Bulkier side. It's possible that it's been trained to survive this.
Right, especially when you have access to Follow Me, you want to be able to take...
Is this it?
Redirect hits your direction. You want to be able
Stellar
to
Terra Urshifu? It is.
As possible. But Flavio going to
this is so interesting.
Stellar Terra from Eric saying, hey, great strategy. You might as well Stellar Terrasilize my Urshifu Rapid Strike. Now getting a boost to...
Okay, Fake Out goes into Ogerpon. So Ogerpon can't attack this turn. Urshifu goes into... Oh, yeah, there it is. I think that's game. That's game. That's game. That's game right there. GG's. GG's. That's going to be game because now the Ogerpon can clean up the Rillaboom pretty much no problem, I think, at this point. Yeah, that's a forfeit. Hey, congratulations to Eric coming back from that with the Terrapagos. A Terapagos win is so sick, though. GG's claps in chat. GG's claps in chat. Thank you, Jailton, for the 23 months. Much appreciated. Thank you. Waste of Terra? I mean, he's going to lose anyway. It doesn't really matter. Like, if that's the only way to win and it doesn't work, then it's fine. All right, on to the next game, which is Gabriel and Arash. Okay. Okay, why does Arash look like a fucking Giga Chad, though? Holy shit. Like, the facial hair is on point. The hair is like a Giga Chad. All right, here we go. It's time to get into Gabriel versus Arash. We got a Italian player versus, I think it's Brazilian. Ooh, we have Calyrex Ice Rider versus Maridon.
So pretty safe matchup for Arash here. Give him the opportunity if he wants to try to set up that Trick Room. But how much will he trade to do it, right? If both Pokemon to attack, potentially to could lose that Ogre Pond immediately. And also, one of the great things about Maridon with a high likelihood of locking into Volt Switch here, can bring in some other Pokemon to help deal with a potential Trick Room.
And that's the thing. There's not really a way to really prevent it.
You can. The thing is, you can look at different people's profiles. So, for example, Gabriel's profile, he went to Worlds last year and he got 37th. So obviously, really, really good placement. 37th in the world. EUIC last year came second. London Open came third. He's got some really goods. And he's been playing for a while. He's been playing since 2017. I think it's cool that you can look up things like this and just know immediately what their background is.
Have this option of switching out and having something.
You got to go a minute back before each round to check their teams. Is our team crazy? Okay, so this is Arash. We got ourselves Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Farigiraf, Ogerpon. Okay. Looks pretty nice. Clear Amulet. I love a Calyrex Ice Rider team. I think that's so sick. We see... Oh. Whoa, bring it back. Iron Hands with... Okay, Iron Hands. Iron Shreds? Huh. What? Oh, Choice Banded Iron Treads? What the fuck, dude? Okay. You know what? Now I'm more invested. Come on, let's see that Iron Treads, please.
So, pretty safe matchup for Arash here. Give him the opportunity if he wants to try to.
If I were to buy Pokemon cards, where should I go? Probably to your local card shop. If you have one.
Could lose that Ogre Pond immediately, and also, one of the great things about Maridon with a high likelihood of locking into Volt Switch here, can bring in some other Pokemon.
Iron Treads with Maridon. Oh yeah, the Surge. That's right. With Band. Oh, dude, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy.
And having something a little bit more attuned to the situation that can help.
Okay, turn 1 Terra. What is that, Maridon? No, the Calyrex. Into fighting or fire? Fire, Burning Desire. Okay. I mean, listen, a Maridon with Specs is going to be doing Insano-style damage on anything it hits. It does not matter, unless it's a ground type. But you know what? I haven't seen a huge amount of ground types. Oh, that Volt Switch is ridiculous! Oh, it's a crit. Never mind. It's a crit.
Now we're going to go back and an opportunity to see what Agadi has here in the back.
Yeah, there's some good information here. We're going to see the Incineroar coming on the field, dropping and Intimidate. And while this Ogre Pond may not be long for the battle, Calyrex
that was an insane crit.
It will be the Incineroar that hits the field, but Clear Amulet onto that Calyrex.
Wicked Blow. Dude, Wicked Blow's animation is so sick. It's like a Kaioken punch.
Once it gets this Trick Room done and over with. The second hit into the Ogre Pond is going to be...
Glacial Lance is not going to do too much. Okay. That should be a good chunk, but Incineroar's tanking it nicely.
Into that Urshifu, bringing it down to about a third of its health.
I guess Incineroar can't really do much to Calyrex due to the fact that it's now not weak to fire, and it has the Clear Amulet, which makes it immune to Intimidate.
Right.
Yo, Brazilians are popping off in chat. Brazilians are popping. They're popping. I wish I could see chat on screen, but we need Twitch for that.
The Pokemon on Agadi's end, specifically when I look at that Maridon.
It can knock off the amulet, but then you'd have to knock it off Parting Shot, come back in. I guess you could knock off in a Parting Shot, though. That's true.
So maybe just wanting to kind of soften the Pokemon up.
So once that Urshifu hits the field, you can start taking these big KOs.
By the way, chat, if you want to become a member, you should become a member, please. It helps me pay for big videos like the tournament video, because there was a $500 prize pool in it. So please become a member today so I can do more of those videos. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Also, you get a bunch of benefits, like seeing videos early. And you get all of our emotes, which are all really cool. All right, the Trick Room is up. That's huge for Calyrex. Huge. It is so fast now. And he can Glacial Lance that Urshifu like crazy. I also post secret cat pics for the members only. So if you want to see my secret cat pictures, then that's where you want to be.
And that can be so nice. And it's nice, too, because with this Incineroar coming in, the previous turn...
Yeah, this Calyrex is going to go mad. Mad now. Mad.
Being prevented by this Trick Room, right? And since you've already damaged the Urshifu so much over on...
Yo, Desrali! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships! Yes, gifted members get all the same benefits as being a member. Get early access, get the secret cat pictures. Thank you so much. Always thank your gifter. Always thank your gifter. Thank you so much, Desrali. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. Always pay your gifters. Always thank them. It's very important that you do that. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. Ooh, the Protect comes out from the Calyrex.
Do note that is not going to be helpful against that Urshifu.
Sucker Punch does absolutely nothing.
If you're not ready in attack,
the knockoff does absolutely nothing. Very good turn for Arash there. Gets a nice little switch into the Rillaboom.
Not going to do anything either.
Rillaboom is so good against Miraidon, like it's ridiculous.
One of those Pokemon. So great swapping coming out from Arash.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it doesn't look like a whole lot happened.
You thought Incineroar wasn't going to be used this championship? Oh, no. Incineroar is like the #1 used Pokemon, I think. In this regulation, still the #1 used Pokemon.
Perhaps would have made it more difficult for him to keep momentum here.
Yeah, that is a -1 on Trick Room turns, but Glacial Lance hits 2 Pokemon. It's still so good.
One thing to note, though, is we do have...
I think the only way Incineroar goes away is massive power creep or Incineroar gets nerfed. Like, it loses access to, like, Fake Out or Knock Off or something.
It's not going to be the Fake Out, though. Instead, just a smidge of chip going into...
I do like that starters are some of the best Pokemon in competitive right now, though. It feels good to know that. Glacial Lance comes through. It kills the Urshifu, so you're going to get an attack buff from that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Nearly enough damage from either of those 2 Pokemon. Chilling Nay, though.
I did, Yodara. I did know that.
Going over to that Calyrex, which does hang
there goes the clear amulet. So he can Pawing Shot the Calyrex now, but he's just going to get Glacial Lanced because the Trick Room's still around.
Calyrex just holding on by a thread, and hey, Iron Hands are going to come out.
Oh, Iron Hands.
Maybe you're not so upset if you're a Gotti here, right? You've almost knocked out this Calyrex. You're going to be able to most likely burn a turn here with help from the Fake Out, and there still is that Murata in the back. However, you got to be careful not to lose too many Pokemon here either, right? There's still a very healthy Rillaboom on Arash's side of the field, and eventually, if you're looking toward a win condition where you need Murata to close the game, you'd certainly prefer to keep your terrain active and not allow the grassy terrain to come on and slow things down.
And that's kind of one of those things that when we're looking at why Rillaboom can fare so well into the Miraidon.
Ooh, Protects again. Another Trick Room turn wasted. I mean, we must be running low on Trick Room turns now, surely. The Wild Charge comes through. Doesn't do anything. Rillaboom is... What's Rillaboom going to do here? Flare Blitz into the Rillaboom. Oh, but it lives! It lives on 1!
Huge survivals coming on through.
That's a huge live! Oh, that's a massive live. Oh my god, he's got to be so pleased with that. He's going to be so pleased.
Yeah, it's trading Pokemon quickly now, where kind of a fascinating little situation here where Calyrex kind of forced to go on the defensive there. And maybe both sides make a little mix-up, right? There's no Fake Out, but also, I mean, that damage trade, the recoil really relevant. And now, if Agani wants to, he's able to control the terrain later once Miraidon.
I can't see how many turns the Trick Room has left, so I'm going to assume that it's 1.
So once this Trick Room is done,
this is making it into a video. What, me reacting to Worlds? Probably not. I'll probably post, if I react to the finale, then I'll probably post that on more Patterrz, but
I think that's kind of what I'm eyeing up the most.
All the streams are always VODs afterwards.
And at this point, Agati is taking a lot of a lot of momentum. Hasn't even used terrestrialization yet.
Yeah, and I think that makes this really
This is just for us, chat, us and the VOD watchers. If you're watching the VOD and you made it this far, please let me know in the comment section right now. Just type whatever you want. I just want to know that you made it here.
1v2 here, so potentially a game-winning turn for Agati.
Because this is a pretty deep part of the stream. We're like kind of like halfway through as well.
Iron Hand's gonna go ahead and terrestrialize into
No, people aren't really using Flutter Mane in this. You can use it if you want to, but it's just not so popular, not as popular as it used to be.
Aquajet's gonna be first, negligible damage, nothing happening.
Because Calyrex just destroys Flutter. Oh, there goes Calyrex.
So low. That's gonna be the KO confirmed, and Amadi down to his final Pokemon.
Yeah, it's looking tough for Rasha this first game. And Incineroar as well.
Day 2 starts in about 4 hours, just over 4 hours.
Whittling down this Urshifu. You feel like it's not breaking the sash, but you know, helping things along a little bit. And
oh, Flutter Mane is the 10th most popular Pokemon. Okay, that makes me happy because I do love Flutter Mane. I absolutely adore Flutter Mane. But Shadow Rider Calyrex just kind of eats it for breakfast, right? Am I wrong? I feel like it would. Ultra Barrage.
Pay off in this first game.
Yeah, which is then really interesting looking at that Trick Room, because it was a Trick Room that, if it had been a turn sooner, actually, then you would have...
Oh, there's the forfeits from Arash immediately. Okay, so...
The Calyrex still making it on through, but...
Nice, nice, nice. Is there anyone you're cheering for? I mean, I got to cheer for Wolfie. I think Cybertron got knocked out, so unfortunately I can't cheer for Cybertron. He got knocked out. I can't cheer for Moxie Boosted because he also got knocked out. So I think there's still Wolfie. So I am here to ask, does Wolfie made it to finals? He made it to day 2. Day 2 is going to start in about 4 hours. So that'll decide whether or not he makes it to the finals. All right, match number 2 here.
You have to be finding a way that Calyrex can be set up for a little bit more success.
Sajin got knocked out? What? I thought he was 7-1. Or like 7-2. Was he not? Damn, that sucks. Yeah, Cybertron got knocked out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, weird that kind of like this at least a little bit more if you're Rash. I mean, you know, it probably even less.
Oh, he went 5-3. Damn.
Now both of the Pokemon that wound up being out and slowing down that Trick Room are just hanging out in the field, but because of that.
Incineroar and Iron Hands lead versus Calyrex. Oof. Dude, low kick the Calyrex. Do it. I don't think he even has low kick.
You've got to assume Miraidon is one of the 2 that are missing, so immediately he knows. Probably a very similar game plan to the previous game.
I saw Moxie's tweets. I felt so bad. Moxie's such a nice guy as well. Like, we hung out at EUIC. He's such a nice guy.
Really easy. Okay, Spiky Shield protect and just make sure nothing's going to be happening. But if you also think that there is going to be this swap, you don't really want to give one over for free. So you could go ahead and make a call. And Agati has definitely ways to potentially punish off of that. It's going to be terrestrialization yet again, making sure this Calyrex Ice
Fire terrestrialization, turn 1 yet again.
You're not looking to be taking super effective hits from this lead combination, which also shows
fake out immediately into it.
It will be fake out to stop.
Does like nothing. Ivy Cudgel into Incineroar does so much damage.
But thanks to that intimidate and no critical hit.
What's Iron Hands doing? Drain Punch, solid. Oh, the live, dude. There's been so many crazy. Oh no, it's sturdy. Never mind. Sorry, idiot, dumb, moron. Of course that's sturdy. I knew that. I knew that sturdy. Shut up. No, I knew that. What do you mean?
Back off the heart itself. Knocking it down to the focus sash, and wow, it's an interesting start to this battle.
It definitely is, and for the
what if it didn't,
when
though?
you're looking at ways to be slowing down,
I'm surprised that Iron Hands does so much damage. I guess that's 140 base attack, so that makes sense it would do so much damage. We needed Wo-Chen in day 2. Did we need Wo-Chen in day 2, though? I appreciate that Moxie was really trying to make Wo-Chen in day 2 work, but I don't know if it... I've never seen anyone else use it.
I think anything potentially that Agati has in the back, the combination of one of Ogerpon's attacks and...
Ivy Cudgel comes out, it's a massive smash into Incineroar, and Incineroar goes down.
The game on the second turn.
Well, that means there's not going to be any knockoff.
Oh, Wo-Chen is in day 2? There's one Wo-Chen in day 2? That's so funny. A single target Glacial Lance is going to hurt. A lot of damage. Oh, and that's not going to hurt. That is not going to hurt at all. Is it enough to live? It's enough to live a split damage Glacial Lance next turn at the very least.
Another Glacial Lance.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary situation now, right?
Is Iron Crown in this tournament? I don't think anyone's using it.
Make a big difference here. So see Miraidon entering the field.
Cybertron didn't bring Wo-Chen, I don't think, but Moxie Boosted did. Unfortunately, Moxie Boosted was knocked out, though.
even though it won't do quite as much damage to the Iron
There's the Quark drive. Ooh, now it's Strong Boy.
Attacking 2 different targets. It's potentially a lot of free damage once again.
This Miraidon can do so much damage now.
With that Miraidon, and even at this point, if you want to go for the Volt switch,
oh, there is an Iron Crown team? Oh, okay, that's fun.
Even took from something like that Calyrex to where that's going to be dangerous as well. And if you're forced to be just taking...
Is it a streamed match? Okay, I'm excited to see it then.
I mean, Arash still has this lead out. This Ogerpon has definitely been such a threat. So really dangerous situation coming on through. You could go for something like a spread damage attack.
I'm not seeing many Koraidons in Worlds, if I'm honest, guys. Not seeing many Koraidons.
Yeah, it's also mostly slower Pokemon on the Guidey side.
I mean, Miraidon just does way more damage.
Feasibly win the game. He doesn't know
it's just
Pokemon.
It's so good. It's so good. Horn Leech into the Iron Hands tanks it.
An awful lot of work in this match.
All right, that is going to be the Cornerstone Ogerpon acting first. Horn Leech soften up.
Oh, true. Fluttermane just fucks Koraidon. Damn.
Nearly enough. That is going to be an easy KO for the Miraidon Volt Switch. Get it out of there.
Come back to player 1. It doesn't even have the names. This is player 1 and player 2.
But it's going to be, assumingly, another Glacial Lance. And that is definitely an Iron.
There's 5 Koraidons. Oh, okay. There are some Koraidons. I want to see a Koraidon game. I want to see it be played.
All out offensive. I think he heard
you. Oh, the Iron Hands is gone. Damn, this thing does so much damage. It's a ridiculous mon. Chilling Net, it's going to do more damage now. Miraidon comes back in, though.
This is a tough spot, right? Where Miraidon going to have.
I should be a caster. I don't know near enough about this to be a caster. Also, they wouldn't trust me. I don't think I would trust me to be a caster. I would absolutely I would say something that they didn't like. Also, you have to say Pokemon like Pokemon, and I just don't think I'd do that. I just don't want to. You know. Oh, that sucks for the Miraidon. It just had its surge stolen. Yeah, that's a really good setup. That's gonna be. I think this could be a win for Arash, honestly. He can't switch it out now. There's nothing he can do. He's got to choice himself into something. He's going for the Draco Meteor.
What do I want to lock into? What do I want to predict? Gets faked out here. Potentially a very difficult turn, but he's gonna have to make an amazing call to keep himself in this one.
Ooh, well, already we'll have to see how this call works out.
Stellar.
Onto the Urshifu. So again, this is going to deal a lot of damage.
Fake out to Urshifu? Oh, it's Jover.
Instead, it will be fake out into that slot. Nothing coming
out. I don't know. I don't think he can come back from this now.
As the Draco Meteor that connects and Calyrex goes down. Final 2 Pokemon for
they wanted Shady to remove any videos of randomizers in it, and it's just not really just doesn't want to do that, right? Just doesn't want to do that. I feel like one day Nintendo will come around and start to accept everyone. I think they're kind of doing it now. They're not like shutting us down. They're not like removing our videos. They're just saying you can't be associated with the company if you do randomizers. I feel like one day they'll come around. I know it's the Japanese company that's kind of like the Japanese lawyers that are like, hey, no, don't do this. But one day, I feel like they'll come around.
And the Urshifu over on Omani's end, even if it definitely would not appreciate a hit from the Miraidon, it does have the Focus Sash, so it will take 1 hit. It's going to be the one to fire.
Does he live? Lives on 6.
It's going to be hanging.
Sucker Punch does nothing. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It is a wrap right now.
It's going to be the second one from the Rillaboom to seal.
Alpharad was invited to Worlds. He was invited to Worlds. He wasn't invited as like a caster or anything like that, but that is interesting now that I think about it. Yeah, he has done a lot of randomizers in the past. Why wasn't I invited to Worlds? Why don't they like me, chat?
I just didn't want to go with that -4, right? I knew that the damage was not going to be there, so instead,
All right, we'll go into a last match. Just look at Giga Chad. Giga Chad. All right, the last match. Here we go. Gabriel versus Arash. Yes, the Iron Treads! Let's go! Let's go!
The hero has arrived. So very excited to see this Pokemon appear in this game, and creates a very interesting situation here. With
Iron Treads banded with increased speed.
I think there's a real chance the Iron Treads may actually be the quickest Pokemon on the field now. And,
oh, this could be huge.
Creates some interesting situation, right? It still does have the effective Focus Dash with the sturdy.
Yeah, the Pokemon company doesn't talk to me. I wish they would though. Nintendo does sometimes. They like give me, they're like, hey, do you want to play like Nintendo World Championships? And I'm like, not really, but thank you though.
Iron Trends, if you're eyeing up something
Pokemon
like
never talks to me.
which I think is going to be huge in this. And since it is a spread damage
Moxie Boosters got knocked out day one,
can't
unfortunately.
really sway it away. So the Calyrex, if you want to make sure you're not taking a lot of damage, you do have to go for that protect.
The Rock Slide. Fun. Going for flinches.
Sturdy.
Oh, the miss! Oh, that's a big miss. Not going to break the sturdy. Oh, Iron Tread's fumbling, and it's first time. Oh, that would have been. I don't know if that would have killed. I don't know if that would have killed. It might have killed. It's banded, so it might have.
Naturally slower than the Ogerpon, and you know, a strange turn.
Occasional swearing. That's not because of
occasional
occasional swearing.
Guaranteed knockout on that Ogerpon. Fairly unlikely that Hornleech would have healed enough to negate that Rock Slide, but hey, you know, not the end of the world. Avoided incorrectly attacking that protect, and now one of these two Pokemon come in. We see the Pokemon that got dropped from the previous two games is that Incineroar, so no longer willing to
Iron Treads gets exactly one opportunity and immediately misses.
But because of that,
so sad.
Pokemon's still not in that bad of a spot.
Rock Slide is really good against this Calyrex though because of the fact that it's Telestera, or it's Terra is fire type, so it's always super effective.
Bringing out the Urshifu, you do have the Sucker Punch, which would deal a priority. So you do have to be a little bit careful because if it doesn't ready it up, it's a little tricky.
Yeah, and Iron Pin's being faster because of that ability is a big deal, right? Because it's going to make this turnover a little awkward. If it is able to knock out Ogerpon, then even with a Follow Me, it would allow the Urshifu to take a swing.
Ogre's a rock type? Rock type does not resist rock.
To improve its type matchup, it's still a lot of damage on a critical Pokemon. And it's a
Rock Slide is neutral on
Ogerpon. The Rillaboom's in the back, it's really difficult to get that back out there, and it's no longer worth it just to turn off the ability.
Alfred's not a family-friendly channel. Come on now.
To exploit it, but Calyrex having to flee because of the huge threat.
Iron Treads is anxious. Oh, he's anxious.
Words you didn't thought you'd say this weekend, huh? I don't know. I definitely don't know my choice band Rock Slide, Iron Tread, calculations. That is going to be at this point, though. Rillaboom coming on in, and with that grassy terrain, the core drive is gone, and the speed is going to be reduced from that Pokemon.
Grass
so
doesn't resist rock, does it?
To act first, hitting into the other slot. It will get a good amount
We're about
of
to find
back.
out. Does it?
And
no, it doesn't.
All right, maybe I don't need to know how much this Rock Slide does for a lot of Pokemon, because those two took it so
All of us are still umming and ahhing about the type chart. We're supposed to be like good at this game, chat.
We can't flinch.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely how it felt when I used Iron Treads. Like, hey, bud, give me a little more damage, maybe, but still, you know, a decent.
How do we still not know the type chart?
Now we have things.
I was like, that didn't sound right.
Out on the field, and perhaps Miraidon could switch back in, reactivate that ability. You know, if you get a fake out into what is currently the Urshifu slot, allowing this Iron Treads to get an attack off, it could be a huge swing. So we'll have to see what this Rillaboom does.
Well, at least
I like how they have the crowd in the background.
It's safe. And
it's just a grandma in the background. Like it's, you know what I can't fucking believe is that they copied and pasted. There is 4 NPCs behind them, 4, and there's 2 of the exact same granny doing the exact same animation. Come on, come on. They're both right there.
Go for those flinches, because hey, if you're locked into this move
Twins?
with this Joyce band, you
why
might
do
as
they
well
dress
go for
the
it.
same?
Really smart swap.
It's not even about laziness. Like, you'd look at this when you were making it and you're like, oh, that looks dumb. Let me change it. Let me just put a different NPC there.
Be taking a hit here,
like, they're both there.
Rock Slide is going to break that focus sash, bring Ogerpon just down a little.
It's the same animations playing at the same time.
Done in return.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the same animation that plays at the same time.
Negated turn. It does break the focus sash of the Urshifu, but otherwise not too big of a deal.
Just make it a different NPC. One of them. I can't believe Ogerpon has lasted this long, to be honest.
And Rillaboom, it is kind of valuable to have your terrain Pokemon in the back.
Sorry, I'm going to stop going on about that. It's probably very annoying.
Miraidon will get a chance to attack here potentially, but doesn't get a whole lot out of its time.
They're not randomly generated because it's always the same grandma. You always see the same NPCs there. I've done enough Lemwy fights to see that grandma every single time.
Iron Trends is actually just relying on that core drive for the speed. The second the Rillaboom hits the field again, that Cornerstone Ogerpon is going to be outspeeding.
Detects from the Urshifu. Okay.
Instead, make sure not going to be taking damage past that turn.
A lot of spread moves. Did he go for the Dazzling Gleam or did he go for something else?
You're not wanting to take that hit.
Ogerpon is still alive. Oh, but the flinch! Dude, that Ogerpon has been taking so much damage. It's ridiculous.
Sure, it lived, but it's going to be taken care of.
I can't believe that flinch. Give Ogerpon one more attack. That's so mean.
I think it really wanted
Treads finally did something.
I guess where that would likely have been a double knockout. Instead, now the Urshifu going to be able to get out of his turn safely, and regardless of which of the two Pokemon Arash chooses to send at first, I assume it's fairly likely we see Rillaboom in a hurry here to change the terrain.
Calyrex.
It's weird though at
Big
this
boy,
point
big boy, big boy.
Now, even if you do swap it out with the terrain, the Iron Trends will still be able to kind of threaten this damage. So you kind of want to try and take care of this Iron Trend sooner.
Gonna go for the Stella Terra. The Terry Ferra. The Terra Fairy. Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam. Sorry, I think I'm sick right now. I woke up with a massive headache last night. I think I'm sick right now. Just give me, let me mumble. Let me grumble, let me mumble. I think I am sick right now. Okay, but you know, we're here regardless. We're streaming regardless.
And it's going to be into this Terra Fairy. So the Dazzling
the Terry Starry.
You are going to be doing more damage as well. You're not
I'm also still jet lagged from coming back from Japan a little bit.
Time to see how much damage, but not quite. We'll put that on hold. Another Terastallization. Normally it's been the Calyrex. And yet again, Terra.
Yeah, the brainworms from the raw chicken is still, they're still getting to me, definitely. The brainworms.
Not quite how you normally use this Terra, but definitely does improve the situation significantly for Arash.
Aqua Jet comes out into Iron Treads, kills the Iron Treads, and there goes Iron Treads. Well, it tried its best.
Making sure that, hey,
it certainly did try its best. This Dazzling Gleam not going to hurt the Calyrex too much, though. Kills the Urshifu. Calyrex does not care, although he is spexed into it, so I think he's going to have to switch. He's going to have to switch.
Yeah, it's a huge knockout, though. Not only is the Trick Room going to activate here, make Calyrex
the Trick Room. That is scary.
We see now it is that Iron Hands.
He's going to have to fake out, right?
So it will,
like stall a turn at the very least. Fake out and Dazzling. Oh, that Rillaboom is close to death.
Damage, but going to be able to flip this terrain for the final time. And Miraidon now, even though it does a shockingly good job of avoiding damage.
Yeah, you're going to have to switch out this Miraidon surely, right? Maybe not this turn, but next turn. So you have to reset your specs and you have to reset the terrain. I think you Dazzling Gleam and fake out into Calyrex this turn, right?
Dazzling Gleams anyways, and iron up the Rillaboom.
Oh, but the Rillaboom also gets a fake out, so I'm not sure. That's tough.
Fake out being the slowest thing on the field, so you can't
maybe just switch
with the Rillaboom and just go for the KO to have this 3v1 situation, especially since you have used the Terastallization to take the hit better from the Calyrex.
Yeah, I think the Iron Hands is probably the Pokemon to beat in this matchup. Even though it was, once again, Arash who used the Trick Room, I think getting him off the field is going to be a huge pain.
All right, this situation.
Yeah, Miraidon does switch out. It needs to reset the Surge. Needs to reset its specs. He's going to go for Draco? No. He's going to be able to take out that. Oh, the Protect. Okay. Did he fake out? Fakes out into the Calyrex. Smart.
Will be the only one to act this time around. Looks like it's going to be going for that damage.
Woodhammer. Ooh, ouch. Oh, the crit. Is that KO? It's a self-KO. Oh, I wonder if he wanted that.
Oh, the crit mattered,
it's now the Calyrex versus the world.
But I think he actually kind of gets hosed by his own critical.
Like, it has a lot of HP, and it has the Trick Room, and it has Glacial Lance, so you cannot count this thing out. It might just take out everything. Dude, I think this Calyrex might sweep. That crit put Iron Hands in range of the double of the half damage, or not half damage, maybe it is half damage, Glacial Lance. That crit might have been huge.
Could take these hits so well otherwise, so you kind of needed that.
Is he going to detect?
It is in a situation.
I think he's going to detect.
But now you're staring down 3 Pokemon.
Oh man, that sucks.
I don't think you're going to be healing
75% damage. I feel like if he didn't get crit, he could have lived.
But, oh man.
Oh, Iron Hands underspeeds it, so maybe he goes to the Wild Charge. Is he trying to kill himself? Is he trying to kill himself? He couldn't kill himself.
All right, here we go. Glacial Lance.
Genuinely, it would have been better if he killed himself.
Good for this go around, but the Iron Hands, it did great.
I think Glacial Lance just wraps everything up here.
It can finally earn its rest. Sagati now down to 2. Trick Room situation. It is a chilling Nay boost, which is a little bit dangerous for this Calyrex.
Dude, this
Terastallization.
That's
so
insane.
Damage is coming on out, but if this Miraidon doesn't follow up with a KO. It could get a little weird.
Yeah, now Nevin is no longer weak to those moves.
Oh, wait, Miraidon's full health. You know what? Miraidon might live.
One-hit KO on this Miraidon, which would likely require
He just has to attack and hope for the best. Electro Drift, yeah, you just have to go for it. Dude, if this Miraidon lives, come on, Miraidon. Come on, Miraidon, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Yes, let's go! Let's go! Oh, that live was huge. All right, he cleans it up. Nice. Wait, actually, I don't know. This is gonna kill. It's specs and it's in terrain. There it is. Wow. Wow. There we go. Brazil wins. Brazil wins round 4. Iron Treads. Iron Treads won the game. That was pretty sick. Okay, let's go and see the teams of the next rounds. I want to see the first team. There we go. Okay, so we have Ogerpon, a Raging Bolt. We have Lunala. Oh my god. Lunala is so fun. That's so sick. Oh, I love that. Whimsicott. Ursaluna Iron Crown. Oh, this is such a fun match. Oh, I'm really excited for this one. Going into round 5 now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, NBs, everybody else that isn't that, I guess. Let's go!
Next best of 3 between Dorian,
I love the fact I love Lunala so much. I love using Lunala in Then We Fights. I just don't know what Lunala does against Incineroar, but I guess we're gonna find out.
Electric terrain go up and then is immediately removed by that
Someone had Pachirisu. Sage and Park had Pachirisu in day 1. Which is Sage and Park is the champion of 2014, I think in the seniors division.
To ensure that it can get that electric terrain set
Meet
up
your
in the
beam?
future,
Ooh, that's not a bad idea actually.
Pokemon like Iron Crown waiting in the back for Riley's party.
All right, let's see what happens. Shadow Shield is really good.
Dorian to start using those Calm Minds, start to get that Lunala up and ready to go when it's time to start dealing with
Sagen won Masters? I thought Sagen was quite young.
Next to it as well. So you can at the very least ensure
Isn't seniors from like 13 to 17 or something?
A double target attack into this Lunala, because that is one way that the Shadow Shield would not be.
I was looking up the rules for this for the World Championships before, and I think it's really funny that juniors and seniors get a lunch break, like a meal break, at least one meal break. Masters don't get a meal break. You just don't get one. It's crazy. I guess you have to keep it moving though. You got to keep these moving.
Riley wants to ensure that his Miraidon has the opportunity to go on that pure offensive.
Seniors is 17 and up. No, Masters is 17 and up.
From the field. So because Incineroar has Assault Vest, there could be a Flare Blitz in its future.
Masters don't have to eat. True Pokemon Masters win. They're sustained by victory.
It's the Whimsicott that's revealed.
Oh, Calm Mind on Lunala. Oh, this is so fun. I love the fact that there's a Lunala team here.
Doesn't actually have access to Trick Room. He can't get punished.
Oh, Jeff Keeley just emailed me to ask me to co-stream Gamescom opening night live. Wait, when is that? Gamescom? Opening night live is 7 p.m. British time on the 20th. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, chat. I can't do that. It's on the 20th. I'm not going to be available to do that, unfortunately.
The Whimsicott
that would have been fun,
though.
To
threaten an encore the next turn.
Well, whose team is the Calyrex Shadow Rider team?
The safest play Dorian can make to preserve the Lunala at this point in time is actually to switch it off the field, which then gets rid of that Calm Mind boost and puts him back at square one.
Hey, Cam.
And that's exactly where Riley can kind of start to try to flip things in his favor.
Come on, Lunala! Do something!
Lunala, or force it into a position where it is actually going to move off of the
+1.
Then you can start to
protect. Oh, okay. Maneuver.
A little bit later. So here's the Lunala going for the protect.
We see leftovers on Lunala, which is interesting.
Recovery in just a little bit, but
Ooh,
the encore
fails.
is going to fail.
You turn into the Ogerpon. Oh my god, that's so much damage!
In front of that bug type
Jesus criminy.
Either, but it is going to allow this Incineroar to
Thanks,
get out.
Ben.
And you break the sturdy on the Ogerpon, most important.
You break the sturdy on the Ogerpon, you give yourself access to redirection in the next turn. Really, you provide a lot of support that the Lunala needs right now. Riley does have
I can't believe that did so much damage. That's like shocking damage.
Ogerpon has already taken so much damage. I think that this Miraidon should be able to find a knockout very easily against that spot.
He's not going to get the Shadow Shield back. Oh, he's 2 points of health away from getting the Shadow Shield back. Does he double protect? What if he goes to the double protect? What if he goes for it?
Into that speed stat, so you aren't actually going to be losing out on speed ties or just the natural speed creep that some of these Pokemon can have.
Very true, very true. But I do
Moon
think
Guy's
that
Beam
it's important
into
for Riley to figure out
Whimsicott.
how he
And follow
wants
me.
to try and either pin this Lunala on the field.
Yep, yeah, and follow me. Okay, makes sense. Because next time he's going to get Shadow Shield back, so he wants to make sure he's not taking any damage.
To give himself a Pokemon advantage and again force the Lunala back out onto the field where the Whimsicott can shut it down.
I have wondered too if Riley just ignores the Lunala.
It's
like,
possible.
you know, I think you've also put it in a position where you could also go for the follow me here. It's really nice that the Ogerpon is able to stay alive because you're able to go for the follow me. And unfortunately,
Ooh, okay, that's fine.
Getting this
That's fine.
Redirected into that Ogerpon, you still provide an opportunity
Right on
here
Volt
for this
Switch.
Lunala, to be taken out.
All
a
right, I
little bit
think that
later,
Whimsicott is going to die to
especially when
Moon Guy's Beam. It's
on
+1.
Electric terrain with that Hadron Engine boost is going to be enough to get the knockout there onto that Ogerpon.
I love the fact that we're seeing a
I don't know
Whimsicott
if
be
we
used, though.
mentioned
That's
that yet,
awesome.
but it was Choice Specs, the electric terrain, and the Hadron Engine. A lot of damage.
Absolutely a lot of damage. Now, though, when you look at some of the partners that could come into its place, though, Dorian
Dude,
has
that
a free slot
Lunala
at
is
the moment.
staring down that
Riley has the
Whimsicott.
opportunity,
It's like,
though,
I am going to
to
eat
kind
you
of
for
feel out
breakfast.
what
I'm
that's
going to
gonna look
gobble
like a
you
little
up,
bit
little
later
boy.
after you
I'm
figure
coming
out
for
what
you.
you
I'm
want
going to
from this
blast you
switch
with my
and
beams.
Get a chance to bring it back in. and
Just you
see
wait,
what Dorian's gonna
Whimsicott.
select
I'm going to
after that
blast you with
Ogerpon
my
knockout.
big
Yeah,
moon
it makes me
beams.
wonder if he's
I'm
going
going
to
to
try
moon
and
all
send
over
in
you,
that Incineroar
Whimsicott.
once
Just
again.
you
He
wait.
can
It's
try and land
coming.
a
Don't
knock-off
you
into that
worry. It's
Lunala.
coming.
Get rid of the leftovers items so that it can't get as much recovery, can't keep reactivating the Shadow Shield. There's also the question of what is his final Pokemon in the back of the party as well.
Well, right now, it's going to be Incineroar taking the board once again here for Riley.
Oh, this thing's
Activity's
dead.
Not gonna matter at
It's
all
so
into the special
dead.
Attacker of Lunala.
Here it
But
comes.
Moon Ice
Here
Beam,
comes his big
he's going
moon
to be able
beams.
to
Here it
start
is.
chipping away
The thing's
at
dead,
this
right?
Whimsicott.
Oh,
And
wait,
you
Sash?
get the
Oh, it has
Combine
Sash.
boost,
Never mind.
It's at least
Has
gonna give
Sash.
you that extra bit of special attack. This Whimsicott is also
Oh,
not
I want
necessarily
Lunala to
one
do
of the
something. It's just not really in a
Pokemon,
position where it
but that Focus Sash is
can
gonna
do a
keep it around
lot.
for one more
I don't know what
turn.
Lunala really
Now
does to
the Ogerpon is
Incineroar
also
because it has
redirected
Moon.
away the
It has Moon Guy's Beam and it
Nice that
has.
you get a chance to bring in this Rillaboom.
Moon Guy's
That's
Beam
gonna
and
be
Moon
the
Blast.
switch in that Dorian wants at
Neither
the
of
end
which is
this
super
turn.
effective on
Get this
Incineroar.
grassy terrain back
This
up and
Incineroar
running,
has Assault
and force
Vest.
Riley into the
How has this
position where
Lunala
you
done
could
so
go for
well
Party
so
Shot if
far?
You want to get this Miraidon in, or you have to go for the manual switch for that electric terrain.
I also like how Dorian was able to position
I guess
this in
Terra
such a
Fairy
way
helps,
where the
but-
Rillaboom could go for a Grassy Glide or a Fake Out into that Whimsicott as well.
Moonblast
Just knock it
is
off the
neutral,
field
but it's
and
a
really
Assault
open
Vest.
things
Like,
up
it's
for
not-
Lunala.
like, it
You
might
had the
two-shot.
protection from the redirection,
plus one,
the
it'll probably
previous turn
two-shot.
from the Encore. Now, worst case scenario, you get locked into Moon Guy's Beam, which is still, I think, a lot easier of a move to pivot in this situation. But we do get the first terrestrialization of the match from Dorian onto the Lunala, so that Fairy typing going to be huge in resisting any attack the Incineroar can at least throw at it.
But even bigger there, it's going to help boost up these Moon Blasts.
I just love Lunala so much. It's such a cool Pokemon. I love it.
Lock this Lunala back into the Moon Guy's Beam that it used previously. Not
Okay,
too
so it's
bad, though,
forced to use
get
Moon
locked
Guy's
into an
Beam.
attack rather than
It's gonna
something
kill
like
the
Calm Mind or
Whimsicott,
Protect.
but
So Moon Guy's Beam into
where's
the
Rillaboom
Incineroar,
doing?
you're still
Oh no,
gonna
it's,
be
oh no,
able
it's
to
not.
do
Sorry, it's gonna go
just
into the
a little bit,
Incineroar. It
start
just doesn't do
whittling
anything.
away
Just
at it,
doesn't do
but
any
it's the
damage.
U-turn into the
Whimsicott
It's
goes.
gonna seal up the deal for that one Pokemon. U-turn as well.
But man,
really
this
nice to be able to
this
cover your
Lunala just
bases
can't
and
do any
just the
damage
ability to
now.
get that
I mean, it can do
last
damage to the
terrain
Miraidon
back
if it
under your
comes in.
control from that Miraidon.
And it at least has the
In
Shadow
most
Shield.
matchups of Miraidon versus any
Raging
of the
Bolt
other
is also not.
restricted,
It's gonna
keeping
struggle
Rillaboom
against the
around on
Incineroar
field
since it has the
to
Assault Vest
consistently
too.
threaten the switch of terrains is so important.
Oh, there goes
So
the
great
leftovers. So
opportunity
no
there
Shadow
from
Shield anymore
Dorian to
either.
keep that Rillaboom around.
Big
I think it
knockouts,
might
though.
just
He's
actually
going to
he
remove
has.
his Lunala's leftovers,
Oh no!
so
He,
it's
oh
gonna be a
sorry,
bit
the
more
terrain.
difficult
Sorry,
once
the
that
terrain.
grassy terrain
Yeah, you have
expires.
brought the Shadow Shield back.
Keep
Very nice.
getting
The
this Shadow
Miraidon.
Shield back up and running. Fourth and final
Since
Pokemon
the
for Dorian,
the
though,
Lunala
is
has a
going to be
Calm
this
Mind,
Raging
right? So
Bolt in this
Miraidon
game
probably
number
it's not even
one.
gonna
Riley
come
still
close to
has
one-shotting
yet
it.
to reveal what his is going to be.
Shadow
This is a
Shield and
lifeline
Calm Mind,
Raging
yeah, it's not
Bolt,
going to come close.
Thunderclap, Thunderbolt, Draco Meteor.
But at least you
definitely
can
more on the
reset the terrain
offensive side, and I
potentially.
think
But the
that's a good
electric
opportunity
terrain
for
would help
Dorian to
Raging
keep
Bolt
the board
too.
pressure here. But the big question that I have, though, is will Riley send back the Miraidon once again, possibly forcing Dorian to just immediately switch out that Raging Bolt and send in the Rillaboom to get rid of that terrain once more? Or if we're going to see Riley, you know, mix things up up a bit. He's taking his time to think about it. It's a
Yeah,
tough
he's really
choice
taking
to
his
make.
time to think about this.
It's definitely difficult. I think you have like
Ryder
two
looks like a
major threats on the
statue right
field
now.
here.
He's like,
Your Dorian, you also don't want to give over the electric terrain to a
ooh,
raging
Iron
Bolt.
Crown,
Could absolutely use
fun.
that to bolster up
Okay,
its
what
own
does this
electric
do?
attacks, but
Moongeist beam it, just see what happens.
Riley's reveal of the Iron Crown. So that has that natural synergy with that Miraidon. If
Wait, did he just Moongeist beam into the Incineroar?
But it's not so bad to have a steel type attack.
What the?
Into this Lunala.
Is he predicting
Exactly.
a switch?
Iron Crown, I think, got a little bit of heat earlier on in the season where it was
Did
really
I
only
s-
used with
I must have
those
misread that,
psychic
right?
terrain teams alongside of an Indeedee.
Dude, look at the Iron Crown he's looking at like that. His neck's doing 90s.
Psychic steel type gets access to Champion Cutter,
Speaking
which
of
is
necks.
a signature move that can deal 2 hits.
Funny.
And otherwise
Funny
just
long
put a ton
neck.
of board pressure down onto the Lunala. Also has Psychic
Okay, the
Noise
Protect
as
comes
well,
out.
which is a move that we've seen a lot of Farigiraf make use of.
Yeah, it would be nice if you're actually able to lane that
Moongeist, did he Moongeist beam into the Incineroar just with
That
chippies?
recovery at the end of those turns,
Yeah, he did. He protect. Oh, he must have protected the Protect. He's just trying to get chippies. Oh, he's just trying to kill this thing. Oh, it's just not enough. Wow, it's just not enough. I mean, he can thunderclap it, but still, damn. Never mind, he can't.
U-turn, chipping away ever so slightly at that Lunala's health pool.
All you need is 1 HP of damage in order to break the Shadow Shield. So, unfortunately, the Lunala will have
Incineroar,
to live
there's been
with that
so
little
many
bit of chip
Pokemon
damage
just
as
living on
Miraidon
one.
will come back out onto the field, and I'm very curious
And
to see
that
here what
Shadow
we're gonna see
Shield is
activate
gone.
with the
Is he
Board
gonna
Drive,
switch?
What stat the Iron Crown's going to boost.
A lot of Iron Crowns. They
Special
either go
attack
for
on Iron Crown
speed
goes
or
up
they
too.
go for that special attack. In this
Ooh.
case, Riley's is
That's
going
a
to get a
scary
special attack
situation.
boost
He
thanks
stays
to that
in.
Board
He
Drive,
stays in.
and that'll be really nice. I mean, you have a lot of
Damn,
options
he's
here
just like
to make
throwing this
sure
thing
that
to the
you're able
wind.
to,
I think with a Calm Mind
put
up, he
down
could
that
probably live and
damage,
hit
even
though,
if you
right?
wanted to. We actually could see a Terra. This Iron Crown is Terra Ground. It could go for a Terra Ground Terra Blast into that Raging Bolt if you really don't want to try to play
He's
your
oh
odds there.
yeah, he's bringing the
Riley, of
Rillaboom
course,
back
has a
in. That
Dragon
makes
Pulse
sense.
instead, so you can still
Yeah, he's
do
gonna weaken.
some
He's gonna
super
weaken
effective
the
damage, but
Miraidon a
Dorian
ton with
doesn't
this.
want
Actually, that's good
any of
play.
that smoke. He's gonna remove this Raging Bolt in favor of the Rillaboom to take that Hadron Engine away.
What a tough decision to make here, though, because at the end of the day, while you do want to remove the electric
Grassy
terrain
Surge
from
is
the
good
field,
too. Bring
you
the health
also
back
wanna
up.
make sure that the Lunala is
Quark,
going to
Quark
be
Drive
able to
wearing
find
off
some
too. Very
damage
good.
here.
Miraidon goes with Volt Switch. He's going to tank that
Unfortunately,
nicely now.
we'll be taking
Yep,
damage
doesn't
from
do
this
much
Volt Switch and
damage.
Potentially an attack from the Iron Crown as well.
Definitely had to do
Whereas
that though. I
Riley's
wonder if did
free
Demon
to
Geist beam into the
send
Iron
that
Crown? Because if he
Miraidon
did,
once
it's going to
again at the
die.
end of the turn to get that terrain back.
Yeah, Volt Switch is so nice.
Yeah,
to be
sadly,
able to
Miraidon has
win
lost its
out
hard on.
the inevitable war that you're going to have with these terrains. Incineroar hitting the field once again, though. Even though it does have a sliver of HP, it still has that utility. And the Intimidate drop going to matter a lot.
Oh, Tachyon card. Oh, the crits!
I don't think that critical hit matters at all because that second hit that you are guaranteed is surely to pick it up. So Lunala is
Wait, did he just
out of
double
here
crit?
just like that.
Just like that.
Damn.
And very unfortunate for Dorian as
Is
his
that
final two
double
Pokemon,
crit?
the
Is that
Raging Bolt
guaranteed? What
and
just happened?
Rillaboom are in a
Holy
bit of a
shit,
tough
that's so
position.
unfortunate.
At least
Oh, I
that
feel
this
bad
Raging
now. That
Bolt
was
can
really
still do some
unfortunate.
really good damage
That's
against
really
the
messed things
opposing
up there.
Iron Crown against that Miraidon as well if it can land.
It's a high crit ratio move. I mean, I think that did matter because of the Calm Mind.
Dorian's been put on
Like,
the
yeah, he
back
may have been
foot
weak
by
to
that
it, but he
play.
had the Calm
Really
Mind
has
up.
to find an
And if you
opening to
crit,
go
you
on
bypass the
attack,
boost anyway,
especially
so
with
it would have done a
Terrestrialization still
ton
available.
less damage.
That Iron Crown has been such
Don't
a
say the
good
announcers
way
big
for
dumb,
Riley.
okay? I know a lot of these announcers
I
first
feel
off, and they're
so
very
bad
nice
watching
people.
that.
And also,
That was
like,
a
it's
double
easy to
crit
forget
from
about,
the
like, the
Tachyon cutter.
small
You
things
could
in the
even
battle
see
like
Riley
that.
start to
Considering the
cringe
Calm
just a
Mind
little
happened
bit
about
watching that
7,000
all
years
play
ago.
out before him. You definitely want to win the game, but it doesn't feel great to win just like that. Now, though, Dorian down to his final two Pokemon. You've got the Raging Bolt as well as
Oh, it's
that
not a high
Rillaboom.
crit ratio move?
Still
I thought it
more
was.
of this match to play out, though. Riley's gonna have
And the reason I
terrain
thought it
as
was
soon
is
as
because
that
someone in
Miraidon
chat said it was.
comes back in.
So I just believed
It
them
is,
mindlessly.
And it's possible we're going to see this Incineroar quickly try and land a U-turn to get that damage or get that terrain right back. Woodhammer into the protecting Iron Crown though, and here it is. That pivot that is so important in these matchups.
Oh, it's
Once
not. Never
again,
mind. Okay, it's
Miraidon
not.
Can return to the field, and it's really Iron Crown's game to win right now.
It really is. I mean, you bring the Miraidon back in, it's still also
I will
looking
say, after a
very, very
recent Then We
healthy
Fight
at that
video I
full
did,
HP.
Iron Crown has earned my
Rillaboom
endless
worse
respect.
for wear. Now, without the grassy terrain, doesn't have that
I'll just say,
opportunity to
Iron
go for
Crown has done a
something
lot
like
of
that priority
work in
grassy
a
glide,
in a
and
video
you're also
that
just gonna be doing
I was a
less
part
damage
of
overall
recently.
from the Woodhammer
A lot
as
of
well.
work.
Intimidate drops around. It's looking very difficult here for Dorian to try.
Not as
to
much
find
work
his way
as,
back
you know, for
in.
example, a
Yeah.
Gamer Subs would do for you if you were to use code Patterrz as a Gamer Subs to get one of these fantastic, delicious flavors, maybe more than one actually, a caffeine or caffeine-free, depending on your preference. Less than $1 per serving with international shipping included, and you can save money using code Patterrz as a Gamer Subs. Not as much work as code Patterrz is doing for you, but still a lot of work
again,
regardless.
Just how powerful Miraidon is. Attacking Cutter will bring
Ooh, I think it's a wrap. Yeah, this is definitely looking like a wrap.
One more wood hammer here.
It's just not doing any damage. Oof, it's just not enough.
I mean, good for the Rillaboom. Maybe it's not enough, so it doesn't actually get the knockout on itself, but you are going to see Dorian throw in the towel for this game number 1.
Yeah, there it goes. That makes sense. That was only the first rounds, the first match of this round, though, so we are getting into the second one right now. Here we go. Okay, leading off with Lulana. Is this the same lead as last time? Immediately replacing the Electric Surge with the Grassy Surge. He's probably going to Volt Switch out first turn, I would imagine.
Go for a fake out into the Incineroar with a Calm Mind on
Intimidate comes out, probably not doing a huge amount, doesn't really care too much.
Dorian lock into that play again because it's not necessarily a bad play for him. You get that Calm Mind boost immediately. You ensure that even if you do take a little bit of damage from a Volt Switch from Rhydon on the way out, you're able to get that bulk going, get that damage going, and again, just start yourself off on the right foot. Riley has to pivot this Miraidon here if he wants to keep the terrain, if he wants to ensure that a potential Iron Crown in the back will have those openings.
Well, this could be a big play here.
Touch Uncut would never kill without a crit. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, Double. That does make sense.
But there's a switch that comes through first. Riley
yeah, most of the game, honestly, most of the game on Subside Drink is caffeine-free. Iron Crown comes in. What does the Incineroar do? We have a Terrestrialization right off the bat as well, probably into Lunala. Yep, there it is, into Lunala, going into Fairy again. I'm going, it's like the opposite of Danny Phantom.
Right off the bat. I know we saw in
instead of going Ghost, he's going
there was an attempt at landing a Moonblast
Fairy. I don't know.
Riley's Pokemon did not make it thanks to the Whimsicott.
Ooh, fake out doing nothing.
Here, now is the opportunity to go for it.
Terra Moonblast going into Iron Crown? Yep, Terra Moonblast going into Iron Crown doing nothing.
It's just the timing,
ooh, that was a good play.
Right?
That was a good switch.
So beneficial to make sure
ooh, that's a lot of damage. And the burn! Oh, dude, Dorian is getting buggered by RNG in this. The crit in the last game and the burn now. Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Low HP.
Even if the burn didn't come through there, the fact that the Rillaboom is within KO range from another attack from the Incineroar or the Iron Crown means that
I wonder if he's starting to tilt now. He's trying to Moongeist Beam into the Iron Crown.
From getting that Miraidon total control of the
he's like, I just wanted this thing dead. And so is he switching out? He's switching out to preserve the Grassy Surge, which is smart because the Miraidon's going to come back in eventually.
Yes, you can still withdraw your Rillaboom. Yes, it'll still be able to come back.
Where's the bingo? Mark it off in the bingo. Mark it off in the bingo.
But there is a timer on that Pokemon.
Yeah, Iron Crown is... I genuinely underestimated Iron Crown for the longest time. It's a very good mon.
You were hoping to get a chance to see, so
ooh, what's coming in here? Is it going to be a Rillaboom? Miraidon switches in. I think he's going to switch in the Rillaboom next turn then. Ooh, the Quark Drive comes up. Uh-oh. 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 Tachyon Cutter. Ooh, the Shadow Shield is broken. Oh, that does a lot of damage.
Down to the red and with no recovery available outside.
Moongeist Beam comes through though. That's probably going to take out the Iron Crown, but man, that is a scary mon. I didn't realize how scary that thing is.
With the Iron Crown taken out by
jeez.
Moongeist Beam.
And now the Miraidon just runs rampant. With the Shadow Shield gone and so low on health, it's just going to run rampant.
One of two major attackers on his team, with the Miraidon being the other one. It's on the field, it's ready to go, and honestly, if you anticipate
that's a lot of damage.
In their Rillaboom here to get that terrain back, you can just go for a Dragon Pulse or maybe just another Volt Switch on that Pokemon. Do plenty of damage to the Lunala to pick up the KO.
That boost with the Quark Drive is so good for Iron Crown. It's ridiculous. Oh, I forgot about Whimsicott too. Riley's team is very, very good. Very good.
Also going to help with that if you wanted to lay down a Tailwind.
As much as I want Lunala to be good,
from here, I think Riley already put himself
in I feel like it struggles in this format.
Iron Crown has done a lot of the work it's needed to, and gets to go take a nice rest after that.
A nice rest indeed. Also, I love how the Whimsicott came out on the field here because, like you mentioned, you know, it does provide that Tailwind support, does also have that...
Oh, we have the Terrestrialization most likely on Miraidon.
Keeping tabs on what Dorian can and can't...
No, onto Whimsicott?
We have a
Terra Ghost Whimsicott.
Whimsicott not
wow. Probably for fake outs, just for fake outs, right?
So you could just try to get some damage down a little bit later.
If he knockoffs it now, it's gonna be so funny.
So you can't actually use a prankster.
Does he live? He does live.
Already gonna make sure that it's gonna be down in the red once again.
What is Incineroar's item? Safety goggles? I think it is.
It's got Moonblast as one of its attacks. So
he might have predicted the Terra, honestly. That would have been crazy if he predicted the Terra.
Everything is so low already.
If he knockoffs into the Whimsicott, it's gonna be so funny.
From something in order to take it out.
Well, that
Moonblast
into the protects.
Lunala, but again, Riley just finding this great opportunity to pivot
Parting shot, okay.
that Miraidon, and while Dorian can
this seems like a really uphill battle for Dorian to come back now, because he's so low on health.
Well, I think at this
and Miraidon
point,
just outspeeds everything. Just look at his team; it's so beaten up now.
Rillaboom is on such low life, but you want to try to get this Ogerpon down in front of the targets. I'd love to see. That would be the Incineroar. That's kind of the biggest threat that Ogerpon looks at. Is like, I would
and
love to
everything is
just
such high health on Riley's side too.
And so now you do have the opportunity to do that, or at the very least, you have the opportunity to follow me. That's another piece of this Ogerpon's kit that is so valuable when you are trying to protect something like this Lunala that can be a little bit frail on its own.
Moongeist beam the Whimsicott, do it.
The opportunity as well for this Lunala.
I think Whimsicott probably still kills Lunala. Actually, I don't know. Well, no, surely, right? I mean, I know it's not strong, but it's Moonblast stab, right?
Right now, I think Dorian's making a bit of a risky read here.
I've never participated in a VGC tournament. I am too lazy, and it's way too hard.
You have to hope that you're able to land that attack.
I don't think Lunala got a Carmine, did it?
And force Miraidon back out onto the field
the switch out
before your Rillaboom's time is up.
Either way, this Ogerpon is going to be able to do a lot of damage. That resist is gone. That Iron Crown is already going to be
If Dorian can claw this back, I'd be really impressed.
That could be in the back. Nothing is going to want to take this Ogerpon's Ivy.
There's the fake out.
The fake out, in fact, actually
Moonblast.
does go over into the Lunala.
Kills Incineroar.
Moonblast to pick it up. We do see Dorian have to sacrifice his Incineroar for hopefully the greater good as the Ogerpon does.
Ivy Cudgel goes into Incineroar, knocks it out. Okay.
And so
now the Miraidon is forced out, and he can permanently remove the Electric Surge. Okay. If he brings out Rillaboom now, then yeah, he permanently gets rid of the Electric Surge. Oh no, what?
Momentum in Riley's
no, never mind.
Given how little health Rillaboom has.
Wait, what goes?
And how much health the Miraidon and Whimsicott
okay, never mind. Okay, it does. Okay, yeah, it gets rid of it. Sorry, it didn't happen immediately, or like the Rillaboom came out first, so I got a little bit confused. But yes, you get rid of the permanent, you get rid of the Electric Surge permanently now.
It does still have the Sturdy ability active, which means it will take 2 hits to pick up a KO on it here. Whimsicott certainly can break the Sturdy ability, but how much damage is Miraidon going to take this turn?
Can Ogerpon take? I mean, honestly, he has Ogerpon still.
Crit rate. So Dorian right now, he sees the
Whimsicott's going to be so annoying now.
You have choice picks on this Miraidon on Riley's side, so there's no way to actually stop this play from coming through, and Ogerpon is still quite fast. So even if you do get taken down to the Sturdy, you've already got the fake out, which is like the biggest benefit, and you get the Ivy Cudgel to follow it up. We're going to see this Miraidon take a ton of
fake
damage.
out. Fake out into the Miraidon. Fair enough.
Stop it in its tracks for now, as the
Whimsicott goes to the Moonblast, is going to break the Sturdy on the Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel goes into the Miraidon, deals a lot of damage, no crits.
And that is still significant. If you're able
this is closer than I thought it would be.
Get this damage through, then you could be okay. At this point too, Rillaboom.
I mean, the Miraidon just runs a train. Does he switch out the Rillaboom? I think he switches out the Rillaboom, right?
Value here, that flinch was so
U-turn.
Unfortunately now, though, I think what you would normally like to see is no burn on your Rillaboom so that you can Grassy Glide into that Miraidon for the KO. I think with the burn, that's going to be a tough thing to ask for. It's all down to this Ogerpon at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It needs to find a knockout
that burn really
sucks. And then it needs to keep enough health so it can get 2 hits against the Whimsicott.
At this point, I think leave the Whimsicott alone. Like, yes, it's still doing a bunch of damage. It still has its Focus Sash intact, but you're really hoping at this point that Riley is going to make.
I mean, maybe there's still a way back here.
I mean, that's exactly what it is, though.
I laugh because, like, it is Riley.
Spiky Shields can stall another turn.
Ogerpon.
He's just going for cheat. He just wants to kill that Miraidon. Yeah. The Specs Dragon Pulse. He's locked himself into Dragon Pulse. Oh, they want that Ogerpon dead.
Rillaboom to at least do something.
I think crit Ivy Cudgel might have killed, but the U-turn does a tiny bit more chip.
Here for this ride on shake off. Even with the U-turn, you're still chipping away at it. You're able to bring.
You know, actually, this could be. Oh, this could be huge. Wait, he can still do this.
Alive to get a follow me this next turn.
Because either attack is going to kill Miraidon. Whimsicott can't do much. Oh shit! Wait, he could do this. Dorian could actually do this. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Really healthy right now.
Lunala's getting so much health back.
But I think it certainly
he could do it. He could do it. He could do it. He could do it. Oh, Ogabon has follow me. Ogabon has follow me. Holy shit, he could do it.
And it's possible given how that
is he swapping?
A single moon
oh, he's swapping. Okay.
Pick up the KO there, but we don't see any attempts of redirection.
Oh, that's a crazy play.
Instead, Rillaboom returning to the field once again.
Well, you don't have to. I think you're hoping that the Lunala is tanky enough to
follow me. Moongeist Beam would have done it, right?
You can't hit the Dragon Pulse into.
Oh, you know what? It works out. It works out, dude. Oh no, I forgot he's fucking specs. He can't kill the Lunala. He specs. Lunala just straight up wins.
That damage back there with that Moongeist Beam, and yeah.
There it is. Yeah, Lunala just wins. Actually, I mean, there's still the Whimsicott, but like, he's just gaining way too much health. Unless he crits. But I mean, there's still the Ogapon in the back too. That's GG's. Dorian actually brought it back. Not bad, Dorian. What a comeback, man. What a comeback. Some good games going on today. Proper good games.
I think all he has to do now is just follow me and go for another move.
That was a great game there. Yeah, we go to a third match. That was a really, really good game there. Whimsicott, yeah. I mean, this is follow me. Moongeist Beam just wraps it up there. Very, very good game there. Super impressive plays. I'm so excited to see Lunala actually getting some kills here as well. Locking itself into Dragon Pulse was probably the nail in the coffin there, because just can't touch the Lunala from there.
Here you go, indeed.
There it is. Goes on to Sash, and then, you know, next turn, same thing again. Follow me, and that's it. All right, go into the third game. Nice. Okay, you like to see some good video gaming. Yo, Victor! Victor, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Victor, for the 10 gifties. I really appreciate that. That is super nice of you. Always pay your gifter. Thank you very much indeed. Absolute legend, Victor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Much appreciated. And if you get gifted a membership, you get early access to videos. So how's that? Thank you so much.
For these matchups. Once again, it's going
to all right, let's get it. We're into the next round. Same leads. Is it same leads again?
So last time around we did
no, we're not doing wheel today.
And I don't think that's a risk that Dorian can
also, I think
here for a
5, 5, and 10. I think we're on 20 anyway.
I did
but yeah, I'm not doing wheels.
Offense with that Lunala pretty aggressively in game number 2.
Incineroar and Miraidon.
Try and go for that opportunity again.
Come on, Lunala, you got this.
On the other hand, though,
you got this, buddy.
You have to assume that one of these Pokemon is going to switch out, if not
yeah,
both.
day 2 is in 4 hours.
I don't know about
exciting
that.
stuff, though. Super exciting stuff.
It's okay to try to just stay in and see kind of what's going on here. I think if you do allow Dorian to start to set up and stack these Calm Minds, though, it could become problematic. Especially when that is going to be increasing not only your special attack, but also that special defense stat. Might not have worked out in that game number 1, but didn't even need him for that game number 2, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh, in 3 hours.
At the very least,
immediately Terra Fairy.
Going to help with this defensive typing to make sure you're not taking a Dragon Pulse or a super.
Chat, let's just stay live and then watch all of day 2. Thoughts?
Don't get a chance to see what it does for this turn, but at the very least,
let's just let's stay live. Fuck about for a few hours.
And at
start day 2, watch the entire 12 hours of day 2. Why not? You know what? Why not? I ain't got anywhere else to be.
I think grassy terrain will be enough this turn to bring Lunala back up.
I could not. I'm already sick. I think I would die. I would collapse into a gleaming schlop of gray goo.
Yes, the Shadow Shield would be nice to be able to make sure that you can actually.
If I had the stamina, that would be sick. But I don't have the stamina for that.
Protect if you really wanted to, but you're also not threatened by any type of super effective damage or even Hadron engine.
I'm so happy that so many of you guys are down for that. That's so cool, though. Oh, Miraidon goes for the Volt Switch. Oh, it's a crit. Dude, Dorian is getting fucked in this. This is insane.
I think we all saw that crit, and that was through the special defense boost that this Lunala is going to have the Volt Switch once again.
Without Shadow Shield, that guy just dies.
Lunala, this poor thing. I feel like the Calm Mind boost almost worked against it sometimes.
Yeah,
Did he get Calm Mind as well?
Turn in order to give yourself that special attack and special defense boost, but it is unfortunate when things just do not come through. Moongeist Beam from this Lunala will target down the Incineroar.
Just doesn't do much into Incineroar. It's not a good start for Dorian in this round. Not a great start.
Will at least give himself the opportunity to switch his own Rillaboom out and threaten that terrain switch once again.
Still pretty healthy, though. I think the Lunala is not necessarily in the worst spot. Yes, you do have to worry about something like the fake out.
July Subathon is here. Or just stream worlds.
Also strike back. This is the perfect
Imagine that.
target that this Ogerpon would like to see with the Incineroar on the other side. And the Iron Crown is also
Iron Crown just takes out. Oh, that's such a bad crit.
Exactly, and you also
that's a really tough crit.
On that Lunala, as there is no Whimsicott
Dorian has to be so pissed right now. So I'd be pissed if I was Dorian.
Wanted to here, he could just protect and Spiky Shield, just see what Riley is thinking about, and then go ahead and
goes for the switch though.
That in the next coming turn.
Well, it's not going to be the Spiky Shield, but we are going to see the Protect from the Lunala. Definitely one way that you can just kind of start to play it safe, but you have to figure out maybe this Ogerpon is not actually going to be able to see the light of day. You want to keep that sturdy intact as well. That is something you have to think about. And
I don't think you follow me because Tachyon hits twice.
Lose that.
So
Ogerpon's just going to manually
you wouldn't hang on with sturdy.
Incineroar now going to be the fourth and final reveal for Dorian in this game number 3.
Is this a Protect from Lunala here? Any thinkers? Any protectors? Any protectors in chat? Good little withdrawal, little runaway, little baby, little baby.
More revolving Pokemon around the field right now as Miraidon will come back
Ooh,
out
the
onto
Miraidon
the field.
switches in. Look at that.
Being able to continue that fake out pressure on Dorian's side of the field for yet another turn is really important for his strategy right now.
Needs that Rillaboom to come back in.
This Iron Crown getting that special attack.
I wonder how Miraidon players feel that they have to fight Rillaboom in every single match they've ever played.
Lunala for something like this Tachyon Cutter.
Oh, Tachyon Cutter comes in, doesn't do any damage. Gets a little bit of Lefty's recovery, but oh, did he even get Lefty's recovery? Has he been knocked off? I think he's been knocked off.
On the opposition, you have to worry about the Miraidon. You gotta have to shut off this electric terrain. It's nice that you're able to do that twice for the Quark Drive and the Miraidon, but this poor Lunala, gotta preserve it for later.
You do. I wonder though if we'll see.
Yeah, Iron Crown is a massive bitch for Dorian. I mean, the main answer he has for it is Moongeist Beam. Moongeist Beam probably just like kills it in most situations, but Moongeist Beam right now would kill it, but it's hard to even get that off.
It does seem like Iron Crown would be a very tempting target for terrestrialization.
It does appear that way, but it is going to be the Rillaboom that comes back out, so I think it's a tough call. Like, if you want to actually invest the terrestrialization right now, it does mean that you don't actually have it for later. But here's the Rillaboom at the very least to shut off this terrain. There is no terrestrialization. It's just going to be the Electro Drift.
Oh, he tanks! No Surge!
And safe as the
Assault Vest! Oh, the Rillaboom is the tank!
Does take about half damage.
Damn! Rillaboom is so tanky. That's awesome. Parting shot into the Iron Crown.
It is by far.
Is this a way to like maneuver Lunala back out? Maybe? Or Ogerpon? I would assume Lunala, because he wants to kill that Iron Crown with a Moongeist Beam. Yeah, Lunala's coming back out now. This is still like a tough situation. Lunala's just too low after that crit. It's just too low.
So a very safe play from Dorian there. And again, we're going to keep seeing this revolving door of Pokemon play out in game number 3.
Revolving door of Pokemon. She said the thing. She said the thing. She said the thing. She said the thing.
Unfortunately for this,
my British or Australian, take guess.
Still needs the support of its partner Pokemon to try and find an opening here, as the Iron Crown can very easily target it down.
But it isn't just about the terrain control at this point. It's also about making sure that you can actually start to get damage. Again, Miraidon, one of the things that it wants to do best is just try to keep getting consistent amounts of damage down, and we're kind of seeing that. HP differential is starting to rack up a little bit in Riley's favor.
Yeah, Miraidon's just putting on so much pressure right now.
Just getting control of the terrain, you need to also be doing a little bit extra on top of that. Rillaboom, though, knows it is one of the slower things in regards to this Iron Crown as well as
Incineroar's back out.
It is not safe to just sit around and find out with something like the U-turn. It's just going to have to get out of there with the Incineroar now going to come back in.
Electro Drift. Is that going to kill?
I mean,
yeah, it's going to kill. It just puts on too much pressure. Miraidon is so good. Miraidon and Iron Crown against this Lunala team is just so powerful. Honestly, the fact that Dorian got a win is very admirable. But I just don't see how you can come back from that now. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out if he can or not, but I just don't know if he can. Another crit. What is with all these crits? It's ridiculous.
Two special attackers around to really root the core of his strategy around the damage and the potential that they have on the field. I really love how he's just been unafraid.
I mean, it's possible. He definitely could come back.
We were just saying, to be dealing that consistent amount of damage and not fight.
But it's going to be very hard.
Using the knowledge he's gained over the past 2 games to realize, yes, this is great, but at the same time, I don't necessarily need
Crowdon's worse because it's a physical attacker. That's like it. Because it's a physical attacker and Fluttermane exists.
Yes, it's so fun to focus on.
Crowdon sees Fluttermane and has a heart attack and dies. Unfortunately. I love Crowdon, but man, it's just, it just gets gobbled. It just gets gobbled up by Fluttermane.
Naturally, it's a very
And if you have to run Clear Amulet to make sure you don't get destroyed by Intimidate and Parting Shot, like, it's tough.
There's no call into this Protect. It's just Electro Drift after Electro Drift.
It's not looking so good.
A humongous amount of damage from that. With the Tachyon Cutter going into the Ogre Pawn instead, it does give a little bit.
We're going to see Flare Blitz into the Iron Crown? No, Incineroar Parting Shots. I don't know what the idea is here. This Iron Crown's still full HP.
Out of here, but the damage has kind of been done. At this point, Riley can sit there with one of the fastest Pokemon on the field with this.
Don't want Dorian to win. Damn, what did he do to you?
Hammering away with
Lunala's so cool.
Yeah, when we were talking about,
I hate it when they make purple legendaries fight against each other. Why can't they just get along?
Forced itself to lock into the Dragon Breath or Dragon Pulse just because it didn't want to.
Dragon Breath? Imagine using Dragon Breath
against these grass type Pokemon. But now we're in that.
No, he's already lost his heavy hitter. I just don't know how. I mean, Ogerpon is the biggest heavy hitter he has left, and it just doesn't do anything to Iron Crown.
Knowing just how many boosts that the Miraidon has on its side, so that the damage still will equal out.
But calling back to that game number 2, we're in a pretty different situation now, where Riley actually does have more Pokemon in the back.
That too.
So while we do end up seeing Dorian try to hover over this similar play,
imagine he just starts using Dragon Breath. Yeah, I use it because I want to get the Paralysis. Obviously, Paralysis is like really good, so I just want to get the Paralysis. I know it's weak, but like, oh, here's the Whimsicott.
With this fake out, you may break this Focus Sash, but you still have to.
That's a decent chunk of damage.
Cudgel and Whimsicott.
Oh, there goes Whimsicott. Okay, we got a kill. We got a KO.
I think, like,
we're on the board, folks. We're on the board.
A whole lot more to do in this match. You still are trying to figure out, how do I actually get.
Ooh, Tachyon Cutter. Is it going to get another crit? It did not get another crit.
Without the threat of something like a fake out.
I think the Whimsicott's main goal, honestly, throughout this entire matchup was to be on the field in front of Lunala and was to scare it away from going for those protects, to scare it away for going for those Calm Minds. And now that the Lunala isn't a threat anymore, I think Riley made a very good call there, switching it in.
This Miraidon just does so much damage.
To get Miraidon off the field and back on the
Electro Drift just destroys.
Health, mind you.
Am I going to be in the Gen 4 24-hour Shiny Hunt event? I am. I am going to be in it.
I have the Pokemon advantage. I have the ability to make this switch.
He is still trying his best to win this.
That's not the tool
I don't know how the comeback can happen, considering Iron Crown is just like so dominant, and there's a Miraidon right there too. There's just way too much damage coming out from these mons.
It's going to tank an attack and sort of sacrifice itself in front of both of these.
This has been a long stream though, and you know what? We've got like plenty more stream left to go. I didn't realize this would be so long. But it's nice hanging out with you guys, just like chilling. I appreciate the gifts as well. All the gifters, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Miraidon, okay, you have.
It's down to just Ogerpon and Rillaboom.
But this is what you wanted if you're Riley. Rillaboom is stuck on the field now. That is really, really big. Yep. Now you have an opportunity to actually get this Miraidon off, maybe sacrifice your own Incineroar, and what better way to get this Incineroar in here than from front of 2 physical.
Yeah, we still have 3 more rounds to go. We have round 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, honestly,
and we have Aaron Trailer in round 8, which I do know of. I don't know if I've ever met Aaron.
Part of your game-winning play to pick up that KO on the Rillaboom. We saw
I haven't met Aaron before.
Already. That is more than enough to pick
I
up the
don't
KO
think so. I have heard of Aaron. I don't think I've met him before.
So again, Riley just making sure that he has the tools that he needs to continue to play through his win conditions.
Here's the switch, though, right? Incineroar still in the back means that it can help out its pal Miraidon by taking its place to tank these two attacks coming back in. Another Intimidate drop as well onto both the Rillaboom, and the Ogerpon is going to make this Miraidon stay around the field even longer, as the Ivy Cudgel down into this Incineroar isn't actually even enough to get the knockout now because of all of those.
There it goes. It's Jover, folks. It's Jover. It's Jover. It's Jover.
Stick around on the field too.
It's not looking so good. I don't know how a Rillaboom can possibly bring it back by himself. Ogerpon is gone, and I think that Rillaboom is shortly to follow after. Yeah, Miraidon's going to come in. Miraidon can drag and pulse. Iron Crown him right. Yeah, he's just not going to be able to do it, unfortunately. He did try his absolute best.
After that 2-1 victory.
You know, Riley is playing so cool.
Riley did
I
try.
feel like we're back at a regional
Oh, sorry, Dorian
championship.
did try. Dorian tried his best.
Final switch.
It simply was not to be, though, unfortunately.
You don't have to worry about it taking big damage from.
But all right, next round we have Javier versus Hirofumi. Oh, Hirofumi's a cool name. All right, can I go back and see the teams really quickly? Okay, Riley, I think you're a little bit biased. Oh, okay, so we have Hirofumi has a Calyrex Ice Rider team with Chi-Yu. That's an interesting. Beads of Ruin is interesting to pair with Calyrex. Fluttermane! Sorry, I just like Fluttermane a lot. And let's see. And we have a Miraidon team with Iron Hands and Iron Leaves. Ooh, Iron Leaves. Okay. I see. Okay, here we go.
Let's get into game one, our first win and in of the weekend.
Into round number 6 with an Iron Leaves player and Fluttermane. Chat, are you rooting for Fluttermane or Iron Leaf?
Matchup here, potentially a lot of damage going either direction.
Who do you want to win?
Make things a little bit more difficult for this Miraidon. Remind us of a time
when Fluttermane is really good against Miraidon.
VGC threatening the potential of some
I know she was very good against Incineroar too, but you have to fake out. But of course, can't fake out the
Fluttermane. One of the strong restrictors, but one of the big adjustments in the metagame has gone from either Terra.
Oh, no Iron Leaves in this matchup. Okay.
Most Miraidon, including Javier's, are now Terra.
Oh, fuck, we're watching a Spanish player. Anyone speak Spanish here? What does Danza Espada mean?
But that really is a fun look on this team, right? I think we often kind of just see the restricted Pokemon and a bunch of supportive Pokemon.
I guess Puno means punch.
Pokemon on this team that can do some serious damage.
Yeah, but some of those Pokemon in the backs we saw would not appreciate.
Oh, Swords Dance. Okay, well, thank you.
Their way if they want.
Ooh, so many Spanish speakers in chat today. Goodness me, look at you all. Look at those Spanish speakers.
Onto Hirofumi's side of the field instead. Iron Hand's going to swap in, activating that Electric Seed held item, boosting its defense.
Okay, Electric Seed to boost up. Nice. Iron Hands and Miraidon, crazy combination.
Miraidon giving it an attack boost.
Ooh, is that Terra Fluttermane?
What type of deal is
No, it's a Terra Miraidon going Terra Fairy.
Dragon typing into the Fairy this time around.
Good defensive typing to have there. Also got Dazzling Gleam.
From Hirofumi's Fluttermane. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, protect from Fluttermane.
Just protecting here on this turn. Now it's going to be up to the.
Oh, it's a double protect. Okay.
As well. So now Miraidon's not going to get any damage.
Yeah, I mean, a little scouting turn for Hirofumi there, but I don't know if you're that upset if you're
just trying to figure out what's going on. Fair enough. Now, you have to understand, all these people that play on stream are people that are undefeated so far. Which is why they get them. They get undefeated people that are playing against each other to play on stream because it's entertaining to see, you know, the very good players that are doing very well.
I think since Miraidon has used it already, but you know, if Javier can get rid of that Fluttermane, potentially Iron Hands could be looking pretty good in this matchup.
Yeah, Iron Hands can no longer.
I am shocked that they didn't get Wolfie to play on stream the first day if he went undefeated the entire day.
On the first turn here for Javier.
I wonder why they didn't.
Javier will swap Urshifu.
Maybe they're like keeping it for tomorrow. They're like, oh, people are gonna watch this tomorrow. Dazzling Gleam goes into the Urshifu, does a lot of damage, and it's going to get finished up and clocked up. Urshifu goes down.
On the other side with those resisted, but yet always critically striking, surging strikes here.
A rough game for that Urshifu, but perhaps doing what it needs to do there, allowing some damage to go down onto the Fluttermane, maybe putting it in range where a Dazzling Gleam could do some serious work on this turn.
Now Miraidon will swap out. Remember, this is a choice specs Miraidon, which is
I think every single Miraidon I've seen is choice specs. But my god, it does so much damage.
Of course, you can only click that.
Wait, does Hirofumi not have a Rillaboom? Oh no. That's a tough matchup. If you don't have a Rillaboom into Miraidon, that's tough.
Yeah, so it's sort of interesting spot here where Javier still can't really set up with this Iron Hands without trading really aggressively. Where
they stopped showing undefeated for round 7 and 8. Oh,
there's the target into the Miraidon. Doesn't even bring it down to half HP though. And there's Dazzling Gleam spread.
Oh, that is so much damage.
To its focus sash. So
not even an electric type move, but you still get a special attack buff for being in the Hadron Engine.
Get the boost as well.
And you get
a fairy type, so it's a lot of damage.
And you get specs, and you get Terra Fairy Stab. So, oh wait, is it? Oh, it's dead. It's dead.
And on the third strike,
there goes Miraidon. All right, cleared up. You know, Flutter May trade for Miraidon is huge. Actually, Hirofumi is doing really good right now.
The 1 HP or Shifu.
It could, I guess the Swords Dance could be an option as well, but yeah, we do see it just picking up this easy knockout, and the Pokemon are falling quickly now. Both sides.
Oh yeah, Pokemon are just dropping left and right. We're down to a 2v2 already. Jesus Christ.
The remaining Pokemon for Javier, we'll have to see what Hirofumi's got in the back.
I think Hirofumi must have Calyrex in the back, right? Which is going to match up very badly into Incineroar, but...
Intimidate, but Hirofumi finally revealing his last
Yep, there
Pokemon.
it is.
Of course, the Calyrex Ice Rider, his restricted Pokemon of choice, and the Raging Bolt.
Ooh, and Raging Bolt going to take advantage of the electric terrain. Nice.
The item choice here for Calyrex Ice Rider. This Intimidate will
2 horses?
never melt ice
What
of
the?
Yeah, it could be a big deal here, right? This is a strange matchup, but you know, maybe there's a world you get a fake out from Incineroar here, use that Swords Dance, and perhaps it can drain its way through this game. You know, the Raging Bolt on the opposing side. Really
Which Calyrex do I like more? I like Calyrex Shadow Rider more because Shadow Rider reminds me of Shadow Mia from Oblivion.
You can survive it, drain that HP back.
And I love Shadow Mia.
Put it in a tough spot.
And the Iron Hands, remember that defense boost is going to stick no matter what. It activates right when
also, I like Pokemon that are fast and hit hard.
When the terrain is over. But the defense boost helping against the now intimidated Glacial Lances, you're always going to be coming out on top from those Drain Punches.
Of course, there is still that high horsepower, which will remain super effective, I guess, actually, on both of these Pokemon. But, yeah, I mean...
Ooh, 5, 4, 3. You got to make a decision, mate. You got to make... dude, the time to make a decision is so short. It would make me anxious. Oh, my God, it would make me so anxious. Terra Calyrex, to be expected. Into Terra... Oh, Terra Poison. Fun. Interesting.
Here, you'll usually see Terra Fire, Terra Grass, Terra Water on Calyrex.
Protecting the Rager. He's got a Rager. He's got a big old Rager. Detect on the Rager.
The Iron Hands not to take
Iron
damage
Hands
on this turn for Javier's, and the Incineroar attack goes towards the
Poison is so interesting. Why Toxic Pony?
Keep itself safe. Glacial Lance though is only going to go into Incineroar. It's intimidated and resisted, so really
here comes the Glacial Lance.
Too much damage there.
Just doesn't do a lot of damage. Honestly, I'm not sure who's going to win this one. I mean, Raging Bolt is like the wild card here. Raging Bolt can do a lot of damage in the electric terrain, but so can Iron Hands.
Too dangerous to try to go for a Swords Dance or even a Drain Punch here, so you know, perhaps go for a double protect. Hope you can knock off that Life Orb, and oh no, it's not going to happen.
Ooh, tries a double detect and it does not work. Draco Meteor! It's big and it comes through! Yeah, I think that might be a wrap there. That Draco Meteor was huge. I guess Iron Hands does have like basically non-existent special defense.
Right now, the Stomping Tantrum will be super effective into that slot, but the
it has less special defense than I have Dignity.
About 60% of its HP. Instead,
to resist Miraidon? I mean, it doesn't resist electric type moves or dragon.
Yeah, probably feel like safe.
It resists fairy, right? Sure,
where,
but like
even though it's you know, a slow but sure way to
electric drift is still going to do a ton.
Realizes that there's no way he's going to be
all right, so that is the first match of round 6. Go to Hirofumi pretty convincingly. Not bad, doing pretty well. Oh, okay, here we go. Round 2.
All right, so let's see what
Iron Leaves. Oh, we get to see Iron Leaves. This is fun. All right, great.
Trainers qualified for day 2 of the World Championships tomorrow with one.
And that was a pretty quick match as well. That was a very quick match. I've had some long matches so far, but there's a quick one there.
Iron Leaves is real, Scott.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I wasn't sure if we could see it, but perhaps they're looking for a little more immediate damage this time
Protection!
around. With a very high attack stat. If you're not familiar with it,
I love how a lot of languages just use are like very similar to English words.
Yeah, very pointy,
but also very scared.
Very pointy.
That's what I love about Japanese is that there are so many loan words from English, like cardo or fried potato or fried chicken.
Massive amounts of damage into Cowrex Ice Rider on the other side.
Passporto.
Javier deciding
it's so funny. I love it. It also makes it a lot easier to learn a language when the word is just almost just the English word.
Pretty realistic chance you're switching straight into an Ivy Cudgel since
TV.
Could be a lot of damage on the Incineroar. We'll have to see what this Ogerpon chose to do.
Intimidate will be effective onto both of Hirofumi's Pokemon as they are physical attackers. Here's the Ivy Cudgel. That's a
ton into the Incineroar. I just want Iron Leaves to do something. If Iron Leaves could do one thing, I'd be happy.
And we saw last game just how little damage an intimidated
that's gonna do just not enough. Just not enough.
Hang on in the red.
Yeah, I mean, now it has the option of just getting a fake out or something, but really taking a lot of damage on the way in.
Go on, Iron Leaves. Do Summit. Let's all clap for Iron Leaves. Maybe it'll get brave and do something.
Iron Leaves there just for not.
Round of applause for Iron Leaves. Come on. Oh, fuck. Well, never mind.
Onto the field here, or swap out of the field, I should say. Miraidon.
Calyrex is holding a Never Metalist, which is interesting when you consider like Parting Shot and Intimidate is so common.
We've not seen it actually go for any attacks yet. Spiky Shield from Ogerpon Cornerstone, wanting to keep itself safe in case the fake out goes in that direction. And protect as well from Cowrex Ice Rider. So Hirofumi really playing it slow with the potential of the fake out on the other side. Fake out goes towards Cowrex Protect.
Iron Leaves, am I right?
He's got an early lead once again. Has nearly whittled down this Incineroar, and not doing anything silly, right? He still has the ability to follow me now with a fully healthy Ogerpon. Doesn't need to do anything too crazy just yet, and it's kind of actually easier for him now that the Iron Leagues is off the field.
God, Incineroar looks so cool. He has really big hands, though. Why is his hand so big?
Ogerpon Cornerstone is my
Why is Bro's hand so big?
Ogerpon of the 4 versions of it, because with its ability Sturdy, you're essentially guaranteed follow me. You can redirect both attacks towards that slot. One, leaving Cowrex healthy, but also letting it guarantee.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he bothers to go for it, right? Where we got 2 slower Pokemon as Javier's other 2, as you see the Iron
Pharaoh Palamas?
Yeah, he just knocked them around.
I love these names.
I guess the Iron Leaves as well.
Okay. Big electric seeds. Oh, this thing is strong now. I didn't realize how strong Iron Leaves would get, but with the electric seed and the boost from the Quark Drive, that's so good. It's a strong ass, and you can Trick Room as well. If he gets a Trick Room up, it's gonna be bad. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking about the wrong team. Why would he's not gonna Trick Room? Obviously, that would be silly. I thought that for some reason the Calyrex was also on the Miraidon team.
It's follow me redirecting Volt Switch away. That's a lot of damage considering how you can try to make bulky. The Ogerpon does still 50%.
Yeah, but now what do you do, right? You switch Incineroar in. If it's not a Trick Room, it's just going to immediately go down here and lose its Intimidate.
Some Spanish words just sound cooler than our words. Instead of Ghost, it's Phantasma. That's sick.
As one ability would
Intimidation.
The Intimidate on this spot here. So there's the Glacial Lance.
Oh, Glacial Lance comes out. Oh, Incineroar goes down. You're going to get the boost there.
The Iron Hands, but you're
going to bring him back to neutral?
So this should bring Cowrex Ice Rider back down to -1. Since it's been
just -1.
Yeah, and now we see,
God damn, how have you been like just dealing with the fact that there's so many Intimidates and Parting Shot in this?
It's a rough spot where it's pretty uncommon to see this Poison Terror type, but it really is annoying for this Iron Hands, who otherwise might like to use its fighting type attacks. Or even the Miraidon, right, who we've seen it using fairy-type attacks earlier in the match, and, Poison resists that too.
And one of the great things in this matchup, particularly, Scott, of why you see so many Trick Room teams with Ice Rider using Ogerpon Cornerstone instead of Amoonguss, Iron Leaves would have a field day because as a
Wait, Terra Normal?
Care about Rage Pattern.
Or is that Terra Steel?
You can't get around the Follow Me.
Yeah, and that looks really good here, right? Because otherwise this would just be a pin. We see the consideration of the normal type Terrastalization.
This one grandma's so hyped.
Here, but would critically remove that weakness to the attack from Calyrex.
Yeah, so both
Terra normal? What the freaking heck is going on here?
Just been so crucial.
Who's Terra and they normal?
Remember, he hasn't even set up Trick Room on any of these turns. That's how confident he's feeling right now. But yes, believe
there
it
is
or
Terra
not,
normal.
Iron Leaves is terrestrializing into a normal type. You'd usually use this as a Calyrex Shadow Rider counter, so you're immune to Astral Barrage. But you might as well get rid of the Glacial Lance weakness while you're at it. So this Glacial Lance,
you're still gonna die at Glacial Lance. Well, at -1, maybe not actually. That's so interesting. You know what? That might actually come back to play. That might be a good thing. Oh, lives the big live. Glacial Lance comes out, but yeah, no, that was a good Terra. It would have taken way more damage. Dude, this Iron Leaves has not done a single thing. It's just been protecting the entire time.
Iron Leaves while Iron Hands tries to pick up the knockout, and then Ogerpon, you know, lets the Calyrex.
I don't know, these Pokemon on Miraidon seem to get whittled down now.
That Hirofumi, if he wants to, could go for his very first switch of the
Hirofumi still has 4 Pokemon and has not switched the entire time.
Yeah, that's right. Hirofumi still hasn't, not has he not revealed the 4th Pokemon, hasn't revealed the 3rd Pokemon in this matchup. So it's just showing how much of a commanding position he is in right now. Iron Leaves will protect in that moment there. Doesn't want to take damage.
There you go. Okay, Ogerpon finally goes down.
Iron Hands is going to be more than enough.
I guess he's going to keep clicking Glacial Lance.
Iron Hands act really healthy as well from the recovery that Drain Punch gives to that slot, but you know, at some point, this damage is eventually going to stick from Glacial Lance. It's only hitting Iron Hands.
There's the Glacial Lance. Oh, he just doesn't do the damage because it's -1 attack and it's split damage, and the Iron Hands has pretty good defense and it's +1 defense. It's just not doing anything.
You know, we see the resources on Javier's side starting to whittle down, right? Now that Protect has been used, do not want to allow it to be attacked by either of these Pokemon, and it's highly unsafe to try to switch the Miraidon in either. So very likely now that Hirofumi will take another knockout on this next turn.
It's still around though, which is impressive.
The Dazzling Gleam from this Fluttermane that just swapped in, it's going to be great into everything. You can either, Iron Leaves already half HP, so you don't have to worry about that. Miraidon on the switch in is a Dragon type weak to Fairy. Iron Hands weak to Fairy as well.
Fluttermane is very good here though. Fluttermane, Fluttermane, babe.
Fluttermane has already been committed. It knows it can stay with those super effective Fairy type attacks. No option to terrestrialize away from them.
Yeah, I haven't done my Iron Leaves calcs, but I'm not really sure how strong
I do love
Iron Leaves is
Fluttermane
defensively against Fluttermane with that really strong special attack stat. It's been
all right. Moonblast goes out into the Iron Hands, does not take it out. Wow.
For the knockout, it's gonna hang on.
I thought that would be enough, but oh no. All right, Calyrex. Iron Leaves finally does something. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Fantastic stuff.
This matchup gets a knockout, but this Fluttermane has been left alone in the
no power, no power, no power, no power.
Threatened a 2-hit KO.
Yeah, like
the Miraidon is still skulking around in the back. Actually, this is quickly turning on its head now. Oh, you know what? If he can knock out both Pokemon in the same turn, it'd be really bad for the Miraidon.
He's a little bit tricky. I guess the most positive part of his situation for Javier is at least, you know, at some point...
Rage and Bolt into Miraidon, they're kind of like the same thing. They're both Electric Dragon type. So that's a tough one for Rage and Bolt, unless he can like live a hit. But it's a Life Orb, so I don't know.
Yet again, right? So, you know, Iron Hands is never really getting an attack off. It's the slowest.
And the Miraidon can't Terra.
Go down this turn, let Miraidon reactivate Electric Terrain, reactivating Quark Drive. That might be what Javier could be going for, but just there's so much HP remaining on Hirofumi's end.
Yeah, I mean, I think you probably have to sacrifice something here.
Oh, the Detect on the Iron Hands. Interesting, interesting.
Not actually letting Iron Hands get knocked out. Instead, going for the Detect this turn.
I think he let the Iron Leaves get knocked out there to get them right on in. Which is going to be huge. I think Javier might have this one.
Two Pokemon. It's going to be that Miraidon and Iron Hands, his Electric Core, his Quark Drive Core versus Fluttermane.
Dude, if Fluttermane had like Carmine there, can you imagine?
Loving it, which yeah, you kind of spoke to Iron Leaves.
I mean, Fluttermane has 135 speed and Miraidon has 135 speed as well. So they, I think they're speed tied.
The end here, where that low health Iron Hands is going to have a hard time making a
And he
move.
can't terrestrialize it.
Commit to an attack against these Pokemon.
Yeah, and you can't necessarily, if you want to do a Draco Meteor into the Assault Vest, Raging Bolt on the other end, well, then you'll literally never hit Flutter Mane as long as the game lasts.
It's not Assault Vest, Raging Bolt.
Pinned into
It's
a
Life Orb.
difficult position.
Yeah, I needed one more knockout before I got to this point. Once again, Hirofumi just trading so well early in the game, putting Javier in a situation where even though
I think you just double into the Maridon, right?
The board state is just too far behind.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Iron Hands and Iron Leaf.
He's definitely trying, but I'm pretty sure you double into the Maridon.
Has gotten to this position of 5-0. You can see the synergy that the team has, but unfortunately,
it might not be max speed Maridon though. I'm sorry, Flutter Mane.
Great, or the Terastallization not being as effective as Javier might have wanted.
Went for the double protect, fails. Oh shit! Here comes Dazzling Gleam coming out. Yep, that's gonna be a wrap, I think. That I mean, outsped the Maridon. Whether it was, I mean, might have been a speed tie, but oh, it's not enough. That's gonna be a wrap there. The Draco comes out, and Hirofumi has claimed the victory. Well done. Well done, Hirofumi. That was a good match. That was very well played. Very fun to watch match. Iron Leaves is cool, but just not good enough apparently. Hirofumi got a nice dub. Claps in chat for Hirofumi. Hey, Def Gamer, thank you so much for the month of being a sub, Niddle. Appreciate that. I'm excited for day 2 games as well. I think it's going to be fun. Okay, next up we have... Let me go back and look at these teams. Amoongus team with Reggie Draco. What in God's name? Okay. All right. Reggie Draco. All right. Cool. Calyrex Ice Rider team. Trick Room team. All right. Interesting. Okay. All right. Up against... Oh, shit! Koraidon team! Whoa! This is a weird one. Koraidon with Dragonite and Golden Go. Ooh. All right. This is going to be a fun one. All right, while they go off to the over the team, I am going to pee real quick. I'll be back in a second, and then we can watch the match.
For him. Not even, still somewhat Trick Room oriented with the Amoongus and Calyrex Ice Rider, but some really strong other options in the Urshifu as well as Reggie Drago on the stream.
I mean, Reggie Drago, you're talking about Pokemon that are looking to deal a bunch of damage, and Reggie Drago is it. This one's going to be Life Orb. There's a couple of Reggie Drago builds that we're seeing just the... You know, kind of as you would expect if you're seeing through a playthrough of a game where it's like, all right, Dragon Energy, Draco Meteor, okay, what else Dragon can I put on this team? But this one, we are going to get the Terra Blast with the Terra Steel, as well as the option to protect. The Calyrex Ice Rider, there's a lot of Pokemon here that would like to take advantage of a Trick Room situation, which I'm really intrigued to see how that turns out, considering there is that imprisoned Flutter Mane over on the opposing end of the field. And this Iron Hand, I think, is just a fantastic development that we've gotten into the meta so far with that low kick adjustment. So being able to deal a lot of damage into those heavier Pokemon out there, considering the base power of the move is based off of the weight of the Pokemon. So definitely something there that could be really something to keep an eye out there. And as well, Urshifu, Choice Scarf, for the fastest coachings out here in the West.
Yeah, the coaching for Calyrex if it comes down to it, but I think Nils is going to have a tough time choosing which Pokemon to terrestrialize in every
a Koraidon team.
Really
Fun. You'd
love the Terra Steel for Reggie Drago. You'd love Terra Water for Iron Hand. Seems like every game it's going to be crucial who Nils decides to terrestrialize.
Here we go. I arrived just in time as well. The battle begins. Okay. Flutter Mane and Koraidon together. Oh. You know, wait, his name's Daniel? He has a J in it. That's an interesting way of spelling it. Yeah, I have to root for Daniel because we share a name. Come on, Daniel, let's go, baby! He's got Flutter Mane and Koraidon. Come on!
You do have a fake out option on your end to stop this Koraidon. But at the same time, then the Flutter Mane can try and deal some damage. I'm curious here, too, if this Calyrex, you just want to go straight out onto the
a Silent J is crazy. Imprison?
In prison, it's going to be locking down that Trick Room and making sure the Calyrex does nothing this turn, and the speed advantage is always going to be in Neil's favor. So that is the biggest thing to kind of keep an eye out for. And since Flutter Mane,
Imprison would be the crate. If this works, I'm going to pop off.
Right, that's a really good call out.
Is he going for the Imprison?
On Flutter Mane, not a move you see too often.
Oh shit, he's doing it. Oh my god, he's doing it.
For your benefit,
Imprison locks down the moves that you have for your opponent. So any move that you have, your opponent can no longer use. It'll fail. That's a crazy move.
I forgot. This little boy has a Cobra Cloak on him. He's not getting faked out at all. So being able to see the terrestrialization.
Hey, I'm sorry, Mohammed. There's no free speech here, man. If you're a dickhead, then you get to go away. See you later.
On the go button. So the Calyrex terrestrialization makes a lot of sense.
All right, Terrifier Calyrex. Alvin, thank you so much for the super chat. Representing Sweden, let's go. Wait, the imprison. Goes for the collision course. They try and trick room. Prison course is going to do a lot. That's a lot of damage.
50% with the help from the
Iron Hand's low kick into... Oh my god, that low kick is ridiculous. No, the Glacial Lance, it didn't work out. It did not work out. Holy shenanigan! What is that?
Hanging on thanks to that resisted attack.
Ooh, a lot of damage going on to Daniel.
Jesus, so much damage.
Without the terrestrialization could have been a very different story. And great call from Nils to not go ahead and go for that Trick Room. Instead, this Glacial Lance bringing the Flutter Mane down to 1 and the amount of damage on the crowd. I'm sure that pickup would have been nice.
All right, Mungus comes in.
At the same time, you're definitely in a nice spot. One Pokemon getting
Dazzling Game's doing nothing there. Wow.
Hit a lot better.
Oh, I don't know. It's not looking good for Daniel.
But that goes into the Calyrex on
doesn't do a huge amount.
Side, so that
Glacial Lance is going to get double buff. Oh, it's not looking good. That's going to get double buff. Oh, jeez. No Terra, double buff. I don't know. Koraidon,
on the other end.
It's not looking so good.
It's even nicer that you didn't get the guy last time around because now you got a
double no. Double chillin'. This might be cooked. Chi-Yu and Golden Ghost still in the back, and they're both choiced. Oh, they're both choiced. And they have to fight against every single Pokemon? I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Access to spread damage moves.
I mean, obviously, Glacial Lance is resisted on both those Pokemon, but still...
don't necessarily hit into this Calyrex quite the best. It has taken a good chunk of damage.
I mean, he has to Heat Wave and
still need to be
like,
making up a lot of
I don't know, Shadow Ball into Calyrex, yeah.
The only thing you can
that would kill both of them.
Even if they are resistant,
I would imagine
attacks,
with
right?
Beads of Ruin.
Into fire, and then of course fire into fire. There's just so much strong offensive pressure that the Beads of Ruin allows both Golden Go and the Chi-Yu
representing Sweden. Go
Nils.
Go Nils.
Might be enough to get the knockout because of the lowering.
Is Sun still up, or does Sun go away with Koraidon?
I don't remember. Have a lot of momentum to make up at this point, and they also
did Nils win EUIC? Is that true? I was there. I should know. Oh, with Sun. Oh wait, there is the Sun up. Oh yeah, this Heat Wave should kill surely. Calyrex also the protects.
Battle with that. So Protect coming out onto this Calyrex, and assumingly, I guess
not
the Amoonguss here. The Amoonguss just going for it. Calyrex is going to stay nice and safe behind that Protect.
Oh, I thought it missed. Oh, I thought it missed. Holy Jesus.
HP getting knocked out. Nils seems
honestly, this Heat Wave could go crazy. I think Iron Hands dies.
We'll be able to switch whatever Pokemon he wants onto the field. That Shadow Ball went towards the Protect on Calyrex's end, so Nils knows, hey, I got a team sheet available. I know Daniel's Pokemon are choice locked into Heat Wave and Shadow Ball. Now I know what he has.
I don't know. I mean, what's his last mon?
And at this point, too,
it all comes down to what his last mon is.
But you still have access to that Iron Hands that you can go ahead
Chi-Yu's has massive eyes. It should not be missing.
In its tracks, or you can bring out your fourth and final Pokemon. If it is something like
Regidrago is a tough one.
Damage, but no, instead it will be the Regidrago.
I think same play.
An appearance. So we're talking about something that has the potential of doing a lot of damage to spread damage. That is it, but it would be doing less
oh, no.
Oh,
that's tough. No, you have to kill the Calyrex. It's +2. You can't let the Calyrex sit there.
Like that Dragon Energy.
Right, that Dragon Energy. Similarly,
this is tough. Regidrago's a tough one to have there, but as long as you do enough damage to it, Dragon Energy shouldn't kill the Chi-Yu, I don't think.
A lot of damage with that Life Orb Dragon Energy, but you would be resisting Heat Wave, so it's not like Heat Wave would be
+2 Glacial. That doesn't do a lot. That does not do a lot. It just depends on how much is Dragon Energy going to do now. Dragon Energy shouldn't kill Chi-Yu. It's done enough damage to where it's, I mean, it's a lot weaker now. Regidrago doesn't have good special attack. It's about 100. It's not that good. Oh, Draco. Oh, shit. Oh, it's a kill! It's a kill!
Chi-Yu is gone and down.
But it's Spec Shadow Ball.
Only one Pokemon remaining. It is going to be the Gold
Life Orb as well. I don't know. You might be able to bring it back.
Shadow Ball. Iron Hands rejoins in. Nils does have that 2-1.
Oh shit, I think he can bring it back.
A lot of damage at this point,
I think he can do it.
The Iron Hands on the field, can't go for the fake out. Like
oh, no Beads of Ruin anymore though, actually. Ooh, I don't know. Is it AV? No, it's Life Orb, Reggie Draco. Oh, what do you do? What do you go for here? Iron Hands, right? You go for Iron Hands. You have to kill that. Yeah, you have to go for Iron Hands. Shadow Ball the Iron Hands, it kills. I think.
That the Yongo can go for.
It doesn't kill!
Wild charge into Golden, bring it down to half HP, and that's going to be recoil damage as well, meaning...
Oh my god, this is going to be so close. This is going to be so close. This is going to be so close. Wait, where's the Reggie Draco go? Goes for Drake on me, yeah? No, he doesn't die. He doesn't die.
Golden Go hangs on!
The Life Orb damage. Wait, the Life Orb recoil? It's going to put him in range. It's going to put him in range. That has to be range. That has to be range. That has to be in range. Holy dude, by the skin of his chinny chin, Daniel has managed to pull it out with Golden Go and Chi-Yu. My god, what a comeback, man. String cheese. Delicious, delicious cheese in your mouth. Gobble it up. Wow. That is ridiculous, dude. That's absolutely fucking crazy. Crowdon did nothing there. That's an insane comeback there. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, going into round 2. The 2v4 comeback is insane. Golden Go is great. Golden Go and Chi-Yu is a really good combo. Beads of Ruin is so strong.
And hey, it worked out for Daniel. Maybe these two Pokemon weren't the ones that gave him the W in Game 1, but if he won Game 1 with this lead, might as well go Flood Main Koraidon yet again.
I feel like this is really important as well because at the same time,
straight Terra Flareblitz into Amoonguss.
You had that in prison to make
is he gonna imprison again? I don't think that he's gonna go for Trick Room knowing that you have Imprisoned though. That's the thing.
So being able to right away yet again.
He didn't last game when he's more likely to do it because he didn't have. I mean, I guess it's open team sheet, so we already knew he had Imprisoned. I just don't think he's gonna do it.
Massive, and since you do have the Amoonguss next to the Calyrex, the Koraidon, if you do want to be firing off a collision course, it won't necessarily do the most. You do have the opportunity, of course.
Oh, he goes for the okay. All right. I just don't think he's gonna Trick Room this time.
And can try and just trash slice out of that weakness.
All right, so let's get into our first turn of Game 2 with Koraidon terrestrializing into a fire type yet again, just like we saw in Game 1.
Amoonguss does not match up well against Chi-Yu and Koraidon. Just doesn't.
They can't stand their original type.
We Terra the Calyrex? Yeah.
It's like the one you see, it's like anything you can do, I can do better. You're a Terrifier? Oh, I can do that too.
Oh, I'm a Terrifier +1. I have Hot Fire. I'm Dobby.
You're not going to get too pressured from the opposing end of things.
Oh, good protect. Huge protect.
From the Amoonguss, instead, just the protect. In prison,
no Trick Room though,
there it is.
Which is good.
Means that any shared moves between Fluttermane and the Pokemon on the other side, they cannot click. So if Nils went for a Trick Room on this turn, it would not be able to.
Yeah, I just don't see him clicking it with that Imprison around. Oh my god, that damage is insane.
So now you know that this Koraidon, yeah, you've gotten the Terra out. And the
he's just doing it again. He's like, I'll do it again.
It will not appreciate it.
I'm gonna do it again.
Sun boosted Flare Blitz whatsoever, but a decent amount of damage into it. Fluttermane just in on a sliver of health. Puts a lot of pressure on, but this is where we get a little adjustment and no redirection.
Oh, that does not do much damage. Yeah, oh yeah, this thing's fucking dead. This thing is so dead. Yeah, that's done. That's toasted. The downside of Koraidon is that Flare Blitz recoil really sucks for it. He's just gonna Glacial Lance again. He's just gonna do, yeah, it's just kind of like replaying the same thing again, except this time Calyrex has more health. So that's unfortunate.
But I think this is a pretty decent trade. This is where it did get tricky last time with that trade, considering the back. But since your Amoonguss does get fainted,
at least he knows he can't Trick Room, so he's always gonna outspeed.
You have to assume is that
I imagine it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be the same situation again. He's gonna Heat Wave and he's gonna Shadow Ball, which should kill Calyrex with the Beads of Ruin. Choice Specs Shadow Ball with Beads of Ruin and Heat Wave probably should kill.
Massive amounts of damage output, but because it's such a slow Pokemon, and Daniel, we saw in Game 1 those really fast, hard-hitting Pokemon in.
But with Reggie Draco probably comes in and like Draco's the Chi-Yu though.
Well, that's the thing about the Calyrex.
I think that Nils is going to get this one.
Trick room to get the situation that you wanted. Sure, you go out on the offense, but if you're not making it to your point in the turn to be able to fire off with that +2 boost you got, what's it really going to be doing for you? But this is where I'm curious if we get to see an adjustment coming out from Nils, because last time that we saw it was
it's going to go Draco, right?
The Iron Hands and then
Draco?
the
Draco? Why do I say Draco? Reggie Draco? Why do I keep saying that? Reggie Draco. Urshifu! Oh, shit.
So this one,
it's a switch up! Yeah, I think Nils has got this.
But a close combat into that
locking you into Power Gem is insane.
And we have the benefit of his perspective with Power Gem as one of Golden Go's choice specs, choice lock attacks that would be super effective into this Calyrex. So you wonder if Nils
it's water Urshifu.
That smartly protecting on this turn, knowing that Daniel has to lock both of his attacks from his 2 Pokemon here.
Dark Pulse?
So just see what they lock in.
He went for the flinch. Yeah, I mean that was the only thing he could do. He had to just go for the flinch.
KO in response, this Chiyu can no longer create any shenanigans for the rest of this game. No more.
And now it might be Jova because he's locked in the Power Gem now.
Mushroom, I guess, and now Golden Goat will be the lock into the Power Gem, hitting into the Protect. Sure, you have the move that's going to be that super effective amount of damage. But
and then you have, I just don't see how he comes back from this. But the thing is, he has to switch out Urshifu now because he's locked into close combat.
So you do need to be swapping it out on this turn.
And he can try for a double protect, but he probably just tries for a double protect, actually. That's probably what he does. Oh, nice shiny. No, he's going to kill? No, he doesn't get the kill. Yeah, that's it. That's GG's. Damn, GG's. That is round 2. We're going into game 3. Let's see what game 3 looks like. Is he going to lead with the same thing again, I wonder? I mean, that Urshifu was a good play. That was a very good bring. Chiyu just couldn't really do much about it. If he got the flinch, it might have been a different game. But unfortunately, he didn't.
Your team definitely
World Championships.
All right, here we go.
Situations.
All right, ooh, different lead. Ooh, this is a much better lead for Daniel here.
He's going to lead Golden Go and his fish of hope, and pretty much got all of his knockouts in these first 2 games versus
Happy birthday, Andrea.
Yet again.
This is a
He's going for the Power Gem Day Dot. Oh, okay. And Heat Wave? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a... Oh, yeah. That's a good start. That's a really good start. Calyrex protects. I mean, Heat Wave. Doesn't Heat Wave just kill Amoonguss? Or am I wrong? Double protect to see what... Oh, just to see what he's going to lock himself into. Okay, that makes sense. Honestly, I would just do the same thing. I would just run it. Like, yeah, you might know what I'm going to do, but what are you going to do about it? Double switch?
And it's so crucial that while these 2 Pokemon are choice locked on the field, neither of them are...
There's no Sun? I mean, he still has Beads of Ruin. I guess it is split damage, though. Maybe Power Gem into the Amoonguss. Or, I guess not.
This could be the turn Nils sets up Trick Room. You might be 1 turn too late.
Ooh, I forgot about Trick Room.
In your favor, that could be huge. At this point, there hasn't been Sun, so the Chiyu damage with that Heat Wave is going to be smaller, and since it is the choice Scarf as opposed to the choice Specs, that's a little bit less of the damage capabilities. And the Amoonguss on the other
goes to the Terra, knowing that the Power Gem is on the way. I mean, it's not going to kill.
Want to leave the Calyrex out to dry, so
even if the Calyrex takes both hits, then he's not going to die.
Not wanting to take the super effective from that Heat Wave. I'm eyeing up whether the Amoonguss makes it on through, because if the Amoonguss can't redirect...
Ooh, Rage Powder.
Golden Go, this can get dangerous.
All right, so Amoonguss is going to be able to redirect the
Did he miss?
Heat Wave,
Calyrex avoids the attack. Okay, that could matter.
With no sun,
that could matter.
The turn, it will get burned, so it's going to take more damage.
That's a tiny bit of damage that you could have really used there. Actually, that's a decent chunk of damage you could have used. The burn didn't matter. And there's the Trick Room. Ooh, this is going to be an uphill battle for Daniel now.
You needed that damage, and now Trick Room has been set. It took until game 3, but Nils has finally gotten the dimensions that he wants in his favor. And now this Calyrex is free to be firing off first with these Glacial
Iron Hands. Oh yeah, Chiyu is toasted now. Chiyu is absolutely toasted.
Or even just go for pure damage, considering this Chiyu wouldn't appreciate either of your attacks anyways.
Daniel has tried so hard to stop
Is he switching?
Game plan of setting Trick Room up, whether that be knocking out the threats before they can even, get started rolling, or literally with Imprison on their Fluttermane. And here we are.
Oh, I'm glad I can help, Lilith. I wish the best for you. Thanks for popping in.
And what's also a little bit difficult is sometimes to survive the Trick Room situations, you might go for protects and kind of
Stella Terra on Fluttermane is interesting.
Such an offensive team, and out of the 4 Pokemon that he brought, only one of them has protects, and so Fluttermane did forego that to have this Trick Room and a
Con swapping in the Fluttermane on the Glacial Lands. Ooh, ouch, ow!
Trying to reverse a Trick Room.
I mean, I guess he would always live the Drain Punch, right? That might be coming his way. Yeah. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not too bad. But the thing is, it's still in the Trick Room.
This Drain Punch, but you have to go on from there.
And Power Gem, remember, there's no Beads of Ruin on the field anymore.
I feel like that Heat Wave missing might come into play.
As a fire type. Two ghost types means they don't care about
Ooh, trying to reverse the Trick Room. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, the Iron Hands is just going to finish off the Golden Go now, I would imagine. If it can. Yeah, it should be able to. Thunder Punch?
Off of Chilling Day, but looks like he's in such a strong
Wild Charge. Oh, yeah, obviously. Oh, yeah, it's dead.
Oh,
that is not good. Trick Room up, Chilling Day gets. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Super slow Chi-Yu coming in, super slow Koraidon coming in.
I think you're gonna get burnt from this one.
Not good. Not good at all. If you're a Daniel enjoyer, if you're a Koraidon enjoyer, if you're a Chi-Yu enjoyer, you are not feeling good about this situation right now.
For a strong attack here with its a boost, as well as the Chi-Yu is very much threatened from a drain.
Yeah, he was checking how many turns they had left on that.
That's your worst nightmare, is Trick Room.
And you haven't used her.
I mean, Kenny, what can he do here? Is he going to lock himself into Dark Pulse or Heat Wave or?
The same situation that we've gotten to see in the other matches, to where it's spent onto this Koraidon, because again, you're staring down.
I don't know. It's not looking too good. Let's see. Let's see. Skip the animation. Skip the animation. Glacial Lens comes through. It's going to do a ton of damage because it's +1 now. Oh, that's so much on Chi-Yu. Yeah, Chi-Yu's dead. It's all up to Koraidon to beat 3 Pokemon under Trick Room, which I don't know. I just don't think it can. I just don't think it can do it. Even with the attack buff, I just feel like it's not going to happen. Collision Course, I mean, even with the attack buff, it's going to kill. It's going to kill. It's going to kill the Calyrex. That's good. Iron Hands is still around. Still got a lot. Oh, Urshifu too. Urshifu under, I mean, it's Water Urshifu as well.
But both of these Pokemon are at full health. And even if you're able to take on one, you're going to get
low kick. Damn, that does so much damage. That's a ludicrous amount of damage. Yeah, no, it's Jover. That's Jover. Congratulations. GG's in chat. GG's in chat.
Turn of the game here in round 7. Our EUIC champion
GG's.
Dunlop will continue his run tomorrow.
GG's Nils. GG's. Nils? Did he win EUIC? All right, on to Aaron Trailer versus Kieran Singh. All right, the last match of the day, folks. The last one of the day until day 2 begins, I guess. All right, let's have a look and see what we got here. So we have a Calyrex Ice Rider team with Iron Crown and Raging Bulls. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. Interesting that they have 2 Pokemon that would get boosted by the Electric Terrain, but no Miraidon there. And then we have a Miraidon. All right, never mind. I guess he just knew he was going to bring one. All right, a Miraidon, a Farigiraf, and a Whimsicott. Okay, all right, let's go. Last battle of the day. Last match of the day. Let's get into it. Leading with an Urshifu and an Iron Hands into an Iron Crown and Clefairy. Oh god, Clefairy is so annoying. It just sits there and it follows me and it has Aerialate. It's just a real, it's a real cock, you know? It's a proper cock.
The first task though is getting around this Urshifu, especially when it's paired
and Friend Guard as well. God, just the worst.
Disrupting with that, and then you've got the Unseen Fist ability.
What else does it do? I should have looked at its moveset. I know it has Fall on Me, but I'm like, what else does it even do?
The fake out into the Clefairy could be an option. You stop that follow me, but then you do open yourself up to potentially taking some big damage from the Iron Crown in return. But is it worth it if you can get maybe a Surgeon Strikes off into that Pokemon?
I was going to say, Clefairy is going to be an annoying Pokemon for Aaron to deal with here, so you might want to get it off the field nice and quick.
Okay, Raging Bolt comes in immediately. Come on, Aaron, score some fucking goals.
Going to have its photosynthesis activated by the booster energy and get a special attack boost, meaning it is one of
All right, what do we see happening here? We have a fake out into the Iron Crown, does a little bit of chippies, a little bit of chips, a little bit of chipperoonies, a little bit of chippaloos. Not gonna do much. I mean, once again, just little chippies. Just little chippies doing a little bit of damage, a little bit of something nice, a little bit of something as a treat. Little chippies as a treat.
Threatening offensive thing on Kieran's side of the field and going after that Clefairy smartly with the Surgeon Strikes. Unfortunately for Kieran, makes a very nice play.
The Maridon just chilling there. It's gonna do so much. It can just do so much damage. Telestera! Stera Terra! Stamina coming out here. Stelladera.
As well to maybe follow up a knockout onto the Urshifu if the double up is into that slot. But Aaron can react to that. He has got 2 Pokemon.
React to it? Speaking of reacting to it, whoa, hey.
Utilize the Iron Hands a little bit more.
Follow me, protect, heal pulse, and helping hand. Oh, I didn't think about helping hand. That's really good too. Friend guard, follow me, and helping hand is just, oh, heal pulse? God, that's gross.
I mean, we could see a double up into the Urshifu here. Something like the Thunderclap and the Psychic would break the Focus Sash and remove it from play. That's why Farigiraf is on the field, bringing its ability to make sure that none of this priority can go on the field. So Thunderclap will be null and void if that is what Kieran has gone for. But
Stelladera Urshifu coming out here.
Stellar Urshifu, like you were saying earlier, Lee, will be able to give a boost to the different attacks here on their first usage.
Yeah, and here we go. We are going to see that Psychic.
Psychic comes out into Farigiraf. Good switch from Aaron.
Going to soak up that Psychic. Still taking quite a lot of damage for a resisted
a bit of recoil from the Life Orb. We have Surging Strikes coming out into the Iron Crown. I believe it's going to do a little bit more damage than it usually would. I think it's going to be enough. I think it's enough. Yep, it's enough. That's enough. There we go. Iron Crown gets taken out.
Giving Aaron freedom a little bit more. Now that's gone with that Maridon if it is in the back.
Yes, really nice to remove that Iron Crown.
I think that Urshifu still has the Focus Sash as well. Am I going to do this again tomorrow? If you guys want me to. Ooh, bringing it down to Sash. I don't really have any ideas for anything else I'd like to stream. So, oh, the paralysis! No! I guess you can do this if you want me to.
It has the chance to be paralyzed and not move at all.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Aaron. Really, probably not wanting to.
If you'd like me to, like me to,
susceptible to
like me
knocked
to.
out by the Raging Bolt. The paralysis is going to put your speed way down there. Farigiraf, not the fastest.
Oh, these are great games. These are fantastic games.
You can stop that
I would also like to watch the finals too.
In this position probably doesn't need that, so you're going to have
I'm not going to put on 1.25 times because a lot of people find it annoying. So it would be a bad stream if I did that. Bad streamer. I'm approaching death. I mean, you can leave if you want to.
Switching around though in front of a Calyrex Ice Rider is not the thing that you really want to be doing because if you're moving and positioning your Pokemon around the board and this Glacial Lance is being continually fired out and you're not doing anything in response to that.
Close combat to Calyrex.
It's not going to end very well for you. So I'm
dude, that paralysis sucks. Oh, I just realized the cutting of the speed is so bad. Actually, even with half speed, it might still. I think it still outspeeds Calyrex.
A bit more potent into that Pokemon.
Exactly. We're going to see some adaptations on the field here as well. I think the Farigiraf.
That Friend Guard is going to be good for Calyrex, though.
As you mentioned, going to be able to take those
oh, Helping Hand, Glacial Lance. The Terrestrialization into Calyrex, possibly too. Maybe what's going to be Poison or Fire?
Going to be the normal Terra type
normal.
As well. Very interesting. Leaves it susceptible to this Urshifu if it's able to go for something like a close combat.
Astral Barrage,
yeah,
I guess.
Risk here is I think the Trick Room being set.
Oh no, he just straight. Oh, he just outspeeds that. Oh, that paralysis, man. Oh, that paralysis is tough. I mean, it's still weak to Drain Punch from. In fact, now it's weak to Drain Punch from Iron Hands.
Gonna activate that ability, the chill in air boost. Gonna give you.
Why does the stream description have hashtag Nuzlocke in it? Because I don't look at it when I make a new stream, and it's just had that in it for probably like months now.
And with the Clefairy out on the field now,
I haven't looked at that shit in years.
As well to help it get through these next 3 turns.
I don't think Maridon can punch through this Calyrex right now. But I mean, with Drain Punch, maybe.
Get the knockout on that Urshifu. You can see the attack being raised thanks to the Quark Drive on the Iron Hands here. But as you've mentioned, it's going to be a little bit difficult here to get through this Calyrex. It's already got one.
Come on, Aaron, score some fucking goals, yeah?
And Miraidon does not want to have to take an ice type attack.
No, it definitely doesn't, and I think that's the big thing here. You've already committed your Terastallization to that Urshifu.
Because it's a Pokemon Worlds Nuzlocke, where if you lose, you die.
So you kind of have to work around some other ways. You do have the Volt Switch, though, where you can go into that.
Oh, I forgot about Follow Me, that's right. Yeah, Clefairy and Calyrex is a tough matchup to go up against.
They're going to protect that Calyrex and kind of free up that Glacial Lance. It's already on +1. Making it very difficult for Aaron to kind of get any sort of position. You can get the Farigiraf on.
I just don't know. Like, Glacial Lance is going to do so much.
Going to be very important.
Even still.
Have enough in the tank to take at least one Glacial Lance and then potentially get that foul play off the next turn.
I mean, if you ever needed a defense boost,
oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Will be able to hang around, but not for much longer. Particularly
I think these people are playing for a spot in day 2, right? Because they're 5 and 2.
And Clefairy is still on the field. We did just see it go for that follow me.
So whoever wins this goes to day 2. Whoever loses gets kicked out.
It doesn't really have the utility.
Oof, there's a lot of stakes. There's a lot of stakes. Come on, Aaron, score some fucking goals.
It's difficult for Aaron to come back here, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. The Clefairy being
that's
preserved
tough.
So well by Kieran,
that's a tough matchup. They're still full health, both of them.
Probably not likely because you're going to go down to Glacial Lance. It's going to be redirected anyway, and does Miraidon have enough in the tank to be able to take down the Clefairy? Questionably, maybe yes, probably with that Electro Drift, but then you've got to outspeed the Calyrex, and you're not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. And even if you have got the foul play, you've got the normal Terastallization there. So yeah, Kieran doing a really nice job here, and with that Raging Bolt in the back still to come in.
He's really thinking about this
game, making it difficult for Aaron, but not over just yet.
Follow Me again, yeah. To be expected. Follow Me comes out. Electro Drift is going to do a ton to this, though, right? It's got all the boosts. Oh my god, it one-shots an Evia like Clefairy. Oh, that's got to feel good, at least. I mean, Glacial Lance is just going to kill it, but...
And Farigiraf able to go for the foul play, though. It is able to move first,
well, it's a decent chunk.
To be able to get the knockout. Calyrex getting the Glacial Lance. Pretty sure it's
I mean, Miraidon's dead. Yeah, they're both dead. Oh, that's tough. That's round 1. That is a tough round 1. Ooh, all right. Going into round 2. Going into game 2. That combo of Clefairy and Calyrex is so strong. Like, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, you can one-shot it with the Miraidon, but then the Glacial Lance is... even with no boost, I think the Glacial Lance is still maybe killing? I don't know. I don't know the exact calcs, but that was just... that was ludicrous, to be precise. That was quite ludicrous. Quite ludicrous indeed. All right, here we go. Round 2. He's just leading with the Clefairy and the Calyrex. Immediately. Yo, just Electro Drift. Just Electro Drift, just kill that thing immediately.
Very true, but game 2 here of Swiss round 8 at the Pokemon World Championships. We're going to see
Calyrex Ice Rider is ludicrous. It's got a bad defensive type in Ice. It's forced to run Clear Amulet because of all the parting shots and Intimidators. It's weak to Knockoff and Incineroar, but still, it's just doing so well. So good.
So it's not as safe. You've got an easy target into that slot with the Electro Drift, and then you can follow up with the Close Combat or Surging Strikes into the Calyrex to get some big damage there.
And the Friend Guard with Clefairy is so helpful for it too.
In that situation, but you could almost scout out the Protect from the Clefairy and just double target into the Calyrex here, because is a Clefairy
ooh, Terra Fairy?
Offensively, probably not anything
immediately.
Worried about. So,
Aaron really does have to make some plays here to come back. Ooh, this Volt Switch could do a huge amount though. If he's gonna Volt Switch, I wonder why he Terra'd that turn.
Really great lead here from Aaron. Kieran got a lot to do to kind of get out of this sticky situation.
And Miraidon trying to find
Terra's probably, competitively, Terra's probably one of the most interesting mechanics that they've ever introduced. Mega Evolution was over-centralizing, Z-moves are cringe, Dynamax is cringe, even though I do like Titans. Ooh, Terra Ground Clefairy! Oh no! But that's fine actually. Oh no, the Follow Me. Yeah, oh fuck! Oh no, Aaron, no! No, Aaron!
We are going to see that Volt Switch. It is going to be blocked. Great Terastallization.
Damn.
But the Surging Strikes.
Oh, he's prepared for it though. It is going to go down, but man, that blocking that one hit, that was a great play. But you know what? Aaron prepared well for that play, because blocking that blocking the Volt Switch is one thing, but it's not boosted, and Glacial Lance is not going to kill anything right up. So you're covering both options there. Because the Urshifu is just taking it down, regardless. So actually, no, I think Aaron made a good play there. I think they both made good plays. Because as you can see, like, Miraidon's still hanging on. Clefairy is gone now. So no, I think that was good. I think that worked out pretty well. And now, without the Trick Room, he can Volt Switch and like maybe Surging Strikes into the Calyrex next turn to kill it. So this is actually a good spot for Aaron to be in. Ooh, uh-oh, Raging Bolt.
It's an easy thing for you to do, and then maybe because you know it's an easy slot and Aaron's forced to potentially switch that out, you can play into that.
I think he Volt Switches into the Calyrex, right?
The Urshifu is also really threatened here, but like we can see, Aaron has got that.
Because that'll do so much damage to it. It'll do so much. It'll do over half easily. Electro Drift might actually just kill, but he can't use it because he used Volt Switch.
Block any potential Thunderclap coming out, and then get some kind of return with whatever Pokemon he decides to leave onto the field.
I think as well, if you're Aaron now, you have to be careful not to enable the Calyrex.
Yeah, day 2 is in a couple of hours. It begins in a couple of hours, but they've usually got like an hour or two of yapping before they start any matches too.
Knockout if a Glacial Lance was able to come its way, and Farigiraf is able to join the field. Perfect way to prevent a potential Thunderclap coming through and allowing this Urshifu.
And then the matches are like throughout the night. It's the night for me.
To get some damage out here on the field as the defense boost comes up.
Thunderclap does nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Yeah,
nothing at all.
Really nice block. And
Close combat comes out into Raging Ball. It does about half damage. Solid chunk. But I think the Urshifu might die to Glacial Lance now? No. I think it lives. It's going to weaken it a lot, but... Oh, no, he dies. He dies. Crit! I think that crit mattered. It did about 50 points of damage the first time. His defense went down, so probably would do about 75, 80 points of damage the second time. Oof, I think that crit mattered. That crit definitely mattered. Oh, that sucks, because he would have been able to take out the Raging Bolt with a close combat next turn as well. Or like at least play around the Thunderclap. Dazzling Gleam is pretty big though, and he can foul play into the cat. I don't... Actually, oh, he's weak to it. Yeah, foul play is good. Foul play is good here. Because he has an attack buff now. And Dazzling Gleam is really good because it will kill the Raging Bolt, I would imagine. It specs with Terra.
Do you lock in against the Calyrex with that Draco Meteor, or do you go for the Dazzling Gleam? It's going to be super effective against the Raging Bolt.
Foul play like covers everything, right? Because it's super effective. It takes Dazzling Gleam damage. It takes foul play damage. Protect. Oh, that's fine. That covers everything. Okay, Raging Bolt dies here.
So it isn't even in the back pocket for Kieran to use here. It is going to be the Dazzling Gleam.
Doesn't go for Thunderclap either.
Protect on the opposing Calyrex here, so it is going to be targeting.
I wonder why I didn't go for Thunderclap. Maybe just to get like a little bit more chippies on like Miraidon. Would have been nice.
Really nicely played here from Aaron.
Calyrex will immediately explode if foul play lands. Farigiraf should outspeed Calyrex Shadow Rider too. Oh, Armatail, that's right. Sorry, I forgot about Armatail. Totally forgot about Armatail. That's right. Dude, oh, Farigiraf is so good here then. Wow, that's so good. I mean, Miraidon can just... Yeah, Dazzling Gleam again, foul play again. Farigiraf has a defense buff. Might have to Surging... I mean, Urshifu might Surging Strikes into Farigiraf, but... Does it have a Focus Sash? It does have a Focus Sash. Okay. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Should be able to get a huge amount of damage onto that opposing Calyrex Ice Rider. And
hey Pat, you back in Japan? No, I'm still there. So Dazzling Gleam will leave the Urshifu on 1.
The issue is the speed of this Urshifu.
Then I think the Urshifu will Surging Strikes into the Farigiraf to kill it to prevent Calyrex from dying, and then Calyrex and Glacial Lance. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. That's not looking too good.
It's able to go for a Dazzling Gleam. That will take the Urshifu down to its Focus Sash, but not do too much to the opposing Calyrex.
Yeah, and Aaron does still have a Pokemon in the back as well. So taking that Urshifu down to its Sash.
I think that Calyrex just cleans up now.
Is going to have to take some big damage here. And it is
oh, CCs.
It is going to be the close combat.
Oh, shit. There's not Surging Strikes. Wait, why? Would it not kill? It would bypass the defense buff. Oh, shit. Wait, what? What is happening?
You do not have to worry about Glacial Lance.
Never mind. All right, I guess I was wrong.
Picking up on the speed ties from that
I was sure that...
outspeeding that Calyrex. quite confident in being able to say, okay, well,
man, yeah, I don't know.
I lose the
I don't know.
on potentially to a close combat, or Farigiraf, it has had its electric seed boost, so it's got.
I thought that Surging Strikes would kill because it would bypass the, because it always crits, so it bypasses the defense buff, and then it's like stab. So you probably killed a Farigiraf.
A thing here that is doing super effective damage, especially with the chilling near boost that it's had.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like he's got it.
To close things out.
It looks like he's clawed back a victory, folks.
3 Pokemon on Aaron's side of the field.
This is exactly what Aaron needs to be able to pull.
Yeah, Aaron needed that.
Shine brightly and go for a dazzling gleam to take the
I think Aaron regrets that. Yeah, I think he regrets that a lot. Oh, it looks like he regrets that a ton. Aaron's happy. Aaron's happy. He's stressed out, but he's happy. He's stressed out, but he's happy.
He was very brave in that first turn.
Isn't Surging Strikes a priority move? No. No, Surging Strikes is not priority.
No, actually, I need the damage. Identifying that
he's pissed. Yeah, he didn't like that.
It's probably the only thing that you've got.
I think Surging Strikes would have won him the game there.
From the field in one hit.
But I don't know, actually, because Aaron had a Pokemon in the back that might have been able to... Oh, no, because Urshifu would have still been around. Because Glacial Lance would have killed the Miraidon. Then it would be 1v Urshifu and Calyrex.
So let's...
I don't know. I think it would have won him the game. I mean, I don't know what his last Pokemon was, but I think it would have won him the game. At least it would have like gave him a much better chance. All right, well, into the next round. Into the next round.
Against the Clefairy and the Calyrex Ice Rider. Now we saw in game 2 how in control Aaron was of this turn 1. Hadron Engine on the field, setting that electric terrain.
Does he just go for the same play again? Is there any downside to going for the same turn? Surging Strikes into the...
Yeah, and that's the thing, and I think, are you going to commit to that terrestrialization?
He just wants to kill the Calyrex so bad. What if he protects, though? I mean, actually, if he protects, that's not really a big deal, because Clefairy doesn't really do anything. A Helping Hand, Hill Pulse, Protect, and the other thing. It can't really do anything. Calyrex protecting is like a non-issue, because Clefairy literally cannot do anything. So he just wants the horse dead.
Lose your Clefairy and probably take a lot of damage with the Calyrex, maybe putting you too far behind this battle.
Urshifu has Unseen Fist. Yeah, it's not going to kill the Calyrex straight up, though. Oh, it might be a double protect first. No, just goes to the follow me. Oh, so he's just dead. Oh, you're just dead. You're just straight. You're just gone, bro. Bro is gone. There it goes. And then Surging Strikes is going to go into Calyrex, get some really good chippies.
Taking a huge lead in this turn 1. Following up with
I mean, he could have double protected to see what he was going to lock himself into. That's really good damage on Calyrex. That's almost half. That's so close to half. That's really good damage. Glacial Lance is going to do decent damage, but not enough. It's a lot of damage on Miraidon, though. Kieran's tilted. You think he's tilted? He might be tilted. Oh, man, but this is such an important game for him, though. Oh, the Iron Crown is there, though. Which means he's faster. Ooh, that's not good for Aaron. Does Miraidon still outspeed? I don't think it does it?
On the Miraidon, I'm going to be able to attack that before it can move. It's got the Tachyon Cutter Steel type attack. It's going to do super effective damage into that Pokemon. And you can also choose to go for a Psychic into the Urshifu. The Sash is
Iron Crown. What's Iron Crown's speed?
Choice. Yeah, I mean, the easy one is going for the Miraidon. You know it's choice locked. It hasn't got Protect. The Urshifu has got Protect, so it can easily just kind of
98?
any threat.
Yeah, shouldn't a speed boosted Iron Crown outspeed Miraidon because it's what, like 135?
Something else.
Unless you just don't invest in speed, I guess. Iron Crown Psychics into... It does. Yeah, it outspeeds. Dude, he could have just killed the Miraidon there. Oh, he had a free kill on Miraidon.
And with so much damage on the board, able to get the
knockout. Dude, he had a free
that
kill.
Is a huge knockout once
oh
again.
No, that's so sad. He might have predicted a switch. He might have thought that the Miraidon was going to hard switch. Damn. Oh, that has to feel bad. It has to feel so bad. The Crown is, yeah, he's facepalming. Ooh, that's tough, man. That's so tough.
Boosting that special attack. Got the Iron Crown, still a threat here. So you can't really take anything for granted.
No, he knows about the detect. It's open team sheet, so you know about all the moves. He probably predicted Miraidon to switch out, because if you have the... Yeah, you just had the kill on it.
You're going to take a lot of damage for it, but the Iron Hands is
that was a huge turn.
Be able to bring into this situation, because if you get it right, land on something like
that's a tough one.
Bolt, throwing out a Thunderbolt, you're going to be
Shit's
able to
broken. Yeah, Miraidon's amazing. But dude, like Calyrex Ice and Calyrex Shadow are like insane as well. They're ridiculous.
So fast on the field as well, but you have to watch out for that Raging Bolt as well. It has the potential to go for a Thunderclap, but if Aaron has that Farigiraf in the back and brings it in, that can be so detrimental for Kieran.
Okay, Thunderclap into Miraidon kills. Oh, it's not done yet. Psychic is probably going to kill Urshifu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The priority, but now the Iron Crown can go for that Psychic thanks to its speed and get the KO on the Urshifu.
Oh, shit.
Really nice play here. And maybe one that Aaron
that's a double KO for Kieran. He's back in it. He's back in it. He's back in it.
Two Pokemon have got out. Probably going to get knocked out. That's fine. I've got a game plan. We've got the
Farigiraf and Iron Hands versus Iron Crown and Raging Ball.
You're going to get that Psychic Seed activated.
Ooh,
not really
this is
be
tough.
Helpful in this situation, unfortunately. You do
but
fake out from the
I mean, it has like a slight HP advantage, I guess.
But Kieran's Pokemon.
Okay, you can't Thunderclap anymore because Iron Tail is here.
Going to be threatened by the Psychic. The Raging Bolt going to threaten the Farigiraf with that Thunderbolt. It's looking pretty tough here for Aaron. But
honestly,
not over.
With that one turn, the momentum has completely swung into Kieran's favor. It's
that Thunderclap is really big.
Was indeed in the back. Aaron could
if he had like hard swapped into like Iron Hands, it'd be a different game.
His playstyle enough would have been such a threat, but Kieran actually just completely going through that masterful play.
I don't know actually, because no, dude, the Iron Crown just cleans.
Iron Crown in the position where it can go for just something like a Psychic, get some damage down on the board, and I believe as well Kieran still has Terrestrialization, or am I making that up?
Still has Terrestrialization.
I think it's still in play, right?
Has not committed to it because didn't go for it on the Clefairy. The Clefairy went down. To
Kieran, yes, Kieran still has a Terra.
And then the Calyrex took a lot of damage that turn from.
Well,
what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Locking in with the Terrestrialization now, and it is onto that Raging Bolt.
Yep.
So we will see this Paradox Pokemon turn into an Electric type.
Oh, that's big. I think, honestly, I think Kieran might get it. Oh, the fake out. Oh, the fake out.
Slow it down in its tracks as the
Tachyon Cutter goes into Farigiraf.
This is going to be able to connect.
It's a lot of damage. Farigiraf gonna Iron or Foul Play, maybe?
Life Orb Recall coming through as well.
Raging Bolt flinches. The Trick Room! The Trick Room could be huge here, folks. It could be big. It could be the biggest Trick Room that we've ever seen. Believe me.
But does Iron Hands have enough to be able to get 2 knockouts here?
You've probably got enough to get the Iron Crown if you double up into it. Because
Crown is slow as dick now. We're still in the electric terrain with Wild Charge.
It's going to be very close. The Raging Bolt's a different question, though. Do you have enough with the Iron Hands to deal with the Raging Bolt, especially after...
I mean, does Wild Charge into Iron Crown kill?
This booster energy boost.
I don't know.
The electric terrain is still active on the field. I don't know if you're going to be able to really...
Helping Hand, Wild Charge. Is it Helping Hand, Wild Charge in the Crown, or Low Kick?
Yeah, let's see if it can do it. You
have the Protect. Oh, the Protect. Did he predict it? Did he get it right? I wasn't paying attention. He does! The Low Kick into Raging Bolt! It's huge! I think that might be it, folks. I think Aaron Trailer might be into day 2. Oh, that is that was a 50-50. Oh, my days. I guess he knew that you couldn't protect on the Raging Bolt. I guess the Raging Bolt just doesn't have Protect or something, but... Wait, the Quark Drive is gone.
Let's take advantage of
Ooh. I don't think he can one-shot the Iron Hands. Can he one-shot the Iron Hands? Wait. Let's see how this lasts. Oh, no, he's got the... Sorry, he outspeeds. He's got the Trick Room. Yeah, he gives up. That's it. GG's. Kieran getting knocked out, unfortunately. But Iron Trailer getting into day 2. Goodness me. God. Oh, my days. What an intense match. What a great match. God, that was so good.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I mean, my heart rate is up. I have 0 chill in those.
I mean, it's so easy to make. I can't remember. Did Wolfie compete this year? Wolfie's undefeated this year.
Yeah, I think.
Going into day 2, he's not lost a single battle. Never mind match.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was fun as dick. That was fun. And then day 2 starts soon, which, I mean, if you guys want me to, I can react to day 2, the day 2 matches afterwards as well. I'll have to figure out when the finals is going to be. But please go and watch my new tournament video on the main channel. Please, I think that you'll like it a lot. It's very good. And I want to... They interviewed Nate Wants to Battle. What? Did they? That's crazy. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you later. Bye-bye.